And, of course, the QB carousel in the NFL at 9:30 Eastern. They will have on Cliff Averill, Super Bowl champion, with Russell Wilson. That and more coming up on ESPN Radio.
We're back on Friday, and the Texans continue to say they're not trading Deshaun Watson. We'll tell you what drastic move he needs to make to get his wish to get out of town. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin, 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin starts next at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and ESPN News.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Sure thing. We can help you replace those wipers. If yours are squeaking or streaking, it's probably time. We've got a wide selection of wipers that can stand up to any weather, including the right ones for your make and model. We've even got more ways to get them fast, like our next-day delivery or free same-day store pickup. Getting the job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
It's time for some straight talk. Your tax return could look different this year, but you're still going to hear a lot of noise about how to spend it. So when the big carriers tell you to splurge on the latest nonsense, just tune it out. With Straight Talk, you can get a Samsung Galaxy A51 for just $199. Plus, get the $45 unlimited talk, text, and data plan with no contract on America's best networks for up to 50% less. Tune out the nonsense and tune in to Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Vehicle prices plus tax and tag. Zero down to well-qualified buyers through dealer's primary lending source.
Holy jeep!
Roses are red, violets are blue. Why buy a used car when you can buy new?
It's a fantastic February at world-famous Gary Barbera's on the Boulevard. 1,000 vehicles, one location.
Just $199 down, or only $199 a month.
Gary Barbera discounts Jeeps cheap. Plus, qualified buyers get the lowdown on the no-down. Is Barbera's on the Boulevard the best?
Boy, I guess.
Women's Heart is in a race to save lives. Heart disease is the #1 killer of women. It's 80% preventable if you know the facts. Millions of women are living with or at risk of different types of heart disease, like AFib, which is a type of irregular heartbeat. It affects both women and men, but women with AFib have a higher risk of stroke and death than men. Get educated. See your doctor. Know the facts. Diet and exercise are key to staying healthy. Know the risks. Women's Heart does something really unique, solely focusing on women and providing peer-to-peer support. To win this race, we all have to do it together. Our hearts beat as one. To learn more, visit womenheart.org.
Ron Jaworski here for Bradford White Water Heaters. As a quarterback, you count on your team to perform consistently. It's the same with water heaters. You need one you can rely on to do its job every single day. Bradford White Water Heaters delivers worry-free hot water to millions of Americans. It's performance you can count on. If your old water heater is fumbling the ball, take it out of the game and visit BradfordWhite.com to find an installation pro and get it done. Bradford White Water Heaters, built to be the best.
Mom and Dad used to argue about everything, especially about Dad's drinking. It drove me crazy. It got so bad, I couldn't do my homework. I couldn't concentrate. I absolutely refused to let any of my friends come to our house for any reason. I would have been humiliated if anyone found out how much my dad drank and how loud my mom screamed at him. My family went from totally crazy to quiet, calm, and even peaceful. The only thing that happened is my mom started going to Al-Anon family groups. Her relationship with my dad really changed. I asked Mom if she would take me to her Al-Anon meetings or to Alateen. I wanted to see if I could have a better relationship with my dad. I'm sure glad I did. If someone's drinking troubling you, you might be surprised at what you can learn in an Al-Anon or Alateen family group from people just like you. Call 1-888-4-AL-ANON or go to alanon.org.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
6 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show gets rolling here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Brought to you by our friends at Bradford White Water Heaters. Bradford White here for the pro. As we close out our second month here on the John Kincade Show. As we close out February. Monday we walk in, it's March.
Wow.
I can sense it. I sense warmer weather. It was nice. I stood outside today waiting for my Uber driver who never came. And then this guy pulled up in a really, really nice Mercedes-Benz and took me to work. Sleek vehicle. His name was Coach Eric Camille, who is the MVP this morning. But we'll get into more of that as we go along. Thanks, Bradford White. They're here for the pro. All right, 76ers and the Mavericks. Isn't it nice to see the Sixers finally play a game where they get a bit of a laugher? Where they win a game and they win a game comfortably and they put a team away and you see some of the great things that make you think, yeah, that Mavericks team's been hot lately. They've been playing really good basketball. And it's fun to see what the Sixers can do. And right now you get intrigued. Get a little intrigued about what this team could possibly be. Who are they going to end up being when we get around to late May, June? But I got to tell you, I did some research yesterday. And I want to thank a listener for holding me accountable. His name's Aaron. Aaron sells insurance for a living, but he listens to The Fanatic, and I'm quoting him, he listens 6 to 7 hours a day. Aaron, to say we love you is an understatement. But he does insurance, and he's doing a lot of it out of his house right now. He said, I don't think the number one seed is important as you're making it out to be. And he did some research for me, and I want to share it with you. Here's the deal if the Sixers don't get the number one seed in the East. Last year, a 5 seed advanced to the finals, but that was in the bubble. Nobody had home court advantage, so I think you have to throw that one out. In 2019, the 2 seed Raptors won the East and won the title. In 2018, the 4 seed Cavaliers won the East, lost in the finals. In 2017, the 2 seed Cavaliers won the East and lost in the finals. And you're going to say, yeah, well, they had LeBron James, like in 2016. But 2016 was the last time that the top seed won the East. In fact, the East in the last generation only goes to the NBA Finals. Number one seed only goes to the NBA Finals around 20% of the time. So maybe the regular season doesn't mean as much as I make it out to be. So I want to thank Aaron. I wish him luck in his insurance business. If they want to advertise, I told him who to contact. And I would suggest this. Guys like me need to just chill a bit. Enjoy the ride. Watch what the Sixers are doing. Because the number one seed might not be that important after all. And that's where we begin the 6 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and my Uber driver, Eric Camille. And I don't want to say my Uber driver because I couldn't get an Uber yesterday at 4 in the afternoon. It took a half hour, and I couldn't get one this morning. So I don't want to say Uber driver. I'm going to say exceptional driver, Eric Camille. Bob, I like it when a listener says, John, I'm going to challenge you. I don't agree with you, and here's why. And it's in the last generation, it's around 24% of the time or so that the number one seed goes to the finals. So I think I'm making it out to be too much. I think I've gotten obsessed with this, that number one seed.
Well, he gives great examples, and that's great. But the example don't include the 76ers. For some reason, teams that have Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons have a proclivity of winning at home and not playing well on the road. So you can go to those other teams, every other Eastern Conference team that he talked about and them not being top seeds, and that's great. And it's proof.
Sure.
But not with this Sixers team. For some reason, and I'll throw out you 43-4. 43-4 is what they are at home over their last 47.
Such a dumb number.
Yeah, so
it's amazing.
No, for some reason with this team, until they get more acclimated of winning on the road. And last night's effort on defense led me to believe in the emailer that, my God, you play this defense on the road, you're not going to lose much. But, yeah, I still agree with you, John, that number one seed for this team right now is very important.
He made me doubt myself, though, Jamie. I mean, just as far as, I don't know, though, do you throw out data that involves LeBron James in the East?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's applicable when you've got LeBron James in
the man made the finals for a decade straight. So yeah, I think he's kind of his own stat thing. I don't think you're making too much of it. It's obviously the easiest route because of what Bob just said.
Hello?
My bad.
That's all right.
Oh, there goes
finger.
There goes the perfect show.
6:05.
Yeah, that's all right.
Our perfect show just ended.
It must be a Zach Eflin start.
I don't think you're making too much of it. I mean,
he says to me, he loves the station. He listens 6 to 7 hours a day, and he goes, I feel you've been harping on this.
Huh.
And guess what? I looked at show sheets because I'm a dork. I think I've harped on it a little bit.
Okay.
I think I've harped on a little bit the importance of the 1 seed.
Yeah, I don't think it's the end of the world.
As if the 2 seed would be some disaster.
I mean, but your point about possibly Milwaukee and Brooklyn.
Yeah, you see, I hate having to play that.
That's real. You know, like you don't want to do that if you don't have to. You know, maybe they listened to the Shaq interview the other day, and Doc Rivers is going to start toying around with seeding and potential matchups and
trying to avoid certain teams. I like the idea there. I like that idea. Hello, Patrick.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I was good until I hit the.
That's all right.
Hit the wrong button.
It's all right.
there.
That was like the 2-run homer in the first inning. You know,
I'll settle in though, because
hopefully
like Eflin does.
Settle in and give us like a good 4 2/3.
No, hey, I'm not Vince Velasquez.
Gonna give us
Come
that
on
one.
now.
Yeah, but Vinny can at least get me into the 7th sometimes.
Stop.
Which is nice.
Stop. All right.
So
let's get back on track.
Yeah, I mean,
number one. You need the number 1 seed.
So you don't think that Aaron should talk me into backing off my position?
No, and the reason why is because in basketball, more than any other sport, the seedings really do matter when it comes to winning the championship. So it's about 70% of the number 1 seeds end up winning an NBA championship. And that number dips dramatically every single time you go down. Basically, if you're a number 4 to 8 seed, it doesn't even matter, which is one of the reasons why I was laughing last year when people were saying, oh, they're built for the playoffs. You were the 6th seed. So statistically, historically, if you're the number 1 seed, you have a better shot.
Sixers are 14-2 at home. Nets are 13-5 at home. Bucks are 13-4 at home. Sixers obviously the best team at home, but it's not as if, Bob, there's some huge disparity. By the way, the other teams that are the other teams in the East who you might play in the playoffs, they have no home court advantage. Indiana's 7-10. Toronto's 7-7. The Knicks are 9-7, which I think is impressive for them.
Yeah.
Bulls are 7-9. Charlotte's 9-8. So there's no other home court advantages, but your second round matchup.
Yeah.
The Nets and the Bucks.
You know, in generality, saying you need to get the number 1 seed, okay, let's debate. You know, that's in general, and that's fine, and that's what your emailer did correctly. But with this specific 76ers team, for whatever the reason, I think it's a heightened importance of getting that number 1 seed just because of their inconsistencies on the road, and their domination at home is just unbelievable.
How much did the last night give you a little smile, though?
It was nice
to see that team
feet up, relaxing, just watching them dominate somebody. It was great.
About time. Honestly,
Luka didn't enjoy getting guarded by Ben Simmons last night in the little instances that he was.
The only problem I had with the game, this is weird, is I'm sitting there, and like you said, John, had a smile on my face watching that defense, and then I said, damn, I wish this was an Eastern Conference team. I wish this was like a Milwaukee team, and that was Antetokounmpo, and it was the frustration that Simmons was putting on him as opposed to a Western Conference team. But what they did last night, pick and rolls, they're trying to run with Doncic, and they jump him. Right? How many times did we see Embiid just jump out on it, and boom, now you got 2 almost 7-footers right in his grill. And it's something that we talked about a few weeks ago, like why are they getting continuously killed on the pick and roll? And last night they jumped it, and it was Ben Simmons last night was a thing of beauty on defense. I said it out loud just sitting there watching the game by myself. He is so effing good. He really is good.
I got to tell you, though, the one thing about it is that there's a word that surprises me. He looks a little effortless. Like, he gives great effort, but it looks effortless.
He doesn't sweat. He doesn't pant. It's just, it looks easy for him.
He's not frantic. Like, is that good?
That's a great,
on defense, he's as smooth defensively as you'll see other players on the offensive end.
Yeah.
And we don't value it enough. Bob does, I think. I think Bob does, and when he makes that point to people, is that, but we don't value it enough.
I value it a ton.
You do.
It still drives me nuts when he's around the rim.
Yeah, he's
getting better.
If you've watched the last 9 games that we have,
yeah, he's getting better.
It seems like it, right?
Yeah,
it seems like
and
it's
his free throw shooting's improving, which is huge for him.
I like to hear the positivity towards Ben Simmons.
Because look, if you get Kevin Durant in the playoffs,
oh yeah,
you got the best chance in probably the NBA of guarding them efficiently.
Okay, look, Sixers offensively. Obviously, Brooklyn is a better offensive team, obviously, but the Sixers are by far a better defensive team. It's not close comparing the two teams.
No, and
defensively, and I wonder if that's enough of an edge.
I wonder too. I think the Sixers could use more offense, and I'm sure they'll get it at the deadline. But you always hear defense wins championships. I mean, it's kind of a myth a little bit at times. But with this situation, you got to figure with that offense in Brooklyn, if they start getting stymied by a good defense, they might just start getting frustrated.
Oh, I could absolutely see that. I could absolutely see.
Yeah, honeymoon period's over.
That not cohesion working against them.
Yeah, I mean, what they win their 7th in a row last night, I think, and they still haven't all 3 played together. Like Durant's still not playing. So the thing that worries me is, and Pat makes a great point. You always hear that defense wins championships. It takes a lot of energy to play really good defense against 3 guys like that, right? So you expend a lot of. I thought the Sixers played playoff defense last night. I think Doc Rivers got in their ear and said, look, we're not messing around tonight defensively. I want full effort there, and they got it. But that makes you use a lot of energy. And then you go down to the other end, and you have to score. Now, granted, Brooklyn's not a good defensive team, but it kind of negates their bad defense when you're using so much energy on the defensive end.
I just don't think they will. To me, I think it plays off that you won't have to use the same energy on the offensive end. The Sixers won't have to use the same energy on the offensive end.
Here's hoping.
There really is. Brooklyn gives up a ton of open shots.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's and I haven't watched a ton of them this year, but it seems like people use ball movement to just find somebody with an open look. They give up a lot of open looks.
Yeah, all 3/5 of their court really doesn't care about defense.
Correct.
It's tough to play team defense efficiently when that's the case.
There you go. Hey, Jamie, what's for dinner? I'm glad you asked. At Wawa, they've got the answer. No matter what you're craving, every day starting at 4 p.m., Wawa dinner. Sounds good. Check out your local Wawa. I bet you they will have some great stuff. Remember draft lines tonight, Jamie and Devon.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, I was thinking about that because since it's dinner time, then maybe you would bring Devon a tasty item for dinner from Wawa.
I could do that.
But you already had a tasty item from Wawa this morning.
I had a sizzler, hit the spot.
So you already hit the tasty item this morning.
Yeah.
Before we get to this next thing, how can I not find an Uber in Ardmore on Lancaster Avenue at 4 p.m? Yes, I waited 28 minutes to find That's
bizarre.
And guess what? Today, no driver.
Oh, you couldn't get one yesterday either?
4 p.m.
When you said 4, I thought you meant this morning.
Oh, no, this morning, too. This morning, I started at 4 a.m. No driver available. No driver. I'm going, give me Uber X. Give me anything. No driver available. No driver available. You couldn't
get one at 4 p.m? That's
4
ridiculous.
And guess what? So another gentleman, I'm at the rental car place because I finally am purchasing a car today. And I dropped off the rental car yesterday. So I have broken up with my car rental place, but they're awesome right there on Lancaster Avenue Enterprise. And I sit in the thing and I'm going, it's 28 minutes.
Wow.
And
that's bizarre.
I honestly could have potentially walked in the 28 minutes. I didn't want to with 2 large iced teas from Dunkin' Donuts that I'd already got. If I hadn't gotten the Dunkin' Donuts, I would have just walked right down. So no Uber drivers. Is there is this?
That's bizarre. The 4 a.m, you can kind of understand.
Nobody goes to the airport? Nobody goes.
That's incredible
I know that now because I'm telling you this. When I would go, when vacation time comes, and if I got a flight, I would normally grab an Uber to the airport.
Right.
Now I know I can't trust it.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe there's just not as many drivers as normal times. I don't know.
Pat, how often do you Uber? Or do you use ride share?
I've probably done it maybe 5 times in my life.
So you don't do a lot. Bob hasn't done a lot either.
No, honestly,
I've done it
twice.
I do it a ton because my agent, God rest his soul, Norm Schrott, the radio rabbi, he would say, do not ever get behind the wheel, ever. If you have any reason to get... You don't want to. You don't need an accident, but you also don't need a scandal.
Yeah,
you don't need to be arrested.
Yeah, living in the city.
So you literally go and do. No, but I mean in Atlanta.
But I used to live in the city, so anytime I was having to sip alcohol, it was an Uber.
And it makes so much sense. But there's no drivers.
That's bizarre.
Where are the drivers?
Why, Jamie, weren't you a Foxhole guy? And this is one of the big problems with Jamie.
You're wrong. I reached out.
Can I finish? And send his personal driver to pick up John.
Like
you could have driven in, Jamie, yourself, but you didn't. You had to have.
That's a good point.
Jeeves drive you in.
I did reach out this morning, and when Jamie did he did see it, and he responded back, but Coach had already agreed to come over and get me.
So what's your address?
And that is Coach.
Say less.
Taking great care of me. Hey, in Cooney's Corner, you can't help how you feel.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
I swear to God, John, you ever wake up in the middle of the night or maybe before you go to bed?
Maybe when my wife was in bed with me.
And you...
another...
And you have a hankering for, I don't know, like a slice... No.
A slice? See, I've got a very taut, bulbous ass. Okay, go on.
I don't know, like a slice of pizza, or you can't get out of your mind.
Never.
I just want to grab something to eat, or just a bad thought comes into your head. And you're like, oh my God, stop thinking of it. Will you stop? Like you're internally fighting with yourself. I swear to God, that's where I am on this next point that I make to you. I don't do this to you lightly or anything, but I cannot get out of my head every time I think about this Phillies team that Zach Eflin's going to have a good year. I can't help how I feel. I don't know why. And look, I've been on that. I am so tired of the Eflin Velasquez train. I'm tired.
No, it's the Eflin train.
But I don't know why. I feel this guy's going to have a good year this year, and it pains me.
That's because you're getting contact highs from Mr. Zac Eflin fan club in the next room, who used to be Mr. Zac Efron fan club back in high school.
I don't doubt it.
Strange.
He's very talented.
He is very talented. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Zac Efron, being as my daughter grew up with High School Musical.
Right.
But I'm telling you, John, it comes into my head, and I think of you secondly, and I'm like, stop, just stop thinking it. But I can't help it. I don't know what it is. Every time I look up his numbers to try to convince myself otherwise, I think this is going to be, I hate to say breakout in his sixth season, but I think he's going to have a good year. I don't know why.
You know, it's funny. It's the two sides of the coin. Being a Philadelphian, being raised here, so that's my DNA as a sports fan.
Mm-hmm.
So my gut instinct is that, you hear how things are here. Then after 25 years in the South, everybody in Atlanta thinks that the safe is going to fall on them and that they're Wile E. Coyote. They go into every year thinking, oh my gosh, sky's falling. This isn't going to work out. It's going to get screwed. We suck. Something's going to happen. Up here, it's, everybody's going to be healthy this year. Yeah, this year we're going to be healthy. Oh, this year Zach Eflin's coming around. This year's It's like, and this place gets painted as being so negative. Philadelphia is overwhelmingly positive. I think naively positive on these things. Mr. Offensive Line's going to be healthy this year. Jamie Lynch, you have the floor.
Yeah, Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson are going to beast out this year. Don't you worry about that. Looking at his numbers last year, I see why Bob's encouraged. It was only a small sample size, but career best ERA, he had 4 wins.
What was that career best?
3.97. Hey, if he can get down to 3.7, 3.5 neighborhood.
3.5 neighborhood, sure.
Now you're cooking with some gas.
Huge jump from 3.9, from 4 to 3.5. Well, it's a huge jump.
He's 26 now. Mentally, he should be settled into it.
Do me a favor, pull up his starts for me. I know you got his numbers there in front of you. Pull up his starts for me.
I don't know why I have this feeling.
I want you to read off his innings pitched, each start. If you would do that, Jamie. Jamie's doing that. This is always good radio when you ask people to do this on the air.
Yeah.
His game logs. Oh, yeah.
I have it. Yeah.
Pat, give it to us, please.
We got August. His first game was 4 innings.
I don't need the date. I just need the
4 innings. That's 6, 4, 5.1, 7, which I think was a complete game. 6, 5, 4, 7, 8, 2 2/3.
2 2/3. That's good stuff right there.
End of the season, they were just throwing everybody out.
I mean, look, the guys. It's like
I have no proof on my side.
Yeah, like I'm kind of with Bob. I think
You
he's gonna
want it to happen.
I think he's gonna build off of last year, which was decent.
No, that's funny you say that.
Well, I don't think a 4 ERA is decent at all.
Under
Like,
4 for a starter?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think that's in the National League. I think it's even though last year you did have a DH.
Yeah,
so you got to take that into
yeah.
consideration.
Yeah.
I would say a decent year is 3.5.
3.5, yeah.
3.5.
I like that number, too.
Decent year. I'd be happy. If he goes 3.5 this year, by the way, that's incredibly decent. And I would be glad to applaud it and say, I doubted him. Ready to go.
He's improved every year.
From what? Give me the numbers that he's improved off of.
His first year was 5.5, then it went to 6.1, 4.3, 4.1, 3.97.
Okay.
So you hope that continues in that direction.
I think, guess what? If you told me this year he could be a 3.8. Sure.
I put a lot of stock in guys
3.5?
entering prime.
The guys in 3.5 are really good pitchers.
Yeah. And it's funny, you had a line, John, you said, like, you wanted to I really don't look at the locals that way. I think you know me a little bit.
And the thing is I do.
I don't look at it and say, I think this because I hope he does. I don't. And that's why this is baffling to me. I keep looking at it, and for some reason, my mind is telling me, no, he's going to have a good year.
Welcome.
Welcome.
The water's warm, Bobby.
Let's welcome you into the
Come
home.
on over, Bobby. I think that it's trending in the right direction, as Jamie pointed out, and I was going to, but he stole my thunder. That he's improved every year, minimally, but he's improved. I do wonder how this new pitching coach is going to work with him and maybe untap some potential that we haven't seen yet.
By the way, we need a thunder sound effect. Because now, by the way, I'm enough of a dork that I keep hearing that expression from callers.
I stole my thunder?
So we need a thunder sound effect. Because literally people are having their thunder stolen on this show.
And one of the best things about last year, he went from 7.1 strikeouts per 9, and he jumped all the way up to 10.7.
That...
Boom.
That's the number. It's funny, that's the number with Eflin that I go,
He's got stuff.
But he's not changing that. He had that 10.7?
10.7 last year, yeah.
With a 4 ERA.
Yeah.
Usually find the guys that have 10.7. Their ERA is probably closer to 3.2.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
So this is the year, John.
So, I mean, the meatball. A tasty meatball, as Anthony would say. There you go. That's it. When people steal their thunder.
I was going to say tasty meatball. But
that has to nail. Try to do a good little Anthony there.
I gave up trying.
All right.
Because you can bond over my meatballs.
All right. Coming up, Jamie Lynch will tell us about Chip Kelly's roster and what was left over. I'm anxious to see what his homework assignment was like. Plus, we've got Project 11 going on coming up at the top of the hour. Project 11, we will start to accept your Carson Wentz donations of your T-shirts, your jerseys, and things like that, so we can get them to the Salvation Army, so we can help and create some positivity on his exit. So that will be coming up. One Bala Plaza. Just put it into your GPS, and we will be out there from 7 a.m. till noon. It's the John Kincade Show, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, guys, you know what you need to do? You need to make your sports watching experience more exciting and bet all the action on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge Casino. FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Their app, it's so simple to use. They've got a great odds on unique bet types like same-game parlay and exclusive always-on promotions. And if you win, you get your winnings in as little as 24 hours. They have live betting and the best odds boosts and specials. And right now, you can place your first bet risk-free up to $1,000. All you have to do, place a bet on any game, and FanDuel will refund you up to $1,000 if you don't win your first bet. Just place any bet you want. If you win, you keep the cash. If you lose, you'll get your entire bet, up to $1,000, back in site credit. One of my favorite things to do now on FanDuel is to find a player, look at his totals of points, rebounds, and assists, look at the over-under, and bet that. I also like looking at futures bets for hockey. Who's going to win the Stanley Cup this year? So download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started and be sure to sign up with promo code Bob. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Bob. Must be 21 or older and present in New Jersey or Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only. Site credit is non-withdrawable and expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show. Wow, getting drunk in the morning on 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
This past year has challenged us, forced us to look at ourselves, our situation, our world, our beliefs, our country, our families. Some of us saw hope, while others were met with despair. In all adversity, there is opportunity. Opportunity to be better. The We Are Philly campaign is doing just that. Getting food into the hands of those who have felt the despair, whether they teach our children, work for the city, or just our neighbors in need. Go to wearephilly.net to donate and learn. For each We Are Philly t-shirt sold, $10 of the proceeds will be used to purchase a care package of food from Giordano Garden Groceries valued at $18 retail. These packages will be given to a Philadelphian in need. Yes, this past year has challenged us, forced us to look at who we are and what we stand for. But this city is strong, resilient, and passionate. When adversity forces us to ask ourselves who we are Philly. Donate to a friend, neighbor, and a Philadelphian now at wearephilly.net.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
Hey everybody, Anthony Gargano here to talk to you about the most convenient, affordable way to help with your cleanup. Yeah, the Bagster. I love this product, a 3 cubic yard dumpster in a bag. Sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, and local home improvement stores. And for only $29.99. Whatever your cleanup plans are, I'm telling you, the Bagster bag can take it on. Buy it, fill it, and it's gone. This is Anthony Gargano telling you to clean it up the Bagster. Dumpster in the back.
Progressive Motorcycle presents Road Wisdom from the Motor.
The road is everything you want it to be.
Everything.
As long as what you want is a road.
To ride your motorcycle on. Progressive Motorcycle also presents basic policy starting at $79 a year. Progressive Motorcycle, for those who were born to ride. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Annual premium for basic liability policy is not available in all states.
Okay, set it down over there and then go to Bay 5.
Indeed knows unexpected growth can stretch your business thin.
We need to keep going to finish.
Like Amir's warehouse. To expand capacity, he needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Why would I quit my 9 to 5 to start a 9 to who knows when gaming company? Or eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Oh, I gotta get that. How could my favorite tech be an app that helps run my business? No offense, smartphone. None taken. Or fill my garage with enough servers to power a small country? It's because I wanted to make it big in gaming. And QuickBooks suite of tools helped me get there.
Intuit QuickBooks helps small businesses be more successful. Learn more at QuickBooks.com.
Here's the good news. Even with high unemployment, there's still a need for hundreds of thousands of cybersecurity professionals in the U.S. right now. And My Computer Career is training people to help meet the demand. No IT experience? No problem. Take the free career evaluation today at mycomputercareer.edu. Start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. Grants covering up to 53% of the cost are available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
You run a business and you need better wireless. 3 words, no more compromise. With the T-Mobile Business Advantage, you get the largest 5G network, award-winning customer support, and insanely great value. No trade-offs. Right now, get up to 90 days of unlimited free on business plans when you switch via bill credits. Stop in to find out more. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Complete port within 60 days. Customers over 50 gigabytes per month have lower speeds during congestion. Video at 480p unlimited on our network. See T-Mobile.com for 5G devices coverage and plan details.
DSC. There are so many razors out there. How do you choose which one's right for you? Well, at Dollar Shave Club, we got you. With a 6-blade cartridge for daily shavers with short hair and a 4-blade cartridge for less frequent shavers with longer hair. Still confused? Well, we put both blades in one new starter box, so you can test drive both. Check out dollarshaveclub.com/ESPN, dollarshaveclub.com/ESPN, and visit DSC at your nearest store. You've got questions, we got answers. Welcome to the club.
Now at a store near you.
If I'm not commuting anymore, where do I really want to live?
While you handle life's questions,
Merrill Guided Investing helps you manage your portfolio and invest for your next move with the option to work with an advisor at a low cost and minimum. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/investing goals to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor, member SIPC. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Thank God this is radio, or you'd have to be looking at my face.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
.30 on a Friday morning on our Project 11 day here at One Bala Plaza out front. You can come on by and be a part of it. And by the way, at 10 o'clock, I believe Bob says it's happy hour. So it's, a little happy hour going to go on.
I'm a dumbass. I didn't bring a jacket today, so I'm going to be nips out in the parking lot having a beer.
My God, you're going to be poking people's eyes out.
It's supposed to be like 50 degrees.
Don't worry, I'll pop open the trunk and keep the heat on.
You want some good news?
Yeah, what do you got?
Just found out that a Foxhole teammate, Gina, will be bringing a cooler with beer. Gina coming up big with the Coors Light.
Good job, Gina. Coors Light, them and the Flyers. Getting the people the socks.
The winning combination right there,
Pretty
John.
awesome thing right there. By the way, I want to answer one of our fine viewers on YouTube.
Mopar?
JD. Hey,
say Mopar?
No, it's Rock. He wants to be called Rock.
Mopar wants to be Rock?
Yeah, he says he's changed his name.
Oh, okay.
And someone said to him, you can change your name on YouTube. You can, but Mopar hasn't figured out how to do it. No, this is JD Hampton. Heard the story that I said, and he goes, John must have a bad rating on Uber. Let me see.
What is your rating?
Okay, here, I can't make it any bigger. I want to show it to the I want to show I'm not giving anything away there, Mr. Hampton.
Just show it to me.
That is what is my rating there, Bob? You can't read that number?
483.
93.
493. You're right. My fault.
493.
Is that out of 5 or 10?
By the way, that is out of 5, and that is with over 200 ratings.
Oh my God.
Well, that's years and years of doing Uber.
That's awesome. No, I'm not down on you. That's awesome.
493, which, by the way, translates to, Mr. Hampton, I tip.
A plus. It translates to me. A plus.
It translates.
You're an A plus.
No, but it means
passenger.
No, but what it means is you tip. I really believe that means you tip.
I'm a 477. I haven't used Uber.
Wait, how many times though?
I don't know.
Okay, you're 477 then. You're a 477.
You're both very good.
Thing. That's not bad. Yeah.
No, it's not bad. But I feel inferior now.
And JD says,
not the first time.
JD tells me on Twitter, he goes, buy a blank already. JD, I'm not going to tell the name, but yes, JD, I'm buying one today.
An automobile?
I'm buying an automobile today. Yes, nice. So I will no longer have to do it. I returned the rental car yesterday, and I didn't figure that I was living in Mayberry RFD.
That's crazy. At 4 o'clock yesterday.
Well, I wouldn't be able to get an Uber at 4 p.m.
And
on Lancaster Avenue, across from, it's like right across from the Acme on Lancaster Avenue. I mean, just crazy. Coach asked if Enterprise drive you home. No, they'll come and pick you up if you're renting. But I was turning in the car.
I've had it where I turn in the car and they drive me home.
Well, you're Pat Egan.
Well, I mean,
Good point.
No, what I'm going to ask you is what was really a little disappointing is Kevin Hunt, who took care of Coach and took care of me. He wasn't even there to greet me.
I know his brother Mike.
Really disappointed in that. Project 11 collection starts in 27 minutes. Salvation Army will be getting a ton of Carson Wentz jerseys.
Can't wait.
Now, I had a person saying last night, he said, Wentz will never be out of our minds. He says, because he works at the convention center. And he says, and I promise you, I will be passing people in Carson Wentz jerseys for the next 3 or 4 years. And I said, well, then that would be a good thing.
Yes.
That would be a good thing. And if it keeps people warm and it does something for people, that's absolutely awesome. And we look forward to seeing you out there today. One Bala Plaza, just put it into your GPS and you can come out and find us. I understand 6 ABC's coming over. I understand Jen Fred's. Is Jen Fred sending someone over too?
I think so. She and I went back and forth yesterday a little bit.
Come on, Jen.
So we'll see. She's out skiing this morning.
Oh, is she really?
That's what she said. Yeah, she had to get her ski on this morning.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I guess I'll wait till next year. Because
I didn't get it. I haven't gotten out in a while.
I haven't gotten it. Well, I love to ski.
Do you?
Love it.
I haven't skied in years.
Absolutely love it. I haven't skied in 4+ years. But I love to ski.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. It's a lot of fun.
Egan's probably a good skier.
Egan, you a good skier?
I'm not bad because
you're close to the ground.
Yeah.
So it's easier.
So the falls don't hurt as badly.
Right.
And,
but no, he's a real good ice skater. Doesn't that translate, John? Ice skating to
I think it does.
Snow
Absolutely.
Skiing? Okay.
I think it. Well, I think it's balance.
Yeah. So
it's just balance. And the thing is, though, is that one of the things that your whole deal is when you're teaching someone to ski, the first thing I would do is bunny slopes and teach them to fall. Teach them to fall.
Sure.
Here's how you fall.
Yeah.
Here's how you fall. Throw your body to the side a little bit.
Pizza slice, French fries.
Yeah,
Pizza slice, French fries.
You got to do the. Is that what you say? Is the they call it the potato patch at some places, and they call it the bunny slopes. On others.
Bunny slope is.
And let me just tell you this: if you've ever been to Park City's a great place to go skiing.
I didn't ski, but
it's a great place to go skiing. They literally, the guys in Park City that teach skiing and the ladies there hasn't been a reality show yet made of the ski instructors in Park City. Every one of them out of Central Casting.
Really?
Great looking girls, great looking guys.
Yeah.
I mean, great looking. Like I think they say like the ugly kid applies and they go, you can go work behind the scenes. Every one of the instructors looks like they have, whether it's male or female, looks like they've come out of Central Casting.
I bet they party.
Oh, that's what I say.
Probably a pretty horny group. Yeah.
Why wouldn't there be a reality show of that?
Should be.
I would watch that.
Instead of stupid people.
Utah gets a bad rap as far as partying goes, too. Like, it's not a bad... Salt Lake City, I had fun in all the time.
I used to have the license. Because I would do business in Salt Lake.
Oh, really?
And I'd had that license back in the 90s. I'd have a license to drink.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
You used to have a card that you had to have in order to be able to be an outsider and get alcohol.
Wow.
And you would go, to literally go to a restaurant.
Changed a lot,
go to a hotel. You had to have a card.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, I've heard that they're very strict, too, in cutting people off. Like, you'll have 2 drinks, and they'll say, all right, you've had enough.
Sorry, Mr. Romney, you can't have that third. They'll tell him at that point. In the linchpin, Jamie Lynch had a homework assignment. Let's get to it.
This is the linchpin.
Yeah, the other day I said, look, the Eagles have been in this restructure, rebuild, retool, whatever the hell you want to call it, before, not that long ago. 2015, the last year of Chip Kelly. They're in a similar position now. So the homework assignment was, how does their youth core stack up against each other?
To what Doug inherited,
yes,
compared to what Sirianni is inheriting.
So I took the 5 guys. My guidelines were under the age of 28. That's what I shot for.
Yeah, sure.
So Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks, they're 30. They don't qualify. So in 2015, your 5 pieces were Lane Johnson, who was 25 years old. Jason Kelsey was 28 years old. Fletcher Cox was 25. Brandon Graham, 27, and Malcolm Jenkins, 28.
Okay, that's a spectacular core.
That is a very good core.
Really good.
This core is not as good.
Okay, tell me the 5 here. Tell me the 5
But the spin zone I will put on it, they're all much younger. So there's hope maybe these guys can all improve a good amount. Derek Barnett, 24.
Derek Barnett's not an answer to anything. And guess what?
That's all they got.
If Derek Barnett is an answer... I want to hear what your freaking question is.
He's solid.
Oh my gosh, I don't get that at all.
He's better than people give him credit for.
I think he's a light bulb that goes flickers on and off. Don't like it.
Dallas Goedert's 26.
I'll take Dallas Goedert as a piece.
Yeah.
Jordan Mailata is still only 23 years old.
I got it, but no, you can't. He's not.
I know, but
that's the best part about him right now.
Yes.
Is that he's 23.
You forget.
Okay.
It feels like he's been in the NFL 10 years already.
It really does.
And again, I'm not writing him off.
Me neither, but the best...
He's not an answer.
Miles Sanders is 23.
I'll take Miles Sanders as the correct answer.
And Josh Sweat is 23.
I like Josh Sweat.
I like Josh Sweat, too.
So you have potential. You don't have established core like you did in 2015.
I'll tell you this. Doug Peterson walked into some real building blocks.
Yes.
He walked into some pieces that were solid there when you compare the two.
Yeah, they're not even comparable.
Nick Sirianni's in trouble.
You said Derek Barnett. That was the first name you mentioned, right?
Yes.
They didn't even pick up his option.
And I mean,
well, it's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
I know that, but it tells you a lot. Usually, if a player is truly a building block, the team's pretty quick to pick up the
they're in
fifth-year
cap
option.
hell, so they got to figure it out.
That's the bottom line.
Did they not pick it up because they're in cap hell?
Yes.
Because that's never stopped Howie before.
No, it's because of cap hell.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It
It
is because of cap hell.
Hey, sometimes you're wrong.
They have to decide.
I've heard on the open market people say he can get 14, 15 million.
That amazes me.
I swear I do not know what people are watching.
The comp I've heard is like a Dante Fowler. Like a guy, you're kind of a high capital draft pick that's shown flashes.
I'll always love him for falling on that football. Picking it up and falling on that football. But Derek Barnett, to me, has been a disappointment.
Your light bulb analogy is spot on, I
because
think.
guess what? There's Sunday afternoons where I go, there he is.
Yeah.
Damn, he's shown up today.
Yeah.
And there's other Sundays where I never hear his name.
Still only 24.
Again, though, I should hear his name by now. It's too inconsistent.
I hear you.
Too inconsistent.
This is their youth core right now. It's not great.
I'm doing a Jamie.
Yeah, the fact I had to put Mailata in there, and I like Mailata a little bit.
I don't have any again.
But if he's one of your 5 cornerstone youth building blocks, we'll see.
And
Good luck.
Tell me again how they're going to win 6.
Oh, I think they can win 6 still because they got Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson and Fletcher Cox and Darius Slay. They still have they're just older players.
There you go.
I love that we're. People come at me about them winning 6 games. This could really be a season from now.
Well,
hey, you're not alone, Anthony.
It would be the first team in the history of the NFL and salary cap era to take a hit like that the Eagles are doing.
Yeah.
Every one of them, the best they've ever done is match last year's win total.
Anthony told me 2 wins. Told me I'm an idiot.
Guess what? They'll
be better than 2.
The best they've ever done is match the previous year's win total.
Right.
No one's improved.
This will be the first then.
What was that?
That's what happens when Jamie says that they're going to improve and Cuz hears it.
Oh, man. Cuz is like, the Cuz sounds are great.
He's not up yet, is he? No. Okay.
Here's what I need. Is there anybody who is a technical wizard? I would
text message.
Could someone make a Cuz CNC?
Oh, I made a soundboard for the station website back in the day where you could download.
But a Cuz
drops.
CNC.
Oh.
Like we're little kids, turn into the cow.
This is the sound of Anthony on Doug Peterson.
Exactly. Exactly. It's unbelievable.
That's pretty good. We should do that.
A Cuz CNC would sell.
We can get that in the Fanatic shop.
We could sell. Guess what? That would sell.
Big time.
That would sell so much. Do you know that Cinch Propane Home Delivery brings propane right to your doorstep? Just visit cinch.com, pick a delivery date that's convenient for you, and they will handle the rest. I've never. I was studying a little bit about propane. It's weird. Cinch is being a part of the show this week. I was studying a little bit
about propane.
Yeah, because I will have propane in the new home. Propane in the new home. So I did not know about propane. I did not know anything about that. So it's an interesting thing to do. So
it's a gas.
Very good, Bob.
That's pretty much all I know.
Very good, Bob.
I hook it up to the grill, and we're ready to rock and roll.
So I was back at the alma mater yesterday at Cardinal O'Hara, speaking to the journalism students.
How'd that go?
It was very, very good. And the kids are smart. The kids are smart. Like I think kids are smarter today.
Well, there's more information at their fingertips.
No, but they're more prepared when I've been talking to high school kids for 25 years. And every 4 or 5 years, if I take it in increments, they get smarter. The questions they ask, the things that the questions they have, the stuff they're interested in. And what shocks me is the amount of them that they want to be, all of them that want to be entrepreneurs. Yeah. I love that. I absolutely love that. When a kid says, what did kids in our era, Bob, kids wanted to work for they wanted to go work for a great company.
Yeah. Yeah, the RCAs and all that stuff.
For IBM, AT&T.
You work for
whatever.
me, bitch.
And they wanted to, T-Mobile would be my choice, but they want to work for a great company. And they'd want to work for a company. They start a career with them and then go up the ladder. And now these kids, they want to be entrepreneurs.
Is this a Shark Tank effect, or you think it's just people realizing they think it's possible?
I think they believe it.
Yeah.
Like, I think they believe it, that people are, that they can do it. They believe they can be entrepreneurs.
Two things about kids and talking to them, like similar to you, is one, their comfort with adults has gone through the roof since I remember first talking to kids and when we were kids.
But why is that?
I don't know. Like, we had that respect when we were kids. I'm not saying like my kids' friends don't have respect for us, but they feel so at ease around us all the time. And I find it both a good thing and sometimes like a little bit of a concerning thing. But when I've spoken, like I spoke at Rowan last year.
Okay.
And I'm not kidding you, for an hour and 20 minutes after the class, kids were coming up just to talk one-on-one.
Which is awesome.
Which is great. And I don't think we would have seen that back in the day, John, like maybe 20 years ago, because kids and adults, they just didn't mix. And now they do.
Have you been back to your high school?
Yeah, I went back.
Walked the halls of your high school?
Not since yesterday.
Two
Not
years
since
ago?
Yesterday, right.
Yeah, I went back 2 years ago for an alumni, meet some seniors, talk about, their plans and all of that.
I couldn't believe, too, like I'm walking the hallways and they took out, in parts of the building, they took out the lockers.
Huh.
Because we had 4 times as many kids in that building as they have today.
Yeah, I know. That's
4 times.
That's
so for
tough.
every one kid. And I told them, they're all like, oh, we only have, they're like, I said, how much time do you have to get between classes? How much time do you think high school kids have to get behind class? So this is O'Hara.
10 minutes?
I would say 4.
10 minutes? I couldn't believe it. They're 8.
Do they really?
Yes. They took about 8
Wow.
minutes to get between classes. We had 4.
Oh,
We had
it's
4.
story time.
We had 4. Yes. We had 4.
Yeah, right?
Why would you need 8 minutes and they have 4 times less kids in the hallways?
Huh.
I mean, that flow has to change.
Yeah, you had time to like get to your locker, switch out the books, watch the, couple make out or whatever grossly over at their locker, and then get to your class.
So
Like it was at my school.
When I started at Doherty, it was 3.
There you go.
And then it switched to 6, but their whole thing was you basically can't go to the bathroom.
So what did you
So
do?
the extra 3 minutes was supposed to be... No, the extra 3 minutes was supposed to be you go to the bathroom during that extra 3 minutes, but when you're in class, you can't go to the bathroom.
Oh, my gosh.
So yeah, just pee your pants.
John in Churchville joins us. John, how are you?
Good, John. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I've called once before when the first day, the first week, just because I always loved you. But it's a year ago next week when I called Jamie and Bobby because I just loved their 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. show. I told them it was the best show on radio, and and now with you, it's like you guys should win an Emmy or whatever you award. You just got it going on, and I listen to you every day because I'm lucky enough to be in my car every day, at least till noon, for my job. So great job, love yous. The other thing is that Project 11. Of course, you guys come up with great stuff like that because it's just John, you got a big heart. I'm a faithful guy like you are,
right?
And it's a good thing. But I'm keeping my jersey because I love Carson too. Speaking of faithful guys, I just will never give up on that. He got us to where we needed to be with home field advantage.
But you're going to wear the jersey?
Well, I wear it because I'm out every day on a construction. I'm a project manager, so I wear layers and layers. So in the winter, at least, and fall through spring, really, I wear layers and layers. So once a week, I wear it as my undershirt. It's not a jersey. It's a T-shirt.
But you can attest, though, that these will keep people warm.
Yes, the
They
real
do.
jerseys will.
There you go. All right, John, we love you, man. Thank you, buddy. I need
Thanks,
a little
John.
thing. And so great opportunity today from 7 to noon, 7 a.m. to noon, one Bala Plaza. Put it into your GPS and come on by and make it. You donate your Carson Wentz gear as Project 11 winds down today. Okay, what's this about a 5 to 6 a.m. show?
Oh, we used to do one.
5 to 6 a.m.?
Jamie and I did a lead into the morning show, 5 to 6 a.m. Yep,
Okay.
Bob and Jamie.
So Egan didn't show
Jamie
up,
and Bob.
obviously.
No, we didn't invite him.
So Egan because it would have been like that would have been the 5:15 to
Yeah.
6 o'clock show.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
If that had been the case.
Who produced it?
Who did produce it?
Sam.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't understand. So you did a 5 to 6 a.m. show.
Yeah, we did a 5 to 6 a.m. lead-in show.
It was
like
called The Fanatic at 5?
Yep.
It was like two idiots. Just
Really, The Fanatic at 5?
Yeah, it was fun.
So what time would you get out of bed for the show?
What
was your pre-show meeting then? 4?
No, pre-show meeting was like
on air. At 5.
What was the
basically. Trust me, we did not do the show before the show.
We were getting in probably 4:30.
Yeah, we got in at like 4:30.
By the way, that went down yesterday. The commission is the commission sign is completed.
Yeah, you showed me. That's
So it
nice.
is, don't do the show before the show. Is the sign is being crafted right now by a master craftsman who is completing the sign for like $29 on Etsy.
Etsy's good stuff. You can find you can find a lot of cool, unique.
Olivia says Etsy. That's the way to go.
It's good.
It's gotta be, Dad.
What's that? Everything?
It's a marketplace for basically crafty entrepreneurs.
Oh, really?
Dad,
Okay.
Dad, just Etsy. Dad, seriously.
Yeah.
Dad.
My wife got me a belt that still hasn't arrived for Christmas from Etsy, like designed and personalized.
Does it have extra links?
A designed belt.
Well, no, it's like a woven one that somebody made.
And
it's
your
got
initials on it?
No, it's got like my college, my high school, a microphone, a Grateful Dead bear.
That's cool.
Like things that are unique to me.
Yes, these are very unique items, Jamie.
Yeah.
Let's get
Still hasn't arrived. I can't wait for it.
Jamie and his belt.
Well, when it's coming from Venice, Italy, it takes some time.
And this is a
hand-woven.
This is a masterclass.
Damn right it is.
Giovanni actually makes the leather himself.
Yeah.
Well, you don't make
Retrieve
leather.
Master Jamie's belt, please.
Yes. Make sure it's the belt that has the salute to weed on it. Oh, that was Grateful Dead. It's still the salute to weed. We're going to have that.
Yeah, it's from Etsy, though.
Very good.
It's good stuff.
By the way, the weed shop, nobody was standing in line at the weed shop this morning as I left waiting for my Uber. I was glad for that. I have seen it.
They're open that
Is
early?
it open 24 hours?
No. But I've seen
But they
I've seen the line start early.
Wow.
Oh, Saturday morning? You would think they were giving the weed away. There'll be people lining up early. Like they got a jockey for position to get in there.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't get my favorite kind.
Strand. The Kincade Kush.
The Kincade Kush. Someone said yesterday, Kincade with aid. Like, some play off of that. Might be able to do that. So, lots of stuff coming up. Flyers Sabres tomorrow at 1.
Love it.
Sixers Cavs tomorrow at 7. Doubleheader Saturday. So they're both of those at home tomorrow. They used to do those a lot.
Yeah.
Where they'd have the early flyer. Used to be early flyer, late Sixer.
Yeah, there's been plenty of times when I was covering that I would go in while the Flyers fans were coming out.
And then there'd be sweaty floors.
Yeah,
there'd be sweaty floors back then. I think they probably corrected that.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, Sixers had to cancel a game, 3 years ago at home because they had a sweaty floor.
Because of the sweaty floor?
Yeah.
You don't want the sweaty floor. It's not good.
No, that's not
All right.
good.
Well, Project 11 starts in 8 minutes out in front of One Bala Plaza. Now, the question is, are the Eagles looking to move up? A prominent NFL insider says maybe. John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
The John Kincade Show.
You're a middle-aged man. You can't be a DJ.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Hey, everybody, it's John Kincade. I've been using my T-Mobile device so often now to get all around the Philadelphia area. I'm constantly using my navigation apps. I love the sports wagering right on my phone. I love to be able to stay in constant contact with my family. Every single day, I send my wife and my daughter a video before the day starts. So what do I need? I need a phone that keeps me connected. I need a phone that has great connectivity, meaning I've got the best network, and I've got it. When T-Mobile and Sprint merged, it was over. The best coverage in the area. With more miles of expanded LTE coverage, more towers, more engineers, better than ever. T-Mobile has got deals for you, too. This week, I switched from a 12 iPhone from a 10, and I went into a T-Mobile store, and I got some of the best customer service I've ever received. You need to become a T-Mobile customer, just like me. How do you do it? Well, visit T-Mobile.com to learn more today, and then you want to check out a T-Mobile store right in your neighborhood. And I promise you this, you're going to love T-Mobile. Remember, the coverage is not available in some areas.
This is Pat Egan from the John Kincade Show. Now, mornings can be tough. Sometimes I need a pick-me-up, so I'll grab a coffee. But for some guys out there, the place they need a pick-me-up is in the bedroom. Picture it. Your partner is watching Bridgerton, and they give you that look. You know that look. but you're struggling to match their energy. That's where my friends at BlueChew.com come in. BlueChew.com has the first ever chewable that brings your performance in the bedroom to an MVP level. It's got the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but here's the big difference. There's no awkward conversation with a doctor or a pharmacist, because when you head on over to BlueChew.com, they have a free online consultation with a licensed medical professional to get you set up quickly. Then it's delivered right to your door in a discreet package. And BlueChew.com is so confident that you're going to love their chewable that if you head on over to BlueChew.com and use the promo code 975, you'll get your first shipment free. All you have to do is pay the $5 shipping. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to BlueChew.com and don't forget, when you do, use the promo code 975.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam, ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Recovery starts with a call. Pennsylvania's Substance Use Disorder Hotline is staffed by real people who are trained to help. They're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They'll get you or your loved one into treatment regardless of your access to insurance. If you or someone you know is suffering from addiction, call 1-800-662-HELP. Recovery starts with a call.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Sure, we can help you knock that oil change right off your list. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Castrol Edge full synthetic motor oil and an STP extended life oil filter for just $29.99, plus a $10 bonus reward if you're an AutoZone Rewards member. Not a member? We can sign you up fast, right here in store or on AutoZone.com. Getting the job done just got easier. Terms at AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
It's time for some straight talk. Your tax return could look different this year, but you're still going to hear a lot of noise about how to spend it. So when the big carriers tell you to splurge on the latest nonsense, just tune it out. With Straight Talk, you can get a Samsung Galaxy A51 for just $199. Plus, get the $45 unlimited talk, text, and data plan with no contract on America's best networks for up to 50% less. Tune out the nonsense and tune in to Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Hey, it's your home, and I need to ask you a few favors. In the kitchen, there's a spider stuck between the window and the screen, and I know it's dead, and technically it's outside, but it's still freaking me out. Can you flick it out or something? Also, just to save some money, and it's super easy, could you bundle your home and car insurance with Geico? Last thing, could you take the holiday decorations down? Yeah, I'm one of those.
Geico. For bundling made easy, go to geico.com today.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Buonasera.
Buonasera. How can I make the most of waiting for my next big vacation?
Translate your questions into goals by investing with Merrill Edge Self-Directed. It's more accessible than you think, with helpful planning tools plus free online stock and ETF trades, so you can keep practicing your pronunciation. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/withinreach to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated. Registered broker-dealer, member SIPC. Other fees may apply. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
What do you get when you talk to a Dell Technologies advisor? You get someone who understands there's an art to listening, who's able to hear more than what's being said, and can provide tailored small business solutions that make you feel truly heard. For advice on everything from laptops to the cloud and solutions powered by Intel vPro platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL to talk to an advisor today who's ready to help with all your small business needs. 877-ASK-DELL.
Sometimes in business, the unexpected comes calling. But even in, I'm going to say it, unprecedented times, don't bounce back. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Bounce forward fast with internet speeds up to a gig, with the flexibility to update your bandwidth in just a few clicks, and with security solutions that help keep your connected devices protected. Be fast, be flexible, be ready for what's next. And bounce forward. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com to learn more.
Vehicle prices plus tax and tag. 0 down to well-qualified buyers through dealer's primary lending source.
Holy jeep!
Roses are red, violets are blue. Why buy a used car when you can buy new? It's a fantastic February at world-famous Gary Barbera's on the Boulevard. 1,000 vehicles, one location. Just $199 down, or only $199 a month. Gary Barbera discounts Jeeps cheap. Plus, qualified buyers get the lowdown on the no-down. Is Barbera's on the Boulevard the best? Boy, I guess.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
No mindless poll questions, no survey radio. It's called show prep
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
And you worked hard all week. Now it's time to just party. 7 a.m. hour of the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Come on by One Bala Plaza, where we will have our Project 11 winding down today. Your opportunity to donate your Carson Wentz gear out in front of One Bala Plaza. So come on by and see us. We will be actually out there after our show, too. So you can come on by and see us. We will be there from 7 a.m. till noon today. It's your opportunity to take part in Project 11. We really appreciate everybody so far and their donations and otherwise. Let's send Carson Wentz out the door with a little bit of positivity, with fair criticism, but also a little bit of positivity. 7 a.m. hour is brought to you by my sportsbook app of choice, the Parx Casino Sportsbook app. Download at parxcasino.com/PA and use promo code Fanatic. And Bob, another loser last night from me on the parlay.
Oh, no.
Well, wait a minute, though. There is a silver lining. Parx Casino Sportsbook app, as long as one leg of my parlay came out, I got a free $50 bet coming to me.
All right.
So
good.
I did it because of the promotion. So, and where did I hit? Got the Sixers. It was an easy one. Laying the points. And then lost on the over-under. Because Luka Doncic was a little bit of a Bichon last night.
Yeah, Ben Simmons had a lot to do with that, right?
I tell you, Luka has a little bit of that hate the face to him.
He made a layup or he made a shot last night. He got fouled and he kept smiling and laughing going to the line.
He's got a little hate the face.
I was waiting for Ben Simmons to kind of just walk past and give him a little shimmy shoulder like, okay,
Seriously.
you're laughing?
Yeah, he's really.
Look what I've done to you tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just something about him. Something about him. All right, the first jerseys have arrived. People are stopping on by. So come on by and see it. Come on by and see the crew. And we appreciate everybody for being a part of Project 11, too. As we start this hour, the buzz around the Atlanta Falcons, who are in the 4 spot, is that now they're strong, that they're looking to trade out of the 4 spot. In fact, Steve Weish from NFL Network, guy I've known for, 25 years, has the Falcons on lockdown. When Steve Weish says something about the Falcons, perk up. Even though he's a national guy, perk up because he's got great ears in the building. And it looks like the Falcons want to move out of the 4 spot. So this should interest the Bengals at 5 and the Philadelphia Eagles at 6. Because the Falcons say they would like to move back, stock the shelves, get extra draft picks. According in league circles, that's what they're looking to do. Because I don't believe they're looking to do anything to draft Matt Ryan's replacement this year. So I'd have to believe that getting to 4 is going to interest a lot of other clubs, but obviously Cincinnati and the Eagles at 5 and 6 would have the best opportunity to do so. If you go by Jimmy Johnson's upgraded draft chart, giving up this year's second-round pick should more than do it. That would do it. If you want to right now go from 6 to 4, my guess is give up the 37th pick, give up the 6th pick, and hold the 4 pick. So is having more control, meaning less margin of Howie error, and having that 4th pick worth giving up the 37th pick in the draft? If they did it, I believe they're definitely going quarterback shopping. So that concerns me a little bit because I don't want them to go quarterback shopping. But if the Falcons truly are looking to acquire more draft capital, is it too early to make this move up the board and to just say, hey, we'll give you our second-round pick right now. You only have to move back 2 spots. And they pick up a 37th pick in the draft. That's where we begin the 7 o'clock hour with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and the coach, Eric Camille, on Project 11 Day here on the John Kincade Show. It is our show wrapping up our second month here on The Fanatic, which is fun. Jamie, second-round pick. I use the Jimmy Johnson, by the way, draft chart.
Yeah.
Do you use that
I've
chart?
looked at that.
I
yeah.
love Jimmy's.
Yeah.
I love Jimmy's very much.
Still used to this day, I believe.
And teams have modified it, tweaked it a little bit.
But more or less, the bones are there.
Going from 6 to 4, actually the Eagles' second-round pick is actually a little more.
Yeah.
Okay? I think that would get the deal. I think that could get the deal done today.
Oh, I think it would get it done.
If you said today they wanted to make the deal.
The question is, who are you getting?
Okay, here, what I'm trying to look at is
Jamar Chase worth moving up for?
I think he is. I think he is.
Do you have to move up for him?
Well, you might have to.
Miami is not taking Jamar Chase.
You don't think?
No.
Louis Riddick thinks he is. They are.
See, I don't believe that.
Cincinnati's going offense.
Yes, if they were smart, they would
I
either
think
get.
Cincinnati's going offensive line.
Yes, they should get Sewell or
I think
Slater.
they're taking a lineman. So, but I'm wondering.
Do you trade up for anybody that's not a quarterback?
I absolutely tell you, I think Jamar Chase will have a career like Julio Jones.
I do too. Is that worth giving up a second-round pick when you have so many holes in your team?
Yes. I mean, to me it is. And I'm very much not the guy that says trade draft picks. But if I said to you right now that, let's just say Jamar Chase is going to be 90% of Julio Jones's career.
Then I guess you make that deal, right?
Yes. I would.
Yeah.
I would.
I mean, you're talking a Hall of Famer.
I don't believe Miami's taking I do not believe Miami's taking a wide receiver. That is taking Jamar Chase. But that, again, they very well could be. But there's talk, too, around the Miami Dolphins that they may be looking to move back.
Huh. I don't know if any of these quarterbacks, because to me, that's Jamar Chase. Everybody knows how much I love Jamar Chase.
So do I. I mean, I love Jamar Chase.
I don't know if they're in a he's the best wide receiver by head and shoulders.
Every time he has dandruff, I didn't realize that. I got to tell you this: when I hear people gush so much about Justin Jefferson, and Justin Jefferson had a spectacular year.
Yeah,
but when I hear people rant, and last year going up to draft time and listening to this station and other stations in this market on the app, I could tell a lot of people haven't watched college football much. Because people were like, Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson was a afterthought compared to Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
On the same field, he was an afterthought.
Yeah. He's ridiculous.
Jamar Chase is crazy.
Yes, I'm torn whether going and giving up high capital like that for a wide receiver is ultimately worth it, though, as much as I love him.
Here's what I'm looking at. And, Egan, I'm going to buy a jersey. Now, my Carson Wentz jersey is part of the donation today.
Mine as well.
So I have and Olivia, she doesn't have hers now. And Zach Ertz is going to be out of town. That would have been a great option for me. It's not going to be there. So I'm looking for that. Whoever's jersey I'm going to be getting, I would like it to be a really, really, I want it to be a sexy pick.
I feel like you'd look good in a Lovato jersey.
Demi?
Sure. I agree with you. They need so much that, I mean, the skill player is the sexy pick, and while I'm with you guys, I want Jamar Chase as much as the next guy. I don't like the idea of giving up draft capital just to get the sexy pick because they have so many holes.
Yeah, it's tough.
And they're still in a good spot at 6.
Okay, so Egan, if you have that opinion, all right, so if you have that opinion, that would appear to where the Atlanta Falcons are with their new general manager, and they want to move from 4 and move back and pick up draft picks and get more draft capital. So why wouldn't the Eagles then at 6 think the same thing?
They should be. They should be either thinking about moving back if they don't like what's there. I think you either stay pat at 6 or you move back. You don't move up.
I think if Jamar's there at 6, they take him. If not, I think they're more likely to trade back than trade up.
Yeah, what he said.
Here's what scares me a little bit. You have Tua at 3, who played with Devontae Smith in college.
Correct.
You have Burrow at 5, who played with Jamar Chase in college. Two young quarterbacks.
Scares you.
Do you surround them with familiarity, and not just familiarity, really good players?
I mean, amazing. I can tell because Jamar Chase people are. I can just tell listening to sports radio in this town. There's a lot of people that don't watch college football. They have no idea about Jamar Chase.
Oh, yeah.
They have no idea. I'm not doing it. They don't realize Jamar Chase is not. It's not just drafting a wide receiver.
He's a game changer.
He is a game-changing player.
Yeah.
And in a league where most teams are passing, 37 times a game?
A minimum.
Yeah, I wonder if
40.
Yeah,
it changes,
around there.
It changes the rules, in my opinion, about what you do come draft.
He immediately, we did the top 5 players under the age of 28 earlier, your core youth.
Yes.
He's immediately probably your number 1.
He's the best player on your roster.
Yeah.
The day he's drafted. And remember, when you're drafting somebody, if you're going to use that draft pick right there, you're using that. And that person is the person you draft going to be the best player on your roster? Jamar Chase would be hands down best player on the roster.
On offense, at least.
He's a freak. No,
I mean, Fletcher Cox is a Hall of Fame bound.
He is, but Fletcher Cox, it would be the day. I believe Fletcher's best. I don't think we're going to see his best days ahead of him.
No, but I haven't seen a drop off yet.
But
he's steady.
So if Eagles are looking wide receiver, how much of a drop off is it if
a lot?
If Jamar Chase goes and then you get Devontae Smith? So
I don't want Devontae Smith under any circumstance.
His hands are amazing.
How about that? I didn't know that.
But guys of his size and weight.
Yeah, you and I talked about this before.
The outlier is Deshaun Jackson. It's rare that a guy that weight has a.
And I don't want Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't want that player. I've seen the Deshaun Jackson thing. And yes, you can have some years where that person stays healthy.
Sure.
And they have amazing years.
Uh-huh.
I do not want Devontae Smith for a career.
He is slight. God, he's
slight.
slight. He's dynamic, but he is
his
slight.
hands are amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But he's going to get the crap beaten out of him.
Yeah.
If we hear Eagles made a trade, they moved up to 4, as you're talking about, John. What do you of everything we just talked about? Because I don't have a set answer in my head. What are they moving up for? Is it
quarterback?
Yeah. See, we didn't even talk about that.
That's what they would do if they're moving up,
unless they think Jamar Chase is that great and they want to get him.
But again, that goes back to the argument: do you need that wide receiver to win in the NFL?
That's the thing. This is where this is at. 610-632-0975. I know a lot of you are passionate about. Where you do, what you do not trade up for, what you don't do.
I think they're in such a good spot because if Jamar Chase ends up dropping to them at 6, you obviously take him. You don't take a quarterback because your team's going to be bad enough where Jamar Chase is going to help you, but he's not going to help you enough to win so much that you'll be out of a quarterback talk the next year in the draft. Because, I mean, that's based on my feelings about Jalen Hurts. He could end up being the guy, but right now, from what I've seen, they're going to end up picking high in the draft anyway, so get the next guy a weapon in Jamar Chase.
This update brought to you by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. You can download it at parkscasino.com/PA. Use the promo code FANATIC, and you can be getting a risk-free bet up to $500, which is great. Get on in with us, though, if you want to line up a few phone calls at 610-632-0975. In the linchpin, Jamie Lynch is impassionately calling out me.
This is the Linchpin.
Welcome to the party. John, what's the matter with you? Let Bryce be Bryce.
Oh, geez.
Yesterday in his media session, I think he was listening to the show yesterday.
There's no question.
Yeah, he's coming at your neck, John.
There's no question he was getting feedback.
He's coming at your neck.
And I love it.
Yeah.
That's what I love it.
So he met with the media yesterday.
I love you, baby. Love you.
Yeah, and he said basically, I love it here in Philadelphia. They let me be me. They've never told me to dial it back. Cut it out, whatever. He enjoys the way they handle him here, and when you have the key,
catering to him.
Yeah, when you have the keys to Citizens Bank Park, and you're basically the CEO, president, star, and all of it.
You tell the general manager who to go get.
Hell yeah,
all those kind of things. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
right, let's go Phillies.
That's great. But Bryce,
how's that working for them? By the way, in the 2 years,
it's not his fault.
He evaluated the team owner yesterday. Oh, I sat back and I said, John's doing a good job here.
Seriously.
That surprised me a little bit.
Let Bryce be Bryce.
By the way, my phone was blowing up. And people going, interesting that the Winds have, you can stuff get. I'm not arrogant enough to think that they're listening to that they'd respond like that.
Yeah, no.
But I think, I do believe, though, somebody was listening and it got to him.
Bryce is happy, John.
Bro.
I'm not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt if Bryce has got the 97.5 The Fanatic app downloaded. Wouldn't mind it.
Yeah,
hit us up anytime, Brycey.
Yeah. I think we got to get him out a Schmedium shirt. It says 97.5 The Fanatic.
Take
a little BP in it.
I'll tell you this. All I would say to you is this. It doesn't change my opinion in the least. I'm so happy the Phillies got Bryce Harper. I said it on the record at the time, and people can go to my social media and prove it. I wanted Manny Machado. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Though I thought either one of them. I said,
both are great.
Both are great. It's like you have two spectacular. Do you want the ribeye or do you want the filet?
Yeah.
And I decided that I wanted Manny Machado.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they have Bryce Harper. All I just say is this: is that I hope, Bryce, that you are as outspoken and as hold people accountable as you are with Matt Klentak. I hope you are with your own clubhouse. Because we're expecting big things this year. I'm working with a bunch of people at this radio station who are expecting big improvement. So I expect you to be just as holding people accountable as you trash a man as he got demoted within your organization.
It really upsets you.
Yeah, it does. I think, guess what? Because I think it was, and I do believe, and someone yesterday who covers baseball said to me, they believe it was a bad moment on his part. Bob, that was your theory, is that he just got talking and it came out.
Yeah.
But
I don't think he came in with the intention of saying, I got to down Klentak.
And so I would like to make that clear that someone who knows a lot more about baseball than I do said to me yesterday, he thought it was an extremely bad moment and said it's very un-Harper-like.
Yeah.
That he just maybe got running his mouth and he's not thinking about it. So guess what? I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt on that.
We've kind of seen this before with him at times where he doesn't realize maybe what he's saying. So, for example, when he said last year on a Twitch stream that Spencer Howard has to be up by this date or we riot, basically.
That was awesome.
And it was. I loved it. I don't have a problem with the Klentak stuff.
And now we take the riot threat seriously.
But you're looking at it, you're like, did you want that to go out publicly? Did you know what you were saying?
No.
But I like it though because we at least we're getting there's actual thoughts.
I admire athletes who speak their mind. I am not a shut up and dribble guy. But that means you open yourself up to be able to be questioned.
Sure.
To be able to call on it. And you can't be offended when people do. And I always love it because when an athlete runs their mouth about something that they're passionate about, which I believe they should be able to have the ability to do, and then someone dares to call them on it, they go, oh, but athletes can't win. If they speak their mind, then people attack them. Guess what? Your thoughts can be challenged. Your thoughts have the ability to be challenged. And by the way, you can love Bryce Harper's game and be excited for it. By the way, I'm expecting a lot more. I expected an MVP candidate.
40 and 120, that's the mark.
40 and 120 is the target. And if Bryce Harper, has he's had 2 good seasons as a Philly.
He needs that great season. Yeah.
I want a great season. And by the way, he's probably going. I have a feeling he's got a chance to give it to us.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a much better fielder than I gave him credit for.
I agree.
Yeah.
Sometimes it looks really awkward though.
Yeah. It's probably because all those muscles.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. If he goes on the disabled list with soft tissue injuries this year,
you're going to be pissed.
He's a tough dude.
I understand.
I know.
Tough dudes get soft tissue.
No, absolutely. When
was your last soft tissue injury? Because you're a tough dude.
I did something. How was it?
You strained your quad opening the door at Wawa.
A pizza box? Picking up the pizza box? It was
possibly
the last soft tissue injury.
Carrying a case of beer down to the fridge.
Have you been wronged by bad breakfast? Get the breakfast you deserve with Wendy's Breakfast 2 for $4 now on select breakfast sandwiches. Justice is served at participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Singular item at regular price. One of our YouTube family. And by the way, YouTube and Twitch viewers, we appreciate you being a part of the show today. Asking, did you get the text this morning, Egan? Did you get the text, Bob?
I don't know.
No one texts me, so.
I thought we had an agreement within the family.
Well, I thought of this.
Look, Jamie already knows what he's being called on.
We're going to have to
by
go
our
check the
YouTube
tape.
family.
Because I said, when this originally came up, I said, wait, does this mean every time I go to Wawa, I have to send the text out?
Yes.
And we said,
In the morning? No?
No, we said in inclement weather conditions. The text is mandatory.
Did we define it that closely?
Yes, we did.
I need a recall.
We can check the tape.
I don't remember that at all.
We can check the tape.
I will tell you this, though. Jamie Lynch, Foxhole guy, did get back to me this morning. He was willing to come and pick me up. So his Foxhole credentials have to be still strong.
Jamie's Foxhole credentials are come and go. It's when they're convenient for him.
Then you're not Foxhole.
That's
guy. If it's come and go,
he'll tell you that he's a Foxhole guy to the death, and then he walks out.
I got to tell you right now, I have seen. There's things that Jamie says that make me think he isn't a Foxhole guy. Opinions he'll have, but his actions, I've seen Foxhole guy.
Yeah.
So I'm very confused because I'm wondering,
roasted.
Could Jamie have DID? Could he have DID? That dissociative identity disorder. Could he have? Could there be two Jamies?
No, I lean
Foxhole Jamie.
I lean more towards Foxhole Jamie. Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah, who has faults?
We said Wawa was only in inclement weather.
I think Jamie wants to be a
that.
Foxhole guy. I don't think he is.
I brought Coach a La Cologne last week when I stopped.
Did you bring all of us a La Cologne?
No, because I'm not a millionaire, Pat.
By the way, there was snow on the.
That's debatable.
There was snow all over the sidewalks.
The roads are fine. All four of you could have stopped at your own Wawa.
It's inclement. No, I couldn't have. There's no Wawa.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't
My
have.
Wawa's not open.
Your driver coach could have stopped.
No, but they're not open.
Belmont is right down there.
No, that's not close.
It's 1 mile.
No, it's not
Okay,
1 mile.
2
You
miles.
are out of your mind.
I might say Jamie's the biggest Foxhole guy here.
Whoa!
What?
I don't know.
On the Foxhole Mount Rushmore of the John Kincade Show?
Who is it among the five of us?
Dude, I think I absolutely have that category. I'm right there with anyone at this radio station as being Foxhole.
I actually in the 2 months that you've been here, I will agree with you. You've been very Foxhole.
I tend to get in fights on behalf of other people.
And then I think Cooney,
I'm sure management is really, they didn't read the fine print.
A good guy to have Pat Egan in your corner.
Yeah.
They say, I need that, trust me. And Bob is very Foxhole.
Oh, I do.
Geez.
I think Bob's the quiet behind the scenes Foxhole. I am the loud, obnoxious Foxhole.
Yeah, it's funny because that's how I view Foxhole is seen, not heard.
See, now that's how you view it.
No, and I'm not saying I'm right.
No. I think that's probably more correct. I just tend to be rather boisterous if I see something I don't like.
That sizzly was
you
delicious.
are very. I will give you that. You are very Foxhole.
But the thing is, though, is that a lot of times, as my wife will say to me very often, John, is that your business, or is that someone else's business that you're inserting yourself into to like feel the need to defend them or speak up on their behalf or whatever? She's like, is that your business?
You're like the Progressive commercial.
Yeah, exactly.
Did they ask for your help?
Did they ask you to be offended for them?
I can tell you, Coach is just loyal to the paycheck.
He is. Coach is giving me the...
he wants you to go.
Oh, it's time to break.
Yeah.
Project 11. It's going on right now in the parking lot out at One Bala Plaza. So come on out and see who's going to go down. Who's going to go down and see right now? We send it down. Is Bob going to go down? Bob's going to make a visit.
I'm going down.
Bob's making a visit right down right now. See how things are going. We appreciate it. Thanks for being a part of the show. We do love it. Sport, non-sport. A little Friday game coming your way on the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. So, building a new home, I'm going to have a beautiful lawn. Well, I'm going to have a beautiful lawn because Anthony and Mike told me that I need Natural Lawn of America to be working with me on this. A successful, locally owned company for over 30 years. They give you results and peace of mind because you want a safer, greener, weed-free lawn. So, Natural Lawn of America is going to be our choice. Why? Because your lawn is going to have unique problems to it, right? I'm sure mine will too. You may have too much shade. You may have, spotty areas. They're going to get you a greener, weed-free lawn using their exclusive organic-based lawn care products. And Natural Lawn has reduced chemical pesticide use by 85%. So it's going to be safer for the whole family, including little four-legged Nikki Foles, who's going to run around in the backyard. It'll be safer for the whole family. I trust my lawn to Natural Lawn, and you should too. Take advantage of their limited time offer. Here it goes. Schedule Natural Lawn's full service program. Get free seeding every year. That's free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. 800-FREE-SEED. Choose the lawn care company that Mike and Anthony told me to choose. Natural Lawn of America. Because I want greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed.
The John Kincade Show.
Looks like I'm in for a bad hair day.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Want a breakdown of all the latest lines, spreads, and props for each week in the NFL season? Check out Draft Lines with Jamie Lynch and Devon Gibbons every Friday night at 6. Presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code FANATIC for a special offer when you sign up. Draft Lines, Fridays at 6 on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey, it's Cuz. Let me talk about my uncles, Uncle Greg, Uncle Paul, Family Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Well, they're kicking off their annual President's Day event. That means you're going to get monumental savings. Save big with up to $15,000 off MSRP on your favorite new models. Get 0% financing for 7 years. Oh, the uncles, my uncles and family, making it easy to get you behind the wheel of a new ride. You could also complete the entire car buying process online. Just shop, click, and drive. They'll deliver right to your doorstep. You rather visit the showroom? They make that easy and safe, too. Your safety is still the uncle's #1 priority. And at Family, they take extra precautions to protect you and your vehicle. Just schedule an appointment. They'll take care of the rest. Call, click, or go visit them today in the Philadelphia Airport Auto Mall. And remember, at Family Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you're more than a customer. Yeah, you're family. Online anytime, familyautos.com. See the uncles for details. The offer ends March 1st, 2021.
Hi, it's Tyrone. I'm here again with Dr. Avidan Appel from Iron Mountain Men's Health.
Hi, Tyrone.
One thing I'm hearing is people want to take better care of themselves in 2021.
I hear that a lot, too. At Iron Mountain Men's Health, we believe when you take better care of yourself, you'll take better care of your partner, too.
I see you, Doc.
We specialize in the treatment of erectile dysfunction and low testosterone. We don't just sell a magic pill, though. We create custom treatment plans that are safe and effective, and you'll see a real physician at every visit.
That's great, Dr. Appel, but a lot of people are worried about visiting a doctor's office right now.
No problem, Tyrone. We have telehealth visits available because our patients' safety and privacy are important.
Thanks, Dr. Appel. So, guys, start taking better care of yourself and your partner at Iron Mountain Men's Health. Get started at IronMountainMen'sHealth.com. That's IronMountainMen'sHealth.com.
Guys, waking up over and over to pee is not okay. But now, you can reduce those nighttime bathroom trips with the ingredients in Super Beta Prostate P3 Advanced. We're talking about less urges to pee at night, less bathroom trips during the day, and better bladder emptying. It's like taking 3 prostate supplements in one. You can try a full 30-day bottle of P3 Advanced. Free. Just pay shipping and handling. No strings attached, no obligations, and no commitments to buy. This is a 30-day supply. Absolutely free. Call 1-800-478-4616. Super Beta Prostate is the best-selling brand in major retailers like Walmart. But for this no-strings-attached free bottle, you must call now. Call 1-800-478-4616. Don't miss out on this unprecedented free offer. Call 1-800-478-4616. 1-800-478-4616.
Here's the good news. Even with high unemployment, there's still a need for hundreds of thousands of cybersecurity professionals in the U.S. right now. And My Computer Career is training people to help meet the demand. No IT experience? No problem. Take the free career evaluation today at mycomputercareer.edu. Start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. Grants covering up to 53% of the cost are available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
If I'm not commuting anymore, where do I really want to live?
While you handle life's questions, Merrill Guided Investing helps you manage your portfolio and invest for your next move with the option to work with an advisor at a low cost and minimum. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/investing goals to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor, member SIPC. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Sure thing. We can help you replace those wipers. If yours are squeaking or streaking, it's probably time. We've got a wide selection of wipers that can stand up to any weather. including the right ones for your make and model. We've even got more ways to get them fast, like our next day delivery or free same-day store pickup. Getting the job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
You went online to switch your car insurance to Progressive so you could save money. But then you saw a friend request from an old summer camp buddy. And now here you are, clicking through photos of his kickball team from 2011. Looks like they won the championship that year. Then he moved to Tulsa. Oh, a new tattoo. Yes, they said it was easy to save hundreds on car insurance with Progressive, but they forgot about the rest of the internet. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. National average savings by new customer surveyed who saved in 2019.
Vehicle prices plus tax and tag. Zero down to well-qualified buyers through dealer's primary lending source. Holy jeep! Roses are red, violets are blue. Why buy a used car when you can buy new? It's a fantastic February at world-famous Gary Barbera's on the Boulevard. 1,000 vehicles, one location. Just $199 down for only $199 a month. Gary Barbera discounts Jeeps cheap. Plus, qualified buyers get the lowdown on the no-down. Is Barbera's on the Boulevard the best? Boy, I guess.
And this is me. I was just betting on my BetMGM app, so I was a little distracted there. But don't worry, because we're here and we're telling you about BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. They have the live line. That's what I was just doing. Got my snooker bet in. But right now, if you're a boxing fan, you have a chance to win $100 in free bets when you place a $1 wager on Canelo Alvarez to win against Avni Yildirim in their upcoming middleweight title fight. All you have to do for that is use bonus code PATEGAN100 when you make your first bet to take advantage of this offer. So get ready to start betting with confidence and turning knockouts into payouts like I've been doing all year long. What you have to do, download the app, or you can go to BetMGM.com, and when you do, don't forget to use the bonus code PATEGAN100 to win $100 in free bets if Canelo defeats Yildirim. And don't forget to watch live on DAZN, February 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. BetMGM is the exclusive odds provider of DAZN's U.S. boxing broadcast. Paid in free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years or older, Pennsylvania only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER in partnership with Hollywood Casino Morgantown.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Yep, this is really happening. You're listening to us knuckleheads instead of doing something that you could be productive in.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
I don't know. There seems to be quite a push to get Fanatic at 5 back on the air.
Pat Egan and Connor Thomas, come on down.
No, they're asking for, can we get Bob and Jamie back at 5?
I kind of like that sleep I get now.
I would say no.
I would say that was pretty good.
It was a good time.
We'll let you hear something coming up last night. Not often does a local radio station get 2 shout-outs in one segment on a national
that was wild
morning show. I mean, a national pregame show. But first, let's go to the Comcast Business Hotline. Well, seriously, bounce forward with our friend Bob Cooney downstairs. Bob, what's it looking like outside?
Looking good, looking good. We got some Carson Wentz jerseys all around here. People are getting socks once they drop them off. We're going to have food. Free food's going to be out here in about a half an hour.
Awesome.
It's a little bit chilly.
It is
not
chilly.
Bad. Not bad. And if you bring a basketball, we're a stone throw away from a full-court outdoor basketball court. So you can shoot on there, maybe get some shots up when you come over, too.
Bob, check your contract. You are required to come back to work.
Okay, I'm running up now.
There you go. Bob is coming back. There you go. He's downstairs. Bob will be back there after 10, though.
Yes, as will we.
And we will all be there. So it's looking forward to that. We've got the famous Jeet food truck.
Yeah.
Jeet Yet.
Yeah, it's a good name for it.
Jeet Yet. I love that. Giving out their famous fried hoagies.
Oh, man.
PHRIED. Get it?
I mean, I can't not eat again.
Everyone who brings in a jersey. Now, we could always Egan, you could always go down and then not bring one up for Jamie.
I would never do that. I'm a Foxhole guy.
Yeah.
From TNN Homemade Kitchen, the fried hoagies, too. South Philly institution with 2 locations. Famous for their award-winning roast pork and chicken cutlet sandwiches. Okay, how do I not know TNN Homemade Kitchen?
It's down on Monumenting Ave. You know where it's not far from like Celebreeze's Pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I know
and
where that
Marconi
is.
Plaza and all that. Yeah.
It's not relatively new. Sort of?
I don't know.
Because guess what? There's a lot of things that I need to do now.
Yeah.
A quarter of a century being away.
Yeah.
And honestly, when I would come to town, I'd go to the stadium. So there's a lot of spots I need to...
It says established in 1980.
Wow. Hey, it's compliments of our friends at Philly Sports Trips, the fan travel group who will be hosting the John Kincade Show trip to Vegas this fall, and hopefully you're going to be going with us. Go to phillysportstrips.com for preliminary Vegas trip info. The same travel company who sent hundreds of Eagles fans to Miami in 2019 with Jamie Lynch and the Cubs.
It was awesome. It was a great trip. If you're looking to do the road trip, I had never done one before with like a fan group.
Yes.
It was awesome. It's Philly Sports Trips, Vince, the guy that runs it, phenomenal.
We are going
You'd
to
like it because his itinerary is elite.
I heard that.
Yes.
Next level.
Yes. Yeah, you'll love
but I mean, we're going to get to do meet and greet.
Oh, yeah,
with people
absolutely. We
coming
did a
to trip
booze
with us.
cruise in Miami.
Okay, we're going to have a great time.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be freaking awesome.
And after that game in Miami, you needed it.
And it's going to be in Las Vegas, which I can only tell you is my absolute happy place. It is I love that town. I consider it my town. I love it. I went so often. It was funniest because when my wife and I got married, when I did business out in LA, I would have a hotel room. I would have a hotel room at the Holiday Inn Sunset Boulevard.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Which is a circular building.
Mm-hmm.
And I would do business at our LA office during the week, and I had LA clients. So what I would do is on the weekend, Friday afternoon, drop off all my laundry and dry cleaning at the front desk of the hotel. And then I'd get on the plane, which the plane trip used to be 39 round trip to Vegas.
Wow.
Out of LA. Go down for the weekend, spend 2 nights in the hotel, gamble, carouse, come back Sunday, and all my laundry and all the clothes would be back in the hotel room.
That's not a bad little routine there.
Then I got married.
No one cares.
Then I got married.
And then the Eagles fans are going to take over Las Vegas. What's that going to look like?
Oh, my God. I'm telling you this. It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be awesome. That stadium looks so cool.
It is going to be a blast. It's absolutely
And then
gonna
just
be a
walking
blast.
out and you're on the strip?
So much fun.
Oh,
Well,
man.
No.
It's not that far off the strip.
It's not that far
I was
at all.
going to say, isn't it right
stay-
behind?
If you know, you know the strip.
A little bit,
If
yeah.
you stay at MGM or Mandalay, you can easily walk it. Like,
Okay.
it's an easy walk. But you can see the stadium from Mandalay and MGM.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's right at that sort of caddy corner, as they say. So check that on out. And we will be going to Vegas, and it's going to be a blast. It's going to be such a great trip. And
The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
We will go over to some of Shaq's haunts.
Awesome.
We'll see that. There is at one of Shaq's restaurants, they have a Cinnabon waffle.
What?
For breakfast.
Oh, my God.
It is a Cinnabon waffle. So think of the Cinnabon, okay?
Yeah.
Think of the waffle being made out of, the waffle tastes like a Cinnabon.
Oh, man. It's
and
dangerous.
And then the Cinnabon icing, a dollop of that right on top of the waffle with the hot syrup. And they have bacon planks that are longer than Bob Cooney's vertical leap.
That ain't hard.
It is good. They are very, very good. So let's hear it, though, a little bit. So last night, we have the NBA on TNT. By the way, every year the NBA on TNT wins the Emmy because those guys are freaking amazing.
Yeah, they are good.
So I heard Tyrone yesterday afternoon with Mike Missinelli, and they were debating whether Charles was going to use the same old Embiid is fat, Embiid needs to work out more, and the Moses Malone story. So I tip Shaq off to it, and I go, okay, they're waiting for the story. So right before the show, name dropper, you can use it, I FaceTimed with Shaq and Charles.
Oh, nice.
And I said,
Name dropper.
I said, we will be watching, and the Fanatic needs 2 shout-outs.
Oh, you called
Before
this
the
in.
Sixers. I said the Fanatic
called in a favor.
The
I love
Fanatic
it.
needs 2 shout-outs, and we got 2 shout-outs. Listen in.
I told my good friend John Kincade I'd be nice to Philly and roll more. Whatever Chuck says about Philly, I'm with it too. Yeah. Wow, a kinder, gentler Shaquille O'Neal. Actually, you know what? My mother pulled me aside last night and said, baby, take it easy on the young guy. So you're going to see a new approach from me talking about these bums. Hey, shout out to my boy Mike Missinelli up in Philly.
2 shout-outs. I got
There
it
it is.
before it. 2 shout-outs on the NBA on TNT last night.
That's awesome.
So Mike got his, I got mine, and we're very happy. And we appreciate Shaq and Charles doing that for us last night.
That was cool.
You call me that? Those are Foxhole guys.
I was going to say, those are 2 good Foxhole guys to have in your corner.
Those are Foxhole guys. Now, Shaq was a little offended last night, though. He heard that Charles comes over and does an in-studio thing.
He does every summer.
And does a thing every summer. So
Charles lives up here in the summer.
So Shaquille is going to, he said, we're going to do better.
Oh.
So Shaq will do something with us that will be better than
challenge accepted.
Well, the two of them are like 5-year-olds.
Yes. Oh yeah.
They are completely competitive.
It's what makes such great TV.
They're completely competitive about everything.
Yeah.
So Shaq will want to do something bigger and bolder than Charles has ever done. So that's why we need the Eastern Conference Finals to be here.
Yes.
Daryl Morey, if you are listening,
go get Kyle Lowry.
To do use a Jamie. I don't know if I want to do that and shorten the championship window, but I really would love to see it up here. So, hey, Pets Plus Natural, locally owned and operated for over 30 years. Their number one priority is to help your pets live happier, healthier, longer lives. They've got curbside pickup and local home delivery, and it's all available for you at petsplusnatural.com. In Cooney's Corner, let's play a little game.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
So the other day, Jamie brought up his favorite sport, and that's skateboarding.
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
Great video game.
Tony Hawk.
I'm Tony Hawk, man.
So
he's a great Twitter follow, too.
John called it an exhibition.
It's an No, the guy from the skate park outside of Princeton.
Yeah, that's right, yes.
He called it outside of Princeton.
I should have said your example was it's an exhibition.
It's an exhibition. He said, and he even says it. He goes, skateboarding is an exhibition. But he says it can be an exhibition type sport. People will call it that, but it's an exhibition.
So, Jamie, you okay with that? It's an exhibition? Or do you deem the whole thing a sport?
I mean, if you're gonna deem figure skating a sport, I don't know how you don't deem skateboarding a sport, because you're getting a score.
More stoners doing the skateboarding.
Well, there's no doubt about that.
That's interesting. I mean, what? All right. So, what constitutes an athlete?
I will tell you right now, there ain't any way in the world, and no one can convince me. And I have argued this with guys who have won the what do you call the
NASCAR?
Yes, and I've argued the term athlete with guys that have won the, whatever you call the championship of the year.
The FedEx Cup, maybe?
Yeah,
or is that golf? Whatever it is.
I've argued this. And I do not think a race car driver is an athlete.
Now, some people take offense to that.
They do, and I'm not trying to be.
Yes.
I think what they do is an incredible skill. Incredible skill.
Yes.
But I don't believe they're athletes to do it.
So I'll go back to the question. What constitutes an athlete? Because I kind of have always been brought up thinking I have the definition.
You do? Okay, don't tell us.
No, I won't.
What do you think, Jamie? What is an athlete?
Something physically impressive with hand-eye coordination.
There it is. That's my hand-eye coordination.
So that's what it is. Okay, well then that would poke full of holes my.
I know where you're going.
My auto racer.
Oh no!
It would poke it full of holes because your hand-eye coordination for auto racing. I've done the Atlanta Motor Speedway sit-in with a real driver.
Have you? How fast did you go?
148.
Oh, jeez. I don't know if I could do it.
148?
I don't know if I could do it.
How tight was your butt?
Oh, no. The sphincter was loose. I thought I was gonna poo. I tell you this, I literally I closed my eyes.
Did you really?
I had to close my eyes. I had to close the minute I saw the bank coming, I had to close my eyes. I did not.
How fast was he entering the bank? You know?
I don't know.
Like 120, 115?
Oh, more than that, I think.
Wow.
Probably.
Man.
I mean, because they go, it was scary.
Oh.
I think we did 148, I think.
That's low for them, too.
So doing that.
Oh, no. Yeah, exactly. It was low. They don't even, because of it, when you're taking guests for rides, they don't even let you go as fast as
normal.
And we still signed a waiver.
Jeez.
And I felt like I closed my eyes.
So when your eyes were open, were you impressed with this guy's, I guess it was a guy or a girl, whatever.
And I'm drawing a blank on his name. I'll find it. I did not, no, I was not impressed with this driving because I never saw it. I looked ahead and literally wanted to crap my pants. I'm telling you, it felt like you're pinned back.
Right.
And it was so alarming as, okay, I'm used to, if you drive 60, 65, how stuff goes past you.
Yeah.
Imagine feeling like it's triple. And it was too disconcerting.
Yeah.
And everything looked like cement. So everything looks around you like cement.
Because it's just
so
whizzing
then you're
by.
thinking, oh, God, I'm hitting that wall. I'm moving into that. We're going to be in that wall. We're going to be in that turn. And I honestly, I was the biggest wussy I've ever been in my life doing that. I couldn't open my eyes.
Would you do it again?
Yes. I probably would just for the experience. I probably would.
I think I might.
If Pocono Raceway wants to have us up for it.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
Do they do that here?
They do, yeah.
Pocono does.
Isn't that the Richard Petty experience or something?
Well, they had
that tour.
They had it at Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
They used to have the Richard Petty experience. It closed down.
Right.
And I always wanted to do that. And after doing that, it gave me incredible anxiety.
So, all right. So I thought you were going to say something else, poking holes in. Are golfers athletes?
Oh,
yes.
God, yes.
That's hand-eye.
Oh, it's the hardest sport I've ever played.
Well, then again, is it the thing is with me is that the best driver. I'm going to use Dale Earnhardt. And I watched the Dale Earnhardt documentary on the 20-year anniversary of his death. Best driver. He says in the documentary, the best driver almost every time has the best car. And so to me, it's not the athlete that's winning, it's the car that's winning.
Yeah, I used to be heavily into NASCAR.
You were?
Yeah.
Really? How did you reach the pedals?
Funny. No, I'll just shut my mic off. No, and a large part of it is. A large part of it is the team and the funding that you get to build your car. But I do think they're athletes, although Tony Stewart would disagree with me and Bob. Because Tony Stewart's like, here's how I train. Click up, click down, and he's playing with a remote, whereas other guys do. They heavily train because you're
Tony
sweating.
was sloppy.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? You're sweating your bag off in that car at times. So
and you're peeing yourself.
Yeah, I always get... Like, if I see somebody that does something like a specialty, say golf, and he picks up a golf ball and he goes to throw it in the stands, and you're like, oh, my God, that guy never threw a ball in his life.
Correct.
Like, it's weird to me how you define, like, is it a special skill set that they have?
So, like, Kevin McDonald just tweeted me. He's like, is Messi not an athlete? What about Dawkins? These guys didn't do anything hand-eye. That's misinterpreting. Hand-eye is all-encompassing.
Yeah.
Like, your footwork is applied to
it. So is someone trying to make a comparison between Tony Stewart and Brian Dawkins? Because that's silly.
No, I think he's just misunderstanding the hand-eye.
Dale Earnhardt's documentary, which just aired, the anniversary of his death and the whole thing.
I'll check that out.
He says, at one point, 90% of the time, the person who has the best car wins the race. About how big the crew is and everything.
Yeah,
and that's why I've never considered it. There's a mechanical.
That's fair.
There's a mechanical. The golf the club. Does it any one of a number of guys? If it's the best car, any one of a number of guys could operate that car at that level.
Yeah.
So
I always found it fascinating that conversation of athlete non-athlete.
I love it.
Yeah.
There you go. Check it on out. And remember, Project 11's going on right now out in front of One Bala Plaza. Come on by. There'll be free food. You
just look for the big tent. Big red tent out
big
there,
tent.
John. Yeah.
Big tent.
Yeah,
and we will be out there after the show, too. So come on by, bring your jersey by between 10 and noon, and we will be out there. Chance to meet you a little bit. All right, it's time for the commissioner and Jamie Lynch to commence with NFL Mock Draft 5.0.
Let's just send it to the commissioner, shall we?
With the first pick in the NFL draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select.
Again. There's no need.
That's fine.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is going to Jacksonville Jaguars.
Who washes his hair with egg and mayonnaise.
No.
Yes, he does.
Are you serious?
He does treatments of egg and mayonnaise.
That disappoints me
to keep
so
his hair
much.
that shiny.
Really?
The fiance helps with that.
Oh, he's already
I'm out on him.
engaged?
Oh, yeah, he's already engaged.
Is this a high school sweetheart situation?
Yes.
Wait, Sunshine uses eggs and mayo?
Not all the time, but
It's
his
a treatment?
girlfriend put it as like a treatment to make sure that it stays, because your hair gets split ends.
See,
and
I'm
stuff.
out on him now.
You're out on it?
I am. I swear to God, I'm out.
By the way,
So he's keeping the hair, right?
Is it mayonnaise eggs?
Yes. There's eggs, vinegar.
Eggs, vinegar, and everything.
yeah, it's a combo.
I've derailed.
That's weird.
Second pick in the draft.
With the second pick in the NFL draft, the New York Jets select
This one's going to be ever evolving because Russell Wilson factor. So this could change dramatically.
Right. It could change dramatically.
But right now, the New York Jets select Zach Wilson, quarterback, BYU.
And it'll be another Jets.
But if Russell Wilson is there and the Seahawks are picking, it could still be Zach Wilson. Who knows?
There you go.
Isn't that one of the, real quick, the funnest parts of the draft is when the Jets pick, watching the reaction of the fans? I love that part of it.
There you go.
With the third pick in the NFL draft, the Miami Dolphins select
Jamar Chase is going to run a sub 4.5 40, and he's going to go to Miami. Have you seen his calves?
Oh, my gosh.
Holy hell.
Jamar, I got to tell you
Oh, my
this.
God. A picture came out yesterday.
You and I may have to go on the OnlyFans later. If
Jamar Chase has it, what's up?
He's an epic dude, man.
His calves. Holy
God, he
hell.
loves it. Yep.
Kamish?
with the fourth pick in the NFL draft, the Atlanta Falcons select.
Again, this one could be ever evolving, as
right?
you said, but the Atlanta Falcons, as of today, take Penei Sewell, offensive tackle, University of Oregon.
I like a good penne.
Yeah, Penei. It's a tasty item.
Yeah.
Kamish?
With the fifth pick in the NFL draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select.
Trade with the Panthers.
Trade with the Panthers.
No wonder it took a little bit to come out.
Well, he got a text from Anthony, who was texting
Matt
with
Rule. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
I think Matt Rule is very intrigued by Justin Fields, quarterback, Ohio State.
I think he would be too, and I have maybe been told that.
Oh.
So there you go.
And Kamish?
And not from a source close to Matt Rule.
Okay.
Okay.
With the sixth pick in the NFL draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select.
I think the fans are going to bully Howard Roseman into selecting Devontae Smith, wide receiver, University of Alabama.
Oh, and I'm going to scream bloody murder. I'm going to scream bloody murder.
I think actually Kyle Pitts is more likely.
I am looking at him right now because that's where I thought you were going.
And by the way,
I've done him before at that pick, and I think it makes a lot of sense.
By the way, Mike yesterday was saying on his show, he goes, Kyle Pitts, he goes, you're drafting a tight end. He's too big. He's too big to be a wide receiver. He's going to be a wide receiver in the NFL.
Yes.
I mean, he can do two tight end sets, but he is a wide receiver.
He's very comparable to Vincent Jackson.
Oh, my gosh.
Unfortunately, a great receiver that just passed away.
He's freaking awesome.
But he's got that same body size. He's fast enough to play on the outside.
Yes.
He's a freak. And
he's a freak.
And he's a hometown kid. And
a hometown freak.
Yeah, if they pick him, it's a great pick.
The best line I saw about him, too fast for linebackers, too big for safeties.
I got to tell you,
that's a great combination.
Again, shop in the best aisle where the best talent plays on both sides of the ball, the SEC, and he was uncoverable.
Yeah.
I want winners.
And by the way, check out how many great catches he makes between the hash marks.
Yeah.
He does. I mean, he can do sideline pattern, but middle of the field, he's dominant.
And then you can go take Kyle Trask in the third round and have that connection.
And play around.
Yeah.
And play around with it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to play around with it and take a
You're going to need a backup.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. I sort of like Jamie. I think 5.0 I like the most.
Except for the Devontae Smith part.
Devontae Smith would really piss me off.
I hate you over that, but otherwise,
really
shows how bad your other ones were. That this one was the best.
The tasty item in that whole thing though was the Matt Rule thing, because I have had people say to me that Carolina and
I think that makes sense.
They believe that the whole Deshaun Watson thing is subterfuge.
Huh.
That Matt Rule is doing look over here.
Yeah.
When the guy he wants, he doesn't want people talking about the guy he wants.
Yeah, I think they're gonna trade up.
Flyers Sabres tomorrow, 1:00, right here on the Fanatic. Sixers Cavs tomorrow night, 7:00, right here on the Fanatic. It's a doubleheader Saturday, and you don't want to miss any of the action. And to John out there in the audience, he says he's a little distracted from the conversation because he heard Cinnabon waffle. And I would just say to you, Hex, HEXX. As if Shaq needs any more money. Right underneath the Eiffel Tower, there is a restaurant called Hex, and there's a restaurant called Alexa with double X, and both of those are Shaquille properties. So come on by, and the Cinnabon waffles in it for you. All right, in the 8:00 hour, let's just say we are going to have an ultimatum delivered to our audience and our team next. John Kincade Show, 97.5 The Fanatic. Okay, I have got my T-Mobile phone. I love my T-Mobile phone. I love being able to stay connected. I send my videos every single day to my wife and daughter in the beginning of the day so they wake up to my smiling face. And what do I need? I need to be connected. So even when I'm trying to get an Uber and they don't come for me, I know that I've got my T-Mobile device that gives me the opportunity to be connected because they've got the best network. When T-Mobile and Sprint merged, it was over for all the other competitors. A million miles of expanded LTE coverage across the country, more towers, more engineers, more coverage than ever before. T-Mobile's got it for you in more places. And I absolutely love the fact that I've got a great rate plan, great customer service, and I was in the Broomall location when I was switching from one phone to another. The customer service, second to none. I want you to visit T-Mobile.com to learn more today. You will absolutely understand what I have as being a long-term, day one T-Mobile customer. They just go a little extra mile for you. And the coverage may not be available in some areas.
The John Kincade Show.
Sir, one more outburst, I will strangle you with my microphone wire. You understand me?
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
What's for dinner, you ask? At Wawa, we've got the answer, no matter what you're craving. Because Wawa now has dinner. Every day starting at 4 p.m., you'll find crave-worthy dinner options that will make everyone happy. Like fettuccine Alfredo, kids' meals, delicious Angus burgers, French fries, and more. Choose in-store, curbside, or delivery. Wawa dinner. Sounds good.
Come in from the cold for something hot and comforting from Wawa. Savor the handcrafted salty sweetness of a toasted caramel crunch latte, topped with a caramel drizzle and crunchy caramelized sugar. Or cozy up to the warm, inviting vanilla sugar and spice aromas of our new cinnamon bun coffee, bursting with a delicious fresh baked flavor. Treat yourself and try them both this winter to create your very own getaway to deliciousness. Gotta have a Wawa.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands, even tens of thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-259-8642. 800-259-8642. 800-259-8642.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hey, Matthew, we need to restock those sleeping bags.
Indeed knows unexpected growth can stretch your business thin.
One of you cover this register?
Like at Anita's outdoor store. To keep sales climbing, she needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
DSC. There are so many razors out there. How do you choose which one's right for you? Well, at Dollar Shave Club, we got you. With a 6-blade cartridge for daily shavers with short hair and a 4-blade cartridge for less frequent shavers with longer hair. Still confused? Well, we put both blades in one new starter box, so you can test drive both. Check out DollarShaveClub.com/ESPN. DollarShaveClub.com/ESPN. And visit DSC at your nearest store. You've got questions, we got answers. Welcome to the club.
Now at a store near you.
What can help you take advantage of today's low mortgage rates and save money? Rocket can. You could save hundreds of dollars every month by refinancing with Rocket Mortgage at today's near historic low rates. If your current rate is over 4%, you could lower your payment by over $150 a month, saving thousands in interest every year. Call us today at 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Savings are based on Quicken Loans, internal data. Points and fees may apply. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. And NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
O'Reilly.
This is Jesse's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
As a nurse, not making it to work was not an option. But driving through the snow with my wiper blades struggling, I just didn't feel safe. So I pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts, and before I knew it, an employee was offering to install the wiper blades on my car. I got to stay out of the snow for a moment, and I still made it to work on time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Injured on the job? Insurance companies will turn their backs on you.
I deserve better.
Some employers just won't care. I deserve better. Call Martin Law. We wrote the book on workers' comp in Pennsylvania. Call today to arrange a free consultation. Our team will help you get the benefits you deserve. Call 215-587-8400. That's 215-587-8400. Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers for over 40 years.
Let me be straight with you. This is a radio commercial for 3 small business insurance. With 3, your entire business is covered. So while you can't see the following scene, just know that this contractor's business is protected by 3.
Hey, toss me that drill.
Yeah, man. Heads up.
Oh, that looks expensive.
Now this is an insurance moment. But 3's got it covered. 3 is a product of Berkshire Hathaway Direct Insurance Company. 3, no nonsense, just common sense.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
I can't wait to finally see what my new coworkers look like once we get these masks off. I'm expecting to be disappointed.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
8 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show. I'd imagine they play lists over on Weed Way.
Seemed like a Weed Way song,
I'd imagine over on Bong Boulevard, they're playing this.
That's more Afro, man.
You think so?
I think Bong Boulevard's my favorite.
Bong Boulevard is Pipe Place. Pipe Place was a really good one supplied by a listener the other day. I like that. What was the other one you had?
Spliff
Street?
Split Street, yeah.
Split Street.
My dad texted in Hemp Highway today.
Hemp Highway.
That's not bad.
Well, Hemp Highway must be is where I can't get my Uber. There's no Uber.
Yeah.
So tonight, I'm meeting my cousin Matt. We're going to dinner. So I'm taking my little cousin Matt, who's like 6'5". I'm taking my little cousin Matt. We're going out. We're going to go out, have a couple beers. And so I'm like, I'm going to be the responsible adult.
Uber.
And I'm going to Uber. Maybe I'm not. Because maybe I'm never going to get home.
Yeah.
What is it?
You get stuck, you call me, I'll come get you.
4 in the afternoon. There's no way. I'm telling you this, 4 in the afternoon. I cannot believe yesterday
That's
afternoon.
surprising.
4 in the afternoon, right across from our Mother of Good Counsel on Lancaster Avenue in the Acme, that I couldn't get an Uber. I had to wait 28 minutes.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
For an Uber. And then Uber.
You can check out Lyft.
So I put the Square Crest in, and then they say, well, we appreciate it. We're not going to charge you the cancellation fee. I said, how can you cancel
You
something
canceled me.
this morning? No, they said, we're not going to charge you cancellation fee for this morning when they had no cars.
How would that... Yeah, that's
I
weird.
said, I said, thank you very much for not charging something that you didn't do. It's unbelievable. You know what I'm going to do? I've been injured in this situation, so I'm calling Martin Law. They're probably not going to be able to help me, but Martin Law will help you if you're injured in the workplace. Visit paworkinjury.com. And to Rock out there, Rock says, looks like John dressed up for a Friday. Collared, button-down shirt.
You always look good,
I had
though.
this is the third day this week I've worn a collared, button-down shirt.
Yeah.
Come on, Rock. Take notice, baby.
Did you put on a sport jacket yesterday to talk to the kids?
I did not.
No, okay.
No, I did not, because it was dress down day at O'Hara.
Okay.
It was dress down day.
I
still wore slacks and a collared shirt.
Yeah, that's it. That when I talk to kids, that's what I do. I slacks and a collared shirt.
I wanted Mr. Connor, who hosted me. I wanted him to, because he's new to the school, so I want to make a real good impression on Connor.
Right.
Even though I know every one of his friends, and I realize I really shouldn't have to. So but I really wanted to make that really good impression on Mr. Connor.
Good man. And Mr.
He's
Connor's
awesome.
what, 35?
No, he's my age.
Oh,
a little
okay.
Little younger.
All
He's
right.
a couple years behind us. But
Okay.
I believe he was in Tim Donaghy's class.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I figured as much. All right, as we start the 8 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show, I will tell you this. As Project 11 roars on downstairs out in front of One Bala Plaza, so come on by and see us. I believe there is a lot of Carson Wentz fatigue out there. And I've heard it a lot from people around town, like, man, when is this story going to be over? So I've got a proposal for the entire show. I am not a dictator, so I run it by the guys, and we'll see how we do here. How about as we turn the calendar to March on Monday, and we've finished up our good work with Project 11 today, let's all agree on a complete ban on Carson Wentz topics going forward. Is it a deal? Can we get something? Can we just forget about dwelling on the past and a guy who forced his way out of town so we don't allow him to live rent-free in our heads? It's going to require dedication. And, of course, he can obviously be referenced when it's appropriate. But let's make this show today, the end of Friday, a line in the sand. He didn't want to be here. So let's cut him loose from our databanks. My wish is that he gets healthy. And I hope he plays 75% of the snaps in an absolutely atrocious 3-13 year for the Colts. And then he's probably going to decide that the heat's too hot in the kitchen in Indianapolis. Okay, I'm digressing. I hope he plays 75% of the snaps. A man can dream, right? And hopefully we as a show could keep our word. That's where we begin. Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and the coach, Eric Camille. It's John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. I really do believe that there would be universal applause if we can keep to this. No more Carson Wentz topics after today.
Don't need it. Don't need it. He's not here anymore. He's gone. He's out. Time to move on. Like it or not, it doesn't matter. Like, look, your primary focus has to be on this Eagles team moving forward. Take an example of our last segment. Look at the draft. Look at everything else. Forget it. Look, I like right? Carson Wentz. We all want him.
Sure.
John, I'm washing my hands. I'm rinsing it off. Forget it. It's over.
And we all wanted, again, every member of the show wanted Carson Wentz to be here next year.
Exactly. I don't say it in a bad way. I just say that subject is done.
Right. He did not want to be with us.
Do we need some parameters on this? Because, like, his introductory press conference in Indy, I'm sure Jeff McClain and Zach Berman and Les Bowen are all chomping to get in there.
If a Jeff McClain comes up, then Jeff McClain can be part of the story, what he brings up with him. That's fine.
Because he will be asked about it. He probably won't answer.
I don't think he's going to say anything.
I think he'll say, I'm in Indianapolis now. That chapter's behind me.
I've turned the page on this.
But I don't think it's realistic for him never to come up.
No, he can come up. He can be referenced.
Okay.
But I don't want to come in and talk about his introductory press conference.
No.
Unless he was to come out and say Doug Peterson was a jerk, Jeffrey Lurie Skull,
Sure.
Yeah.
So I really want to have...
within reason, he can be talked about. But we're not going to... Yes, okay.
He's referenced. Pat, do you think we can keep to this? No.
No. I'm going to cut you off right there. The answer is no.
I agree with Pat. I think it's going to come up.
And I love the idea. I love the idea of turning the page. We're doing it now with Project 11, and I just don't think that we can stick to it.
I know for a fact that I can. I know I can. Because is that anything that's a challenge, like where you say, John, we need you for a short time to focus on something. I can do it easy.
Can we talk about him in season? Because I am going to pay attention.
No, we're going to. The thing is, though, it's not going to be a topic on the show.
Okay,
right.
Meaning, we're not coming in this hour. We're talking about Carson Wentz.
Okay.
He went 20 for 25 for 300. Yes. We're going to talk about it next segment.
And guess what? And we're saying 75% of the snaps. We will absolutely have the Wentz-o-meter.
Okay.
Where every single week, I think we need the Wentz-o-meter. Where we're watching 75% of the snaps to make sure that he's got. Okay, he took 100% of the snaps Sunday. He took 100 because I don't put it past sneaky Frank Reich to have him up by 3 scores and take him out.
Sure.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, seriously, it's good business.
Try to manipulate it. We either need the Colts to be good so he plays a ton, or we need him to be terrible. Like, if they're terrible, then I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a little scary. But I think I honestly think our audience, and if you would like to share a thought, 610-632-0975. I believe the audience would applaud it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Moving on.
But he could also be the ultimate nightmare scenario that haunts us for 2 decades.
Absolutely could be. Could be. But I would be glad to just move on from Carson Wentz.
Sure.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Short of him coming out and saying, I just left the biggest bleep show in the history of the NFL, and I'm so happy to be. Short of that, I think we can stick to this, John. I'm on your
how
side
about
on this one.
We will have this is a good one from one of our listeners here suggesting on social media you can have one break the glass moment in 2021. One break the glass day where you break it in case of emergency, break the glass. He said he thinks that's more thing because he's listening to Pat and he's going, Pat knows you guys.
Yeah.
Pat knows you guys.
Ryan Kraft just tweets in. He says, yeah, good luck on this no Carson Wentz talk because we still talk about T.O. versus McNabb at least twice a year in this town.
Not on this
fair point.
But not on this show. I mean, the thing is that you can reference stuff like that.
Okay.
But I'm talking about topics.
Yeah.
But then again, we don't do a lot of the trite stuff that has been done in this market
different.
forever.
You're great. You're very, very good at that.
We don't do that.
It's your agenda not to do the
It's the
trite
agenda.
stuff. And, right.
Because the way I would look at it is if every single person in town every show in town did chicken parm. Let's say every show in town. And I love chicken parm. I love it. Okay, so every show in town did chicken parm. They were restaurants.
Uh-huh.
And the main thing they kept going to was like, chicken parm, same cookie cutter type of format. Why would you want to open a new restaurant and do exactly what everybody else is doing?
I'd open a chicken salt and boca place.
What's that?
Chicken salt and boca?
Speak to say what? What is it?
It's like capers. It's a really salty, like chicken cutlet.
Capers.
You bring up food, and I swear to God, I just look at Jamie, and that's
capers.
He.
And there's usually like some prosciutto crisp
Pat,
up
is there
on
anybody?
top.
Pat, is there anywhere in Delco
man.
where they're shopping with where they're cooking with capers? Capers.
I little salt bombs.
If there are, I don't know.
mean,
it's above
I have
my
to travel
pay grade.
to get capers.
I don't believe Pika's is putting it. I don't think they have a capers pizza.
Lemon and
I'm just
prosciutto
guessing.
and some capers.
Man,
Oh.
have you been wronged by a bad breakfast? Jamie's hungry already, and he already had breakfast.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have second breakfast downstairs.
Yeah, TNN homemade kitchen. Jeet.
Get the breakfast
No joke.
you deserve with Wendy's breakfast 2 for $4 now on select breakfast sandwiches. Our friends at Wendy's, we appreciate it because justice is served at participating Wendy's for a limited time only. You can get a single item at regular price, and it's that beautiful, beautiful 2 for $4 right now at Wendy's.
If you
All
see
right.
a salt and boca on a menu, John, just do me a favor and get it.
Salt and boca? It's salt and boca?
It literally translates to, I believe, salt in your mouth.
Salt in your mouth.
Yeah, just do it. Just
What
do
am
it.
I? What am I? A werewolf? Didn't that have to? Is that how you kill the werewolf? There's one, or who do you kill by putting salt in their mouth and sewing their lips?
Oh my God! I don't think I've ever heard that.
Yes.
Honest to God, I don't. I love it. I don't think I've ever
You
heard.
have to have a wooden spike,
Right,
Has
to
to
kill
go
a
through
Dracula.
Okay. There's something that you have
A
to
monster.
kill by putting
All right,
salt in the mouth and sewing its lips shut.
I'm
My
gonna
ex-wife.
I'm going to get flagged by the FBI. I just Googled, who do you kill with salt in your mouth and sew their lips?
Yes, it's like a.
Sorry, Beasley Media. I just
It is
Googled
that.
some
So
weird stuff
hopefully
here on the network.
It's all right. It's all right.
Nothing came up.
If they call the if they call the Lower Merion detectives, if they're calling
Jamie's being mean to me.
I said seriously. If they call the Lower Merion detectives, Joe Hunsaker may show up, and then we're safe.
I found zombiehunters.org, and they discuss it there. So maybe it's
so
zombies.
you have to for a zombie.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to fill their mouths with salt and sew their lips shut. I'm not kidding you.
I've
heard this. I've heard this.
I just swear to God, I never heard it. I love it,
Oh
though.
my gosh,
That's a great
you gotta
thing.
check that
Salt
out.
and boca to
Let's
that.
do that to Egan.
Let's do that.
I just love that you go, I'm not even kidding, as if this fictional monster is real.
FanFest. We pour salt in Egan's mouth and sew his lips shut.
I'm in.
For Egan. Yes, it works out good. So, all right, in Cooney's Corner, who'd you rather be?
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
All right, we got to dig deep here in our minds. Okay.
Well, this is the shallow.
I know I'm
pool.
asking a lot.
I had a lot of wine
This may be
last
the
night.
shallowest pool.
I'm an idiot.
Available. Yes.
So, I don't want to call Tiger Woods' accident tragic because tragic to me means, he wouldn't have survived. So, as horrible as it is, horrendous it is, Tiger Woods may never golf again.
No, I saw
Amen.
a surgeon say the ankle. It's not.
So the
it's
bone
not
that
looking
connects
good
the
for him.
leg to the foot, the bone right there that gives you your mobility, was apparently shattered. So there's extensive damage there. I don't know, but there's a good chance that he might not play competitive golf ever again.
Seems that way. If your ankle doesn't function,
Yeah.
you're not playing competitive golf.
And here's a guy that just had his 5th back surgery who already has a bunch of hardware in his body anyway. So, all the things that he's been through, and I am not downplaying being maybe the greatest golfer to ever live. I'm not downplaying that at all. But he's 45 years old. That's it. 45. That's it. And look, everybody's going to say money, 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 money. Forget that. He did something he loved. He was playing a sport he loved.
That you can play into your 80s.
And it might be taken away from him. So I ask you, with everything that he has, greatest golfer ever, he accumulated over $120 million in just career earnings.
I got the career earnings list in front of me.
Number 2, surprising, isn't it? So, who would you rather be? Knowing all that, would you rather be Tiger Woods, all the fame, all the fortune, but then again, a body that at 45 is really, we're talking knee, his body is like an 80-year-old body, or a Jim Furyk? Odd name, yes. Local guy, Westchester. I had an incident with him on a course once down in Florida. Not an incident. We said hi. We're from Philly. He was cool. You know, like
he's got a funky swing.
So why would that be an incident?
So not an incident. Interaction.
Interaction.
I meant to say interaction.
I thought you got in a fight with Jim.
No. You squaring up with Furyk?
So Jim Furyk, 50 years old, very good health, has had a great career. He's made $70 million, $70+ million.
He's third on this list.
Number 3 on the all-time money list.
Okay, now you said 2 would shock me.
No, I don't think it's shocking
you said
at all.
2 would shock me.
I think 2, if it's the person I'm thinking of, who do you think number 2 is?
My guess is just Phil Mickelson.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wrote down. I must have wrote it wrong. I thought Vijay Singh was.
No, he's
Vijay
fourth.
Singh's top 4. Yeah,
okay.
top.
He's 71.2. Furyk is 71.4.
That was my only guess. Vijay Singh was my only other guess.
Yeah, no, it's Phil.
Okay.
Phil's at 92.1.
I accidentally didn't write down Phil's name. But anyway, so Jim Furyk, 50, very good shape, probably can play on the 50-year-old tour for years to come.
Yes.
Has accumulated over $70 million. Has
good question,
his
actually.
Health. Has his health. Can finish the game when he wants to finish it right now. Who would you rather be?
I would absolutely say that if you have millions and millions and millions of dollars and your health doesn't let you do something you love, it's not worth it. I'd rather have half the money or a quarter of the money and have my health.
Yeah, it's just
when
like,
you originally proposed this in our email last night, I thought it was dumb because I went,
believe me,
it's
I know.
obviously Tiger, but then I guess the amount of money that Jim Furyk has made kind of shocks me, so maybe that levels it out some. But you're right, like if Tiger can never swing a golf club,
if he doesn't,
that could lead to depression. That could lead to.
And Tiger's already had.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, one of the things
health
that
is priceless.
Yeah, one of the things that always, I don't want to say stuck in my craw because I wasn't mad about it, but when people would talk to me about somebody retirement, yeah, but what are they going to do? They could sit around and count their millions. Okay, I understand that. But they were fortunate enough to do something that they absolutely loved for a living, and yes, make a ton of money. But at some point, that is taken away at an early age, mid-30s. Like, you're done playing the sport that you love, that you made a living on. That's hard.
I think that's a horrible feeling to think about.
Right?
Yeah.
I think
so
it's
now Tiger gets it taken away at 45. If you would have said to Tiger 10, 15 years ago, yeah, dude, enjoy it now. Go as hard as you can, body be damned, because you're done at 45, he probably would have taken it, but I'll bet you he would have thought long and hard about it.
I can't imagine having something that I love taken away from me.
Exactly.
Like that. I can't imagine. Like it's. I can tell you just having a few months on the beach, not on the beach, a literal beach, but on the beach between jobs. My wife said, I will kill you if you don't have some activity in your life. You need some activity. You cannot. So I want to teach. I want to teach broadcasting. I want to have, is that my agent would always say to you, what's your third act? What's your third act going to be? This isn't like when they used to give you a gold watch at 60.
Yeah.
And you sat on the couch. Today's ages are different. So what do you do?
It's funny because Jamie's reaction to that email that we had last night was the exact opposite of mine. Mine was, this is Jim Furyk. It's not even close.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mine.
No, you say not even close.
Not even close because of the health thing. Give me my health all day. I mean, Jim Furyk has made enough money. I didn't know it was $70 million at the time.
I'm shocked he's third on the list.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
had no idea it was $70 million.
I knew Furyk is so steady Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tortoise and hare thing, right? So Tiger sprinted and did everything and got it all and became that and boom, done. Choo! Like the tortoise thing is Jim Furyk. All right, I'm on the Jim Furyk is I'm on the tour.
Yeah.
But being consistently a top 10 golfer.
Yeah.
For year
Another
after year
aspect
after year.
of this I just thought of, if you're Jim Furyk, you could go walk around, like, let's say Las Vegas.
And nobody knows you.
And probably be unnoticed for a large majority.
Especially if you don't have a hat on.
Yeah, and Tiger Woods can't step out of a cab without getting sworn.
So, John, what would your vote be? Because I was curious about this.
Absolutely Furyk.
Yeah,
Is it?
I'm Furyk too now. I swear.
Isn't it weird
Absolutely.
though?
Yeah.
Because the obvious thing is, as Jamie, as you said, I read it and I was like, are you kidding me? This is stupid. But that before I wrote it, I thought it out as much as we did.
And I promise you that there will be a. If you ran into Tiger in Vegas, though, he'd probably be at a strip club.
Or a Perkins.
He'd probably be I don't think they do have a Perkins on the strip, I think.
I'm sure Tiger's been there.
There is a Perkins on the strip.
We have a vote for Tiger.
What? A vote for Tiger?
Yeah, the guy in the orange thing.
Wait a minute. Coach Camille wants Tiger? Why?
I don't know that I could really explain it. I don't know. Just I get it with Jim Furyk, and I get the health part of it. Tiger's life just is amazing to me.
Really?
Yeah, the soap opera part of it, but all the drama involved in his life.
I think he's had sad life.
Yeah.
I think he's had a sad adulthood.
I gotta say, I wouldn't wish his last 15 years on a lot of people.
I wouldn't either. I think he's had a sad existence.
Yeah.
I really do.
You're
I think it's sad.
No, and you're not wrong too.
And,
Like the adulation is a big thing.
The adulation was great, but oof. Hey, remember downstairs we got Project 11 going on right now. Your opportunity, drop off your Wentz jerseys. Is everybody socially distanced too?
Yes.
Wear a mask, socially distanced, do all the right things.
We had people honking at us out there, John.
That's
it was
awesome.
cool, yeah.
We got the world famous Jeet food truck. Jeet, yeah.
I'm going to be Jeeting in just a little bit here.
No, Jew. That's
right? Remember that growing
I
up?
remember that. Giving out their famous fried hoagies. Oh, wait a minute. Now we know why Jamie wants to go down for second
I was
breakfast.
told.
Everybody brings in a jersey,
Yeah.
too, from TNN Homemade Kitchen, a South Philly institution with 2 locations, famous for their award-winning roast pork and chicken cutlet sandwiches. Compliments of Philly sports trips. The Fan Travel Group will host us going to Vegas this fall. Go to phillysportstrips.com. Get preliminary Vegas trip information. The same travel company who sent hundreds of Eagles fans to Miami in 2019 with Jamie Lynch and the Cuz. They're awesome. Just ask Jamie.
They are.
That's
They're
right.
incredible
That's
trip.
right. That's
And
exactly
me and
right.
Anthony had such a good time with listeners last year.
Tasty item.
And you know why they're a great run company, John?
Why is that?
Vince is a LaSalle High School guy.
So that's what it is?
That's right, brother.
You got that right.
Cuz isn't LaSalle High School.
No, he's not.
So why would Cuz be affirming that? Why would Cuz be affirming?
He knows
Him
what a
and
great
Jamie agree
education.
on pretty much everything.
Yeah, me and
What?
Anthony never
Anthony
battle.
and Jamie,
gosh.
they're like they see everything eye to eye.
Seriously.
Yesterday, I'm in the Alshon Jeffrey cold,
Oh
apparently.
my God, he came in and just started on you.
They don't win without
That might
Alshon.
be that'd be my favorite. That might be my favorite one. I think we send Jamie down now.
Yeah.
So Jamie, get the blank,
And I'm such a Foxhole guy. I'll grab some sandwiches for everybody.
get the blank out of here. I can wait till 10.
Yeah?
As long as I can wait till 10.
Well, if they're gone, you better get it now and save it.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
may
I don't know
wanna
how
have
long
one.
they're here for.
Yeah, so I
Do you
would.
think
I would be
Gina? Excuse me. Do you think Gina is going to allow us to not have food? Do you think Joe Z is going to make sure that we don't have food?
No,
Look. Many organizations have weasels in sales. We have Foxhole salespeople.
Yeah.
we
that
do
will
have
make
aces.
sure.
I'll give you that.
And
yes.
if they don't, they will be ripped on these airwaves as soon as we find out that all the
All right,
hoagies
I'm heading down.
So check it on out. Hoagie Mouth. King of the Hoagie Mouse is going to join him right now. Jamie Lynch will be down there. One Bala Plaza, just put it into your GPS. Come on out and see us. And we'll be there from 10 to noon, by the way. So if you've ever wanted to get a good glimpse, it's worth it. Come on by and see us. It'll be really good. Egan, my hair won't be black like in those pictures, but can you imagine? Studley John in that picture. Egan was a little...
Which picture are we talking about?
I'll
we
show
have to
you.
break.
I'll show you after. Egan was amused last night. We got a lot coming up for you, including Eagles optimism. Let's hope for it. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Okay, my Parks Casino Sportsbook app, it's awesome. It allows me at all times to have access to all the fun and games. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Best part about the Home Team Sportsbook app? Well, it's the Parks Casino behind it. Great odds, outstanding customer service, the props and the parlays. But the in-game wagering is absolutely fantastic. It just engages you. And you can do it to throw a couple bucks in a game. You will absolutely love it. Get your first bet risk-free up to $500. You download the app or you go to parkscasino.com/PA. Use promo code FANATIC. Your risk-free bet can be refunded to you in site credit. See the website for details. I love the in-game wagering, too, to be able to manipulate how you think things are going. If you thought last night's game was going off the rails, you put a little extra money on it there and see the lines constantly moving. It's fun. And the over-under number is constantly changing. You'll love it. And bet with Pennsylvania's home team sports betting app. My friends at Parks Casino. You got to be 21 or older in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
I know that most people find his calm leadership to be a gentle, soothing beacon at a time of great social chaos.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey, it's Cuz. Let me talk about my uncles, Uncle Greg, Uncle Paul, Family Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Well, they're kicking off their annual President's Day event. That means you're going to get monumental savings. Save big with up to $15,000 off MSRP on your favorite new models. Get 0% financing for 7 years. Oh, the uncles, my uncles and family, making it easy to get you behind the wheel of a new ride. You could also complete the entire car buying process online. Just shop, click, and drive. They'll deliver right to your doorstep. You rather visit the showroom? They make that easy and safe, too. Your safety is still the uncle's #1 priority. And at Family, they take extra precautions to protect you and your vehicle. Just schedule an appointment. They'll take care of the rest. Call, click, or go visit them today in the Philadelphia Airport Auto Mall. And remember, at Family Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you're more than a customer. Yeah, you're family. Online anytime, familyautos.com. See the uncles for details. The offer ends March 1st, 2021.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands, even tens of thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-259-8642. 800-259-8642. 800-259-8642.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like Taylor Swift choosing what to wear.
It's looking kind of chilly out today. I think I'll go with a cardigan.
Yep, even easier than that. And with our top-rated app, you can bank anytime, anywhere, making Capital One an even easier decision. That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
New consumer accounts only. Approval required. Terms apply. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Sure thing. We can help you replace those wipers. If yours are squeaking or streaking, it's probably time. We've got a wide selection of wipers that can stand up to any weather, including the right ones for your make and model. We've even got more ways to get them fast, like our next day delivery or free same-day store pickup. Getting the job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Here's the good news. Even with high unemployment, there's still a need for hundreds of thousands of cybersecurity professionals in the U.S. right now. And My Computer Career is training people to help meet the demand. No IT experience? No problem. Take the free career evaluation today at mycomputercareer.edu. Start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. Grants covering up to 53% of the cost are available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
You run a business and you need better wireless. 3 words, no more compromise. With the T-Mobile Business Advantage, you get the largest 5G network, award-winning customer support, and insanely great value. No trade-offs. Right now, get up to 90 days of unlimited free on business plans when you switch via bill credits. Stop in to find out more. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Complete port within 60 days. Customers over 50 gigabytes per month have lower speeds during congestion. Video at 480p unlimited on our network. See T-Mobile.com for 5G devices coverage and plan details.
Hey, it's Mike Miss here to tell you about my friends at Cinch. Cinch delivers propane grill tanks right to your doorstep so you'll never have to run out of propane. Right now, Cinch is offering new customers to get their first tank exchange for just $10 when they use my promo code Mike. Just go to cinch.com, spelled CYNCH.com, pick a delivery date that's convenient for you, and use the promo code Mike at checkout to get your first tank exchange for just $10. No more going through the hassle of lugging the used tank to the store. Stay safe and stay grilling with Cinch.
You might be over the pandemic, but the pandemic is far from over. It can be tough to do our part and keep wearing masks, but the science hasn't changed. Masks help slow the spread of COVID-19. The leading healthcare systems in the tri-state area join more than 2,000 hospitals nationwide to ask you to do one simple thing. Mask up. Just mask up. Together we can save lives. Learn more at everymaskup.com. Everymaskup.com.
Leave your sister alone. You're ready to get back into yoga, so you ordered the essentials. A non-slip mat, yoga blocks to keep balance, and an exercise ball. And you used your Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card, choosing to earn 3% cash back on online shopping and up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member, which you put towards your most essential yoga gear. Noise-canceling headphones.
Welcome. Take a deep breath. Breathe.
Apply for yours at bankofamerica.com/more rewarding. Copyright 2020 Bank of America Corporation.
Okay, there are things in life that you can always count on. And what I've learned in my move home to Philadelphia is I can count on potholes. And I can count in terrible road conditions. So I'm waiting to bust a tire or end up on the side of the road. But with AAA riding shotgun with me, I'm okay. Because I know that for over 100 years, they're always close and they take good care of you. For 20 years, they're going to take care of me. Maybe 30, maybe 40. You see, with 100 years of service behind them and 24/7 service, 24/7 peace of mind, and a special deal thanks to the Flyers. Did you know you can join AAA today and get 50% off at AAA.com/Flyers? They took care of your grandparents. They took care of your parents. They're taking care of you. And with their kind of reputation, they're going to end up taking care of your kids, too. You're going to absolutely love AAA with car care centers all over the Delaware Valley. Go to AAA.com for a complete list of locations. AAA's got you. They're riding shotgun along with you. And if you drive on City Avenue, just avoid it completely unless you've got AAA. Tell them John Kincade and the Flyers sent you.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
There is nothing bougie about this show. Look, I'm the only guy in here from Delco.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
All right, we've got some fun going on down today with the Project 11 going on downstairs as people are donating their jerseys and everything. Jamie Lynch is live on set right now downstairs, right outside One Balla. Jamie, what's it looking like down there?
It's good. We found the least sunny part of the parking lot, so that's a good start for things. It's nice and cold, and I'm an idiot and forgot a jacket.
So no jacket?
No jacket. I'm an idiot. These nips are protruding, John. We probably had about 10 jerseys so far, but apparently there was a big accident out there.
What?
18-wheeler flipped over on 76, I'm being told. So maybe some people are getting jammed up, but so far so good.
Let's hope everybody's careful. Let's keep it going there. And Jamie Lynch will be join us, and we'll be out there after 10 o'clock. So we look forward to seeing you out there. That's not good. A major accident on 76.
Chuck actually took a picture of it on his way in. Our boss, Chuck D'Amico. And, yeah, right off to the side, there were people climbing up onto the truck to help the guy get out.
Oh, my gosh.
So Chuck just missed it. It must have happened recently, so be careful out there.
Everybody be careful out there and come on by and see us. Just put in One Balla Plaza, and come on by and see us. Oh, wait a minute. Now WMMR, I mean, we're talking about WMMR, it being in the same building. And what sort of annoys me with my own family and my own cousins is the fact that they're like, their cousin's coming home to host a radio show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Uh-huh.
Every freaking Kincade says to me, well, you guys are in the building where MMR is. You're in MMR's building. And look who's here, Jackson.
How are you, gents?
From WMMR. He's here. It annoys the hell out of me, Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be, the first thing out of their mouth should be, damn, the Fanatic.
Right.
They're all like, oh, yeah, you're in the same building as MMR.
Well, you know how it is. It's like Flyers, Phillies, Eagles, Sixers, MMR.
Well, it's iconic. Seriously, it's iconic.
Yeah.
In this
town. Woven into the fabric.
Okay, I don't understand, though. why you would be here at 8:30 in the morning.
You know what?
I can barely get these guys to be here 45 minutes. Wait a minute.
Look what I brought you.
Look at that.
Wentz jerseys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not one.
Awesome.
No, I brought you two because I brought you my kids, too. He was not eager to part with it.
He was not.
He was not eager to part with it.
How old is he?
He was on the Windswagon. 11.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I brought you mine.
There you go. And I got rid of mine, too.
Yeah.
Mine is downstairs, too. Now, Jackson, I've been told, lights cigars with hundreds. That's what I've been told. Is that they get so you will.
He works at MMR.
You will be purchasing another jersey, right?
Well, I thought you guys were trading Hertz jerseys for the Wentz.
You came here under false pretense.
That was the deal. That's what I was told.
That's what XTU is doing. I think that's next week. I think they're doing something like that.
You guys have a nice setup down here. I was like, this is where all the money in the company goes. It's not
really?
coming to us.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
As we have wires hanging out of the wall over there.
Yeah, 4 walls and a ceiling.
I've only been electrocuted twice.
Yeah.
And that was peeing.
Yeah.
You know, here
the studio's nice, though. You got to give it up for the studio. It's pretty nice.
They change your guys' carpeting for shows.
Yeah. Seriously. And you're not here in the morning. And I don't want to piss you off. But when we get off the elevator in the morning, before 5 a.m., the rose petals are still laid out to Preston and Steve's studio. So we walk right along the rose petal path.
They're kind of a big deal.
They vacuum them. They vacuum them up around 10:20.
Oh, good.
So you don't see them.
Well, they make us pick them up at 10:20. Yeah.
I didn't look at the fine print in my contract. I didn't even realize that. Jackson though is like, look, our friends at MMR. You guys are all huge sports fans.
Yeah, I'm a casual sport. I'm not like you guys. You guys are into the stats and into I can't tell you who won the Super Bowl 3 years ago because I drink too much.
We 3 years ago, it was the Eagles. You really did drink that.
Wow. How much do you drink?
Pat really does.
Look at that. I would have said that was 4 years ago.
See?
No.
That's because you've been in a stupor.
No, and it's funny is I've been here about 16 years. I was an Air Force brat. So grew up out west. And we didn't really have teams as a kid. Like when I first moved here, they were like, "Oh, what football team?" I was like, I kind of like the Eagles. They're like, "Shut up. You don't like the Eagles. What are you talking about? You're a Broncos fan. What are you?" It goes all the way back to the 81 Super Bowl against the Raiders. I was a kid. I was about my kid's age.
Painful memory.
Yeah, but it was cool for me because I didn't really have a team to follow yet. And you know who did it for me? Was of all people was it Tony Franklin?
Yeah, Tony Franklin,
the barefoot kicker, right?
Really?
So I watched that game by myself on a little black and white TV in my bedroom, and then went outside in the cold and tried to kick balls over a tree branch barefoot. Don't ever do that.
Did you break your foot?
Don't ever do that,
especially not in the cold.
I didn't walk for a week, then that's when I started to kind of follow the Eagles.
See?
And then when I moved here, it was like, wow, this is awesome.
Okay, any idea of what jersey you will look to purchase? I'm waiting for the draft.
Yeah.
And seeing who they pick
are they
at
going to
the
go
top
for
of
a
the
quarterback, or are they going to? You guys know this stuff.
Look, if we knew what the Eagles were going to do, seriously, that we'd get it right. Because if they call us, if Howie Roseman calls us, Jackson, we can get this right.
Yeah.
Between the brain power and our show,
we'd win another Super Bowl.
Exactly. Yeah. It would just be a little shorter. I have no idea what Howie Roseman's going to do.
Yeah.
No idea. But I will purchase another jersey.
Yeah. Does he want to get in Hurts' head already? I feel like that's what they did to Wentz, by drafting Jalen Hurts. Was they just got in his head? I think they got in his head. He's,
I wouldn't go another quarterback because it makes you. I don't think they will, I should say, because I think it makes them look vulnerable. Like, oh my God, we screwed this up. We screwed it up. We're trying to fix it again.
Jackson, what I say to that is, I've worked in radio my whole career.
Yeah.
So that would be like they bring in a hotshot young DJ to do another show on MMR.
Right.
So is that say, oh, man, they're trying to groom us someone to be my replacement. My mind's lost. I can't compete. Or does it make you get a little tougher and make you
realize
really
why I'm here, right?
Yes, you realize that. I didn't realize that.
You blew the interview when you said you're a casual sports fan, Jackson.
Joe Bell didn't tell me. Didn't tell me. Jackson, we appreciate you stopping on by.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Everybody check you out, too.
This is really cool what you're doing. I think it's awesome. You guys are donating these. Right?
Yes.
Salvation Army, where we found out from that a couple people from the shelter saying that they really do keep you warmer. That those are a great, even the replica ones keep you warmer than just a regular T-shirt or something like that. So hopefully it'll get some people some warmth.
Very cool.
Thanks, Jackson.
Awesome. Thanks
Great
so
to
much,
see
guys.
you. Great to
Appreciate it,
meet
man.
you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
There you go. Good to have that. Jamie Lynch was downstairs hanging out with the folks out in front as we do Project 11 at One Bala Plaza. And by the way, strangely enough, Doc, my brother, texts me and says, no hoagie Friday in Lent.
Yeah, you know what?
And I just say to Doc, first of all, I think he purchases like the 10 texts a month plan because honestly, I don't like texting. I don't want to text. My brother said, I don't want to text. Don't text me. I hate texting. So he texts me to say, don't have the hoagie. So now he's in my head.
Because
and Father Ames listens from my temporary parish, St. Coleman's. He listens.
He'll
be able to smell the capicola on my breath.
If you accidentally do it, if you forget and you do it,
I can't accidentally do it now.
Well, Coach was the one that spoiled it actually because he came in here and said, "Don't forget it's Friday, guys."
No,
meat."
He heard,
and I'm
he
like,
heard me say about Doc saying it.
Okay. Oh,
So
okay.
he's trying to-
well,
so then
for
he's
me,
being
I didn't
evil.
hear the dot. Yeah. So now you blew it for me. I can't even mistakenly.
I'll eat your guys' shares.
Well, here's what I would say. Here's what I'm saying.
More for me.
To my brother and to my temporary pastor and everybody else. I am going to. I will honor it. I will honor as much as I want to. I will honor it. But I will tell you this: I'm having beer at 10 a.m. How do you like them apples?
I believe Jesus would like me to have a delicious chicken cutlet sandwich. Why would he deprive
Wait
me
a
of
minute.
that?
They brought chicken cutlet sandwiches.
I don't know what they have.
Roast beef.
Oh, look
you're
at John.
in trouble.
He is. You're a sinner.
Be gone, devil. Be gone.
So if you say, all right, today, look, they're making a food drop. We have to.
Yeah,
it's
can
our
you just
job.
push it to Saturday?
But that's what I was going to say. I'm going to push it to Sunday because we're going out to dinner with friends on Sunday, and I think I already looked up what I'm going to get, and it's going to be seafood. So I'm pushing my meatless day to Sunday.
He hung on a cross for me. I mean, it can sort of is that.
Yeah, but it was on his time.
Selfish, that guy.
That's a way to look.
He had supper first, didn't he? It's not like he went before supper.
Yeah.
No, he went after the
They had
last.
supper on Thursday, and then Friday they did that to him.
See, still got a good meal in.
Hang a Jeet food truck chicken cutlet in front of him. We'll see how strong he is. You know?
Jeet.
Jeet.
You
Gotta
know?
love it,
Jeet.
gotta
He's
love
only
it.
human, right?
Yes, he is. He's only
So
human. He's
he would
flesh and
have-
blood.
he would have
of
the
flesh
chicken
and blood
cutlet.
he's made.
You guys
He's only human.
better not walk outside today.
Why?
You are going to get struck with a
By
bolt of lightning, all
no,
three
I
of you.
won't.
I mean,
No, I won't.
We're talking
No.
chicken cutlets here, Coach.
There it is. You don't want that. You don't want that. I enjoy enjoy a good tasty item. But check out Project 11 right now out in front of One Bala, and we'll be there till noon. So come on by, donate your Carson Wentz jerseys like Jackson.
There's a beautiful one, the military one that's like that kind of
the
like camo.
salute to the
fake-
military.
Yeah, and it's got the American. It's a beautiful jersey.
Yeah, that wasn't
that
out
does
there when
sound
I went out. That is nice. Mike from Delran, one of our callers.
He's going to come on by?
He texted me last night. He's like, hey, you mind if I come and hang out? And I was like, dude, that's what we're there for. So he's going to come and hang out with us today.
Now we're going to socially distance, though.
Yes.
Of course. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
can drink
Natural
beers.
Lawn of America is safer for your lawn. Kids, pets, you got it? Schedule their full-service program, and you're going to get free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. Natural Lawn of America. Greener grass, fewer weeds, absolutely guaranteed. In the linchpin, there's some optimism, but it's from an eagle.
This is the Linchpin.
Brandon Graham Instagram yesterday caught my eye.
Did it?
It's a picture of him and the team celebrating. It looks like the game in L.A. when all the Eagles fans were there. It says, cannot wait to see what the 2021 season holds for us. We getting back to that championship ball this year. While laughable on its surface, that was my reaction too. Championship ball isn't happening. But this is now Miles Sanders, Lane Johnson, and Brandon Graham all kind of look. I know what they're going to say as players of the team. You always want to believe you have a chance. Otherwise, it's pointless. My read on the situation is there's a feeling from that locker room. And look, I'm an outsider just looking in through social media and stories and reporters, and my chair just shrunk.
What the hell happened?
Oh, my God.
My leg hit the chair and I shrunk.
Oh.
I think there's a real belief in that building that
Jamie's chair.
His head is just barely above the table.
No, it was more of the picture that I was seeing. The microphone coming down to Jamie in the chair.
I think there's a actual belief in that locker room that there's going to be an addition by subtraction this year. I might be reading into it too much.
Oh, no. He was a locker room joy. Listen to Chris Long. Oh, he was a joy to be around.
I think people...
Oh, yes. He was fake news. He was a joy.
Like, I know players are going to say this stuff, but I think there's a feeling of it's not going to be that bad next year.
Oh, my gosh.
That's adorable.
It is adorable.
Because it's going to be that bad the next year. Because
it's not going to be
there was a quote from Zach Berman when we had him on maybe 2 or 3 months ago.
Yes.
And it still applies. He said, they're old, they're expensive, and they're devoid of talent. Nothing has changed. They're still old. They're still expensive. They still have zero talent.
I don't completely agree with that. That's
they
no
don't have
talent.
zero talent.
Yeah, I mean, look, John loves when I bring up Lane Johnson and Brandon Brooks returning.
Oh, they're going to be healthy. They're out there
they're
tap dancing right now.
You still have Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox. You still have Darius Slay. You still have Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders. Like, it's not like they're St. Mary's for the blind going out there against, the big bad NFL. They have some legit NFL players. You got to hit on your draft picks without a doubt.
How many legit NFL players? We did the numbers. I mean, seriously.
I mean, John, we just named 7,
this
so get
roster
excited.
is terrible. This roster
I don't think it's good, but I don't think it's terrible.
This roster should have police tape around it.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Call me green goggles or whatever. I see some football players on this roster.
What about Green Goblin?
Well, if you take the names that you take, and then just playing devil's advocate, I'm not disagreeing with, the downsides outweigh the upsides. Like Fletcher Cox on the downside of his career. I think
those guys that I mentioned are all 30 plus, which is the fault of it.
I honestly wish that they'd get something for Fletcher Cox and he'd go somewhere where he puts in a couple years and gets another chance at a ring. Because I love Fletcher Cox's game, but I don't want to see him on a 4-win team. 5-win team.
I don't want to see Brandon Graham on a 4-win team.
I love Brandon Graham's enthusiasm, his joy. He is a joyous guy.
He is a joyous guy. He puts a smile on your face.
Thank you, 97.5. I cannot wait to meet Brandon Graham.
He's great
guy, yeah.
Cannot wait to meet him.
We'll get him on.
That'll be great. Flyers Sabres tomorrow at 1. Sixers Cavs tomorrow at 7. You got a doubleheader Saturday right here on The Fanatic.
Cue a text from Anthony telling me I'm insane.
Did it come over?
I'm sure it will be.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you're going to get something.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be on there.
He did text me about the Salt and Boca.
Yeah, he told me, and I said, that's a tasty item. That's what I said. My favorite thing. Anthony's tasty items has to be, Anthony should put together a menu.
The Philadelphia tasty items?
Tasty items.
Yeah.
It is Anthony Gargano's tasty items, and you just have competition for every single thing. So you're talking about the staples. I'm talking about the staples. You got to have soup on the menu. You got to have mozzarella sticks on the menu.
He would go snapper soup from Ponzio's.
No, but there's got to be a competition, right?
Okay.
It would be a small menu, John, and I think Jamie will back me up on this.
Why, does he eat like a 12-year-old?
He only eats very, very certain things.
Really?
Like he doesn't do breakfast food.
No
breakfast food at all.
He doesn't do the egg.
Right? Oh, no, egg is out.
He doesn't do Thanksgiving.
But Mike doesn't do
Thanksgiving.
Mike doesn't do eggs either.
Okay, there's something crazy when 2/3 of the hosts here on the shows with their name.
Guy Fieri doesn't like eggs either. It makes him like.
Really?
Oh yeah. And any of his shows,
you
when
put
people
some stank on Fieri.
It's Fieri.
Any other
it's Guy?
Any other serial killer tendencies of Mike and Anthony that I need to know about? Who doesn't eat an egg?
Well, I think the weirdest thing was when we used to do broadcast down, and I think the Trop. Anthony would order chicken parm at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
See, now that's
because he hated breakfast,
and he doesn't like limp bacon.
I hate limp bacon.
Oh
no, I hate it.
Any shape or form bacon's coming.
You like chewy bacon?
Sure.
Oh,
I like crisp bacon too.
Not chewy bacon.
Oh yeah. Have you ever had a Florida style pizza? That's one of Anthony's tasty items. He introduced me to.
What's that?
It's basically a slice of pizza that's folded over and deep fried into.
I can't do the deep fried.
Oh,
wait!
I can't afford.
Keep going. Deep fried into what?
No, basically you make a slice of pizza like a ball, more or less, and deep fry it, and it's a turnover.
Oh gosh, why are you screwing with the pizza? Like, why does it? Like,
it's delicious.
Like it's no, but like pizza. That's not pizza. That's not.
No, it's
pizza.
called it's Florida style turnover.
Food is erotic to you. right?
Kinda, yeah. When I busted out the short ribs out of the fridge the other night.
Is food foreplay in your house? Because honestly, my wife will tell people, my husband's the only person in America who the review of the monthly financial spreadsheet for our family income is like considered foreplay. It's like it's one of the most arousing things in the world to me. Look how much we did 401k. Look how much our savings built up. She's like, he's obsessed. Is there anything? Bob's just into the regular grade A foreplay.
He's just into banging pies.
Bob's getting
John, what's this thing foreplay you speak of?
Bob's getting killed.
Yeah, I'll bang that.
Bob's getting killed by Nicholas.
Oh no!
On YouTube.
What did I do?
He says Boomer Bob is looking up menu days in advance to pick his meal. He said you did do that.
I know I don't do that. And then we've talked about this on air before.
My wife does that.
There's a girl, one of our groups, a girl was putting together, my high school group. She was putting together where we were going to go out to dinner. So
you had to review to see if
well, I just, Donna's pretty picky on her food, and if, they were picking a Greek place or something like that, Donna wouldn't eat Greek, so I was just checking the menu.
See, Nicholas, you're wrong.
So that's it. No, I hear what Nicholas is saying, but I never, ever do that, and I can't stand when people do that.
See, now, to me, and this is strange serial killer tendency. I'm going to, our families, they love we love this place called Valenza in Atlanta, best Italian food in Atlanta. So we go to Valenza. I know there's two things on the menu. I'm getting one of them.
Yeah.
And I'm not wandering off the two things on the menu that I know I've had both times that I've just loved. A butter squash.
You had me at butter.
What is it called? Buttercup? It's not buttercup squash.
Butternut squash?
Butternut squash ravioli.
Oh, hell yeah.
Holy moly.
Really?
I mean, spectacular. And then they have a sister steakhouse that absolutely, Arnett's, that they
Italian places do great steaks.
But then they go over to you go to Arnett's and you get the steakhouse, and I know that I get the Spinelli. You ever had Spinella?
I don't know. What is it?
Not Spinelli from General Hospital.
No.
Spinella's. It's the
spiral
the Spinellas.
pasta?
No. Spinellas is a cut of steak.
Oh, no.
It's a cut of steak. You'll have to read it. You got the Google machine up all the time over there. You're tapping it up.
Spinella.
The Spinellas. Spinellas, I believe it is. Spinellas. It is a cut of steak, and it is fantastic.
So
if you haven't treated yourself,
okay, so it's a steak. It's not
a cut of cut of steak.
Okay.
It's a cap of ribeye.
It's the cap of the ribeye.
Oh.
Closest to the bone. It's like they go closest to the bone on a ribeye, and they just and it is
the meat by the bone is usually the most flavorful.
And it is spectacular. Absolutely. But you have a hard time getting Spinella. I have not seen it in Philadelphia.
I don't recall seeing it on a menu at all around here.
I've never seen it on a menu in Philadelphia, but I'm sure somebody will have it. I'm sure somebody will have it for us. Pat, you were very excited, and it wasn't because of Blue Chew.
Well,
you were extremely excited.
Who doesn't like a good boner? I think that's a poignant question to ask.
You're even using your own drops, which is really
wow.
That's really
it's kind of egotistical.
That's sort of next level. Though.
It's sad, but it fit. It fit the story. I realized, and this is sad, at the age of 31, that I get way too pumped up about getting a good parking spot in my neighborhood. Like when I pull up to the street
parking. Though.
We do. We have on-street parking, and parking in my neighborhood can be pretty tough. And when I come home late, it's late because when we get home from this shift, they're open. But if I get home late and there's a parking spot,
and stuff
right there, I start fist pumping. I start getting hype in the car. I whip that car around, parallel park it. I'm jacked.
Barry White goes on.
Not. And then you leave for work and you put the folding chair in the spot. Or we already talked about that. I
don't do that.
You do not do that.
But is there anything that you guys that gets you a little too excited that really shouldn't? Like no adult should get pumped up because they get a parking spot near your house. Sadly,
one.
I do.
What?
I do. I have one. Getting a shopping cart when you go to the store. That is really good. Like it doesn't have the wheel going around, or it doesn't, pull to the left, or like getting a smooth shopping cart.
Really, that's
excites
a good.
me.
But it puts smile
That's a
on your
good one.
face.
Yeah, it's all.
That's a weird one.
I don't care what you say.
My pew of choice being open when I get to church, because I have to sit on the aisle. I have to sit in the aisle. I'm claustrophobic, so I like to sit in the aisle that I just have a little more space. the pew that I like to sit in, the perfect distance of not being up front, not being in the back, the perfect position, that pew being open. If someone's in my pew, it sort of pisses me off, which is probably not very Christian.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Get the bleep out of my seat.
Yo, you're in my seat, punk.
Don't even get me started on Christmas Eve
come
Mass.
on, man.
Sister.
Don't even get me started on Christmas Eve Mass. Then I'm really going to piss people off.
Yeah,
when all the part-timers show up and start bringing in hi, 6 of us have showed up, but we have 10 more coming, and they're in the parking lot, so we spread out. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, not playing that game.
It's a bloodbath. Christmas
Get out,
Eve.
Satan. Not playing. All right, we'll get to more of this coming up. We'll have more of those, and if you want to share some, you can with us here on the John Kincade Show. The 9 o'clock hour as proud of doing business with T-Mobile, and I can tell you from point-blank range that I am a day one T-Mobile customer because they used to be a company called PowerTel, and I was a PowerTel customer. And then this new T-Mobile came along, and I decided I'm going to give T-Mobile a shot to win my business. You know what they've never done? Lost my business. Because you know why? Because I don't have to worry about the next big cell phone deal that, come get an upgraded phone and we'll give you 3 lines. No, I don't have to deal with that because I've always had the best. So that makes it really easy for me to be a T-Mobile customer and to tell you that I want you to become one too. When T-Mobile and Sprint merged, that network, well, it's next level. It's absolutely second to none. More towers, more engineers, more coverage, which keeps me connected no matter where I'm going all over the Delaware Valley as I'm getting acquainted with dining spots, shopping places, and things like that. There's never been a better time for you to join T-Mobile. I want you to go to T-Mobile.com to learn more today. You will absolutely love them. And I want to remind you that coverage may not be available in some areas.
The John Kincade Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
What's for dinner, you ask? At Wawa, we've got the answer, no matter what you're craving. Because Wawa now has dinner. Every day starting at 4 p.m., you'll find crave-worthy dinner options that will make everyone happy. Like fettuccine Alfredo, kids' meals, delicious Angus burgers, French fries, and more. Choose in-store, curbside, or delivery. Wawa dinner. Sounds good.
Come in from the cold for something hot and comforting from Wawa. Savor the handcrafted salty sweetness of a toasted caramel crunch latte, topped with a caramel drizzle and crunchy caramelized sugar. Or cozy up to the warm, inviting vanilla sugar and spice aromas of our new cinnamon bun coffee, bursting with a delicious fresh baked flavor. Treat yourself and try them both this winter to create your very own getaway to deliciousness. Gotta have a Wawa.
When you're running a business, you don't have time to worry about slow internet or confusing cybersecurity. So get fast, reliable internet from Comcast Business on the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses. You can add the advanced security of Comcast Business Security Edge to help eliminate threats. And enjoy the peace of mind that comes with knowing 24/7 support is just a phone call away. It's internet and advanced security made simple, so you can bounce forward with Comcast Business. Help your business to bounce forward with this amazing offer. Get started with 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge for just $79.99 a month for 24 months with a 3-year agreement. Plus, get a $200 prepaid card when you switch today. Call 1-800-501-6000 to learn more. Offer ends 2/28. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business customers only. Enrollment in EcoBill and autopay required. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, installation, taxes, and fees extra. Subject to change. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Call for details.
Vehicle prices plus tax and tag. Zero down to well-qualified buyers through dealer's primary lending source.
Holy jeep! Roses are red, violets are blue. Why buy a used car when you can buy new? It's a fantastic February at world-famous Gary Barbera's on the Boulevard. 1,000 vehicles, one location. Just $199 down for only $199 a month. Gary Barbera discounts Jeeps cheap. Plus, qualified buyers get the lowdown on the no-down. Is Barbera's on the Boulevard the best? Boy, I guess.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Ugh, nothing's worse than starting trouble. We can help you out. We can start with a free battery test. That way we'll know if your battery is causing the issue. It could be your starter or your alternator. You don't want to waste money on the wrong fix. And if you do need a new battery, we've got you covered with a wide selection of replacement batteries. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination. Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2019.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Chrissy is refinancing her home, so she shopped around for the lowest rate and found it at AmeriSave.com, setting her up for a lifetime of savings. It's one decision she'll never regret, unlike wearing tap shoes to a surprise party.
Sorry, guys. Just trying to find the perfect hiding place.
Pretty regrettable, Chrissy. Unlike finding that low mortgage rate at AmeriSave.com that's got you on your way to a lifetime of savings. AmeriSave's rates won't be this low forever, so go to AmeriSave.com now. Lower mortgage rates mean higher savings. Call 866-5146 or visit AmeriSave.com/licensing for cost information, terms, and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all states except New York. NMLS number 1168.
DSC. There are so many razors out there. How do you choose which one's right for you? Well, at Dollar Shave Club, we got you. With a 6-blade cartridge for daily shavers with short hair and a 4-blade cartridge for less frequent shavers with longer hair. Still confused? Well, we put both blades in one new starter box, so you can test drive both. Check out dollarshaveclub.com/ESPN, dollarshaveclub.com/ESPN, and visit DSC at your nearest store. You've got questions, we got answers. Welcome to the club.
Now at a store near you.
You run a business and you need better wireless. 3 words, no more compromise. With the T-Mobile Business Advantage, you get the largest 5G network, award-winning customer support, and insanely great value. No trade-offs. Right now, get up to 90 days of unlimited free on business plans when you switch via bill credits. Stop in to find out more. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Complete port within 60 days. Customers over 50 gigabytes per month have lower speeds during congestion. Video at 480p unlimited on our network. See T-Mobile.com for 5G devices coverage and plan details.
Hey, it's Mike Miss here to tell you about my friends at Cinch. Cinch delivers propane grill tanks right to your doorstep, so you'll never have to run out of propane. Right now, Cinch is offering new customers to get their first tank exchange for just $10 when they use my promo code Mike. Just go to cinch.com, spelled CYNCH.com, pick a delivery date that's convenient for you, and use the promo code Mike at checkout to get your first tank exchange for just $10. No more going through the hassle of lugging the used tank to the store. Stay safe and stay grilling with Cinch.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in just 3 easy steps. 1. Get your free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with your check in as little as 30 minutes. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
This is the radio show I always wanted to host here in Philly. Question is whether it's the one you've always wanted to listen to.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
He really didn't have a wiener, but you got the point.
Nine o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. We appreciate you being a part of the show. It's brought to you by The Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag. Get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. And for details, go to Bagster.com. The world-famous Jeet food truck yet? Jeet yet? Jamie is choking over there. Who's giving Jamie the Heimlich maneuver as he shoved food in his mouth that Jamie is now choking on the air? He's choking.
He doesn't chew. He gets so excited to eat. He's like a little kid. He forgets to chew.
He inhales.
Yeah.
He inhales food. I mean, that was you inhaled something. What did you eat?
If you're going to choke. Is there some spice there, or what was that? What happened to you?
What did you do there?
What the hell is going on?
I thought we almost lost you.
What's that thing in the back of your throat?
Uvula.
I hit that.
I thought that was in a woman's part.
No, I think the thing in the back of your throat is called an uvula.
I call it a beanbag to my wife.
Uvula.
She hates it.
What is that?
I think I'm dying.
What is going
can you go
on
die in the other room? Get out of here.
What is going on with you?
I'm crying.
What is? I mean, seriously. We're usually crying because
it was delicious, though.
Usually crying because of your content. The Jeet food truck.
Wow.
Gives out their famous. I saw the fried hoagies.
Yeah.
I saw the fried hoagies there. TNN Homemade Kitchen. This thing looks awesome. South Philly Institution.
Woo!
Award-winning roast pork and chicken cutlet sandwiches. The boss Chuck walking around, hanging out with us.
Save me something, Chuck. I didn't get anything.
No, I put it here.
You brought it in.
Studio.
Oh, you're the man.
I brought it in the studio because guess what? I know the scavengers are going to come around to grab stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, it's compliments of our friends at Philly Sports Trips, the fan travel group that will host the John Kincade Show family going to Las Vegas this fall, and you are going to come with us, right? Go to phillysportstrips.com and get preliminary Vegas trip information. And Jamie, you've traveled with them before.
They're phenomenal. Vince runs a great trip. I can't recommend it enough. We had a blast in Miami.
It's so much fun.
Imagine how fun Vegas is going to be.
Oh my gosh, I just love Vegas. I love Las Vegas so much. Wait a minute, let me look at my Countdown app because I have the Countdown app on the phone on all my things. Okay, the Countdown app. I will in 143 days to Vegas.
Ooh.
143 days to Las Vegas. So I'll think about that.
And do you go by yourself?
No, this is our, my wife and I, we have it, we call it, we used to call it our anniversary trip.
Oh, okay.
But now we shifted into later in July.
Okay.
A little bit more. But it is the trip and we go out every single July. So our anniversary is 7/7, and we used to go out around there. But this is our anniversary trip sort of every year.
Okay.
And we love, the whole family loves Vegas.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Ask Olivia her favorite place.
I can't imagine what a football game environment is like in that city.
Well, the best thing, too, is I want to have something organized where we've got some sort of organized activity for those who want to wager and party on Saturday afternoon for college football.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's Saturday morning.
Yes.
The Big Ten games are kicking off at 9 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
So we're having breakfast.
Oh, I'll be in the sportsbook all day.
Bob's got Bloody Marys going, maybe. I don't know if it's... Are you a Bloody Mary guy? Or are you just a breakfast beer out there?
I don't really like to drink beer that early. So what I may do is like a mimosa or something, or maybe a...
Irish coffee.
How about
a vodka and orange juice? Irish coffee finishes the day.
I thought Irish coffee was an end.
That's
right.
That's the way I do it.
Day, right?
I finish the day like that.
It's coffee, booze. It's good start
the Jamie is really. I find myself doing it now. I did it twice yesterday when I wasn't around. Jamie.
I found myself doing you yesterday.
Oh no! What happened?
Well, that was quite.
I'm sorry.
Weird.
I'm sorry.
What? That was weird.
You better grab that,
Connor, immediately.
Connor, I need that.
I'm talking to a buddy, and I repeated myself.
You did the Johnny 2 times?
I never do that.
See, you just did. There you go.
Hey, Johnny
but I did. I did it yesterday, and I was like, oh, my God, John's rubbing off on me.
That was...
Bob,
you're giving them life.
Come on, Bob.
You just did it again. You just did it again.
I'm an idiot.
I think
I lost coach on that
don't
one.
lose any of those. That's what Johnny 2 times. They actually, to break me of the habit, they would play that sounder for me to break me of the habit.
You don't do it on air, though.
Not as often.
You really don't hardly ever do it on air. You do it off air.
Off air. I do it all the time. I do it all, unless you're on the phone with me. And then I don't.
Because you want to get off as quick as possible.
Because I want to get off the phone. By the way, the same doctor who told me that I'm not OCD, because of the fact that he said you don't have to rip every segment, he goes, just prove it to yourself. And I didn't, and I don't have to now. So he goes, you're not OCD. That same doctor said there is something, though, with the phone. The fact that I don't like talking on the phone.
I hate talking on the phone.
He goes, you love to talk. You are a big talker. And you hate talking on the phone. There's something there. He just doesn't know what
I don't
it is.
like just holding it to my face.
I don't like I don't like talking on the phone. I like quick phone call. Make a phone call to me, and we're going to talk, and we're going to share whatever information has to be talked. My wife can do. Her and her friends, they can do phone calls for hours.
Hours?
Hour and 10, hour and 15 conversations.
I did that in grade school with my girlfriend, you know, because that was all you had. You talk like an hour and a half. I couldn't imagine talking to anybody on the phone for an hour and a half.
What's the longest conversation you have on the phone, Pat?
6 hours.
What?
Yeah.
I probably was like 3.
Why were you 6 hours on the phone? Like, what would you be on the phone for 6 hours with somebody?
Phone boner.
Girlfriend.
Really?
I mean, we weren't doing that.
I dated a girl in Kentucky in high school, so we used to have pretty...
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so your make-believe girlfriend was in Kentucky.
They met at Niagara Falls.
Her name was Annie Murphy, and she was a wonderful lady.
Annie Murphy.
A friend of mine had moved up from Kentucky, so her Kentucky friends started coming to visit and yada, yada, yada. So I talked on the phone a lot because nobody cares.
So you talked on the phone.
That was it.
Annie Murphy.
Yes.
To Annie Murphy back in the
Have either of you ever been polled?
Yes, well, that's what he asked Annie.
So, long phone conversations don't happen anymore.
Wow, that is absolutely incredible. As we start the 9 o'clock hour, the final hour of the week.
Kentucky girls are hot. Our group of friends, whew.
Management there are very attractive ladies in
Louisville
Kentucky.
is hot.
Hey, it seems as if the Eagles and the Phillies are both heading into dangerous territory. Because here's why I'm going to tell you. The fall guys are now gone. After the backhanded verbal takedown Bryce Harper gave to Matt Klentak, who I understand now is safely sorting copier paper for the organization, reportedly handling group sales and sorting out bobbleheads. Problem is now the blame has to turn inward to the Phillies clubhouse. Now the focus is going to have to turn to players that don't live up to their potential or those who don't deliver to their paychecks. And the same goes for Howie Roseman. In a different way, he's managed to survive the giant can of Raid that Jeff Lurie took to his organization, was spraying everywhere, somehow placing the blame on everybody else. But the Master Roach is alive, and Jeffrey Lurie didn't get him. So now the mirror will be squarely put in front of Howie Roseman. And I don't know if he's ready for his close-up. Because the problem with publicly blaming others is after they're gone, you must succeed. How about this number for you? And I'm stealing it from Albert Breer, Monday morning quarterback, and this was from 2018. Coaches that are fired in the NFL with greater than a 3 full season tenure. This is 2018, this stat. The percentage of them that last 4 years or more that then get fired, that fire a coordinator, is over 80%. Not that have a coordinator leave, but fire a coordinator. In other words, blame him. Uh-oh. Now it's time to blame me. Hope you're ready for the close-up, Phillies, in the clubhouse. Hope you're ready for the close-up, Howie Roseman, because now the excuse makers have all been eradicated. There we go. That is the 9 o'clock hour where we get started here on the John Kincade Show with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and the coach, Eric Camille. Bob, when you blame other people and you say they're the problem. And Jeffrey Lurie did that to the Eagles fan base. Now Howie he's got to perform, and he's got to perform now. This year's draft, this year's free agency, he's got to perform now. And same thing with what Bryce Harper did the other day to Matt Klentak. Yeah, the front office, that's why we've underachieved my 2 years here. That's why we haven't delivered anything that was promised when I signed with the Phillies. Now, all turns on that clubhouse. Show me what you got, guys. Show me what you got.
Yeah, I've always liked the guy better and being the guy better, if I ever was, that keeps his mouth shut, less is expected, and you perform.
Larry Fitzgerald.
JT Real Muto comes to mind with the Phillies. Like, the guy doesn't talk.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he talks and says good things. It says, standard things.
Correct.
But good dude, but just his actions speak louder than his words. I love it when there's a guy. Maurice Cheeks was my guy back in the day. It's why I wore number 10. He just kept his mouth shut, barely talked to anybody, and he was phenomenal. I love those guys that you go to a game and you look and you say, oh, wow, look at that number such and such. He's really good. Be the one that not everybody knows about, but be one of the best. Those are my type of guys to the end.
Jamie, I'm completely diametrically opposed to Bob's point of view of going with the quiet guy. I find the quiet guys extremely annoying, and I find them very sneaky.
Yes.
But, I mean, as far as now the Eagles organization, Jeffrey Lurie can't trot someone else as an excuse. And now for the Phillies organization, yeah, Bryce had his fun. He pointed out that what everybody already knew, that Matt Klentak did a bad job. But now, let's start concentrating on the guys in the organization and whether they're delivering up to their potential and their paychecks and their expectations.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I'm here for it front row in 2021.
Well, first, Howie Roseman's done unless he has a really good draft and offseason. If he misses on his high capital draft picks this year, that's it. Then that's the nail in the coffin. I can't imagine Jeffrey Lurie would allow that to continue. But baseball it's kind of why it's a fascinating sport, because Bryce Harper could do his part, and it's not like when he's an offensive lineman in football making a good block that springs the tight end or the wide receiver or the running back. Like, that's more a cohesive unit. In baseball, like, Bryce could be great, but it could not carry a team.
Well,
it's so individual.
I got you. But Bryce blamed the front office.
Well,
that's what he did.
I think they had a quiet, good offseason.
I would like, after year 3 of Bryce Harper here in town, I want Bryce Harper to turn it a little inward. Let's start holding the guys who are wearing the pinstripes, who are out there in their Phillies uniforms. Let's hold them accountable. But let's start seeing who's in the locker room living up to expectations.
I have a feeling that you've been doing that already.
What do you mean?
Like, I have a feeling that you last season, before Bryce Harper ever made these comments, were saying Bryce Harper hasn't lived up to expectations. So
I would say
fans like you have already been doing it.
Guess what? I absolutely do it.
So what's changed?
Because they're not doing it, Pat. They're not doing it. They're blaming the front office.
The front office was terrible.
Okay, absolutely. Nobody's arguing that. But guess what? Have some accountability, personal accountability.
Bryce Harper was good. It wasn't the offense last year.
He was good.
But it wasn't the offense.
Guess what? He's had 2 good years. Then guess what? You have to, at some point, point it inward and say, there are guys in this clubhouse that need to look in the mirror, and we need to be better.
How do you know he's not doing that?
What?
He's not doing it to the media, but how do you know he's not doing that?
No. If you're going to throw people publicly under the bus, which he did, then start doing it for everybody.
I just can't believe we're getting upset that he threw Matt freaking Klentak. Like we're lighting candles in a church for Matt Klentak.
No, what he's doing is he's deflecting the blame.
I don't think he is.
He is. That's exactly what he did.
So get
people talking about the front office weakness instead of the clubhouse weakness.
You get a pass to talk the way he did, Bryce Harper, in 2 ways. One, being the player that you said, John, being the ultimate player, numbers. Right. You're that great player on the team. You may be afforded the responsibility or the luxury of saying, yeah, well, good. I'm glad we changed general managers. Okay, that's one. The other one, which he is on now, is because you're getting paid $300 million and you think you can do it. Mm-hmm. I hear both sides. I'd rather he not say what he said. I'm not that kind of guy. But I think the afforded luxury of him doing it is because of money, not because of play.
And there's nobody in the world who thinks the Phillies front office under Klentak did a good job. Everybody is of uniform thought here. Matt Klentak did a subpar job as the general manager. But the bottom line is this. Tell me the other stars of sport and of the game that are calling out guys in their own organization that are getting demoted.
Well, isn't Russell Wilson doing that right now?
How?
He's saying that he doesn't like getting hit, and they haven't done a good enough job protecting him.
Did he call out by name the person who drafted or didn't draft?
Roasted. I mean, not by name, but the implication is on John Schneider.
You can't do implication. You have to do name. Call somebody out by name. Call somebody out and go.
Bryce didn't say Matt Klentak.
Mm-hmm. Glad we changed general managers. Good try.
Bryce didn't say, but you're
come on.
Okay, so your argument is, well, if we're gonna go with that, then Russell Wilson has to use a name. But even when Bryce Harper didn't name a name, and he's implying,
what I'm telling you is this:
that's a double standard.
It was a finger point. It was a look over here.
So was Russell Wilson's.
It was a look over here, not in our clubhouse. Guess what? Russell Wilson in Seattle has freaking hand. He's won a Super Bowl. He's been to another Super Bowl. He's been the best player the organization's ever had.
You're backing up the goal line now.
He is the guy.
So is Bryce Harper here, right?
No, he's not. What has he done?
He hasn't won, but he's the guy.
Then don't compare the two.
He's got hand.
No, do not compare the two. No, he's got hand because of a paycheck, not because of accomplishment. Not because of accomplishment.
Well, who's the best baseball player in the game? Mike Trout, let's say.
Mike Trout is the best.
Mike Trout wasn't winning anything with that bullpen either.
Yeah, let's see what Leonard has to say. Leonard, welcome aboard. You're on the John Kincade Show. How are you?
Hey, John. Thanks for having me. I think that there is a disconnect, and I think in terms of speaking out on certain issues, I really think it has to do with age, because if you broke it down by age, 20 to 40-year-olds, I really don't think that this is a non-issue in terms of what Bryce Harper said.
What are you talking about? You said issues. What do you mean talking about issues?
In terms of what Bryce Harper speaking out about Klentak, I think there is a disconnect. I think if you broke down the response by age, do you agree with what Bryce Harper did in speaking?
You're cutting in and out on us, but I get what he's saying. He's thinking it's generational, that the younger fans would be okay with it. It doesn't surprise me. Younger fans who feel that the younger generation feels that everybody needs to know, I got up this morning and I took a crap. I got up this morning and I had a hoagie. Let me show you a picture of it. Oh, I went out to lunch at this restaurant. I'm walking in. Here's what I did. It's the younger generation. That's how they live. And guess what? There's nothing wrong. It's how how you're conditioned. This is what I'm doing. This way, living out loud is a generational thing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a generational
Don't the
thing.
Phillies
And
need...
I don't, guess what? And there's nothing wrong with it if that's what you want to do.
Don't the Phillies need somebody that's going to tell them what they're doing is wrong? Because they've been doing it wrong for a long, long time.
You know what the Phillies need?
A farm system.
You know what they need more of?
More than anything.
You know what they need more of, honestly, is they need more guys in the clubhouse, more players in their organization to live up to expectations.
Bryce is,
How many
though.
people? No, he's not.
He's not exceeding.
Guess what?
He's
not
meeting.
exceeding. He's meeting. Guess what? There's nothing wrong. Bryce Harper's not on your list of 10 things wrong with the Phillies.
Not at
He's
all.
not on the list.
Right.
But what I'm saying to you is this. I need introspection before the star player of the franchise is sort of dancing on the grave of the general manager who just got demoted.
Well,
to copy
the reason he says that is because, if you're a player on that offense last year, you look at that team and you go, we're not having success because that bullpen is the worst thing I've ever seen. We got Charlie Doo-Doo Arm out here trying to save games for us, and, you just wasted an 8-run performance by us. So... Yeah, just Charlie Doo-Doo Arm. You like that? I mean,
you have issues.
I
didn't hear anything
funny. I think
after
it's
that.
so funny, too, that everybody is all bullpen. Oh, the bullpen.
It was the worst in Major League history.
Bullpen was terrible. And the rotation sucked, too.
It was better than the year previous.
Aaron Nola, did he pitch to expectations or below them?
Below last year.
Why did you have to hesitate?
Cool, because the year before he was great. I just timeline in my brain
seriously,
is
let's
mushed.
not. I guess that big contract too. Have you been wronged by
not
a
that
bad
big.
breakfast? Get the breakfast you deserve with Wendy's breakfast for $4. Breakfast 2 for $4. Now on select breakfast sandwiches. Justice is served at participating Wendy's for a limited time only. A single item at regular price. What?
Nola's a bargain.
Yeah, it's a bargain.
12.2.
Jason in
Basically
Philly. How are
free.
you? Jason, what's going on,
Doo-Doo.
buddy?
Not much. How you doing, John?
What's going on today, man?
Well, I was listening to what you were talking about, and guys holding the players accountable, and obviously Doc Rivers coming into the Sixers has been a huge presence. Do you feel like Girardi is kind of becoming that? Maybe that's having something to do with Clintac and hopefully moving the Phillies into the right direction.
I'm going to tell you this. Again, a prominent Major League Baseball insider said to me yesterday, he heard about the conversation, and he said he believes it was a bad moment just a bad moment on Bryce Harper's part. He said it's not very much like Bryce Harper. That's not the kind of thing. And I promise you this, Joe Girardi would never back a player dancing on the grave. He would never. Joe Girardi would think that was improper. I guarantee 100 times out of 100. That's the least foxhole-ish guy. Joe Girardi would want to surround himself with foxhole people in an organization. And there's no need. There's no need to dance on graves.
When you watch Bryce Harper play, there's an excessiveness about it, right? I mean, we've seen him try to take second to third. Like trying to take second to third when it's a bad idea. How many times do we see him get thrown out? He swings so violent. He comes into training camp.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, it is.
Comes into training camp this year, John, all swolled up like we talked about yesterday. So he seems to be a guy that does things to excess, right? That probably doesn't not carry over to sitting in front of a microphone.
Probably not.
Like, okay, you went 3 sentences too long there, saying, I love the moves that we made this offseason. That should have been stopped if you had a vocal editor. But instead, then it went to getting rid of the old guy. So it carried he's an excessive guy. It's hard, I think, as a person, if you're excessive at everything, it's hard to stop it in other things. And that's maybe what he did yesterday.
Again, that's very fair. And again, this, I don't want to say anything in case this person writes something today about it. But they said that was a bad moment. They said bad moment for Bryce Harper. He would never.
Do you think
he never would? This person said to me point blank, he would never do that on purpose to anyone.
So, do you think he regrets it?
Yes.
Okay.
But then yesterday.
So then that doesn't speak to his character, right?
Okay,
if he regrets it, like it's just a slip up, right?
Do you correct it?
That's a good question.
He sat behind a microphone yesterday. Did he correct it?
Maybe he just corrects it by going to Matt and saying, "Hey, I saw the comments in the media.
You do
my
something
bad, man."
Publicly. You correct it publicly. I think that's the rule of PR.
Sure, but it means more if he
the rule of PR
does it privately.
No,
but remove the PR from it, just their relationship.
But the rule of public relations is you shame someone publicly, you down someone publicly, you fix it publicly.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you did that.
I didn't read it as that bad.
No, and this person said to me point blank, he goes, that's not Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
It's not who he is. It's a bad moment, and that's it. I'll write it off as a bad moment. But I would ask this. I would ask that locker room get a little introspective, that they realize that there's a lot of guys in that locker room who have never met expectations and are not meeting expectations. Let's have the introspection and the anger instead of pointing towards the front office, start looking at maybe if 20 guys in the clubhouse had years where they met or exceeded expectations. What could they do?
Yeah,
what could they do?
Yeah, I've always been cautious about that. You know, like you always have to look at yourself first. And that's what I tell my kids all the time. Don't worry about anybody else.
There you go.
I mean, be the great teammate, you know, and I always live by that.
Charlie Doo-Doo arm can't do everything, you know.
See, there's always an excuse. There's always going to be an excuse. If you're doing everything you can individually as a player, and then Charlie Doo-Doo arm blows the game for you, and you've met every expectation, you exceed expectations, I got no problem. As much,
and you still don't need to say anything.
You don't need to say anything. You don't need to. All right, we will get you in here if you want at 610-632-0975. Project 11 going on at One Bala Plaza till noon today. Your opportunity to get in and drop off your Carson Wentz jersey, shirts. We love it when you do. Kyrie Irving wants a change for the NBA. And it's not that he wants the NBA to be on a flat globe, but we'll get to it next. John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. The Parks Casino Sportsbook app, a delicious, tasty item. I've got to tell you that. That's what my man Anthony would say. It's tasty because of the in-game wagering. Man, is that tasty. I love the fact that it is as if you are playing fantasy sports. But one of the things I never liked about fantasy sports is doing a draft in September before the NFL season and then having to have the same team all year long. With the in-game wagering, you can go in and out of games, in and out of trends. You can watch the first half and decide how you're going to cash in on the second half. And the Parks Casino Sportsbook app has all the future bets, too, that you want. You always heard people do it about putting future bets out there for all their teams. You can do that right in the palm of your hand. And you get a risk-free bet up to $500 by using the promo code FANATIC. If you download the app today, it can be refunded in site credit. I want you to see the website for details. Bet with Pennsylvania's home team sports betting app. You got to be 21 or older in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
I am so excited I can't stand it.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
When you're running a business, you don't have time to worry about slow internet or confusing cybersecurity. So get fast, reliable internet from Comcast Business on the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses. You can add the advanced security of Comcast Business Security Edge to help eliminate threats. And enjoy the peace of mind that comes with knowing 24/7 support is just a phone call away. It's internet and advanced security made simple, so you can bounce forward with Comcast Business. Help your business to bounce forward with this amazing offer. Get started with 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge for just $79.99 a month for 24 months with a 3-year agreement. Plus, get a $200 prepaid card when you switch today. Call 1-800-501-6000 to learn more. Offer ends 2/28. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business customers only. Enrollment in EcoBill and autopay required. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, installation, taxes, and fees extra. Subject to change. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Call for details.
Hey, it's Anthony Gargano. Did you ever hear a commercial on the radio and wonder what would it be like if it were my business? What would that sound like on the air? Well, look, 97.5 The Fanatic is offering area business owners the chance to experience how their company would be portrayed in a radio commercial. Produced for you by our experienced creative team. This is amazing, and you're going to love it. All you have to do is go to 975thefanatic.com, click on the free radio commercial banner, and tell us about your company. We'll take the info, we'll tell your story. Let 97.5 The Fanatic demonstrate the fun, flexibility, and the power of radio advertising. Get started right now at 975thefanatic.com.
O'Reilly. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get up to a $15 gift card after mail-in rebate when you purchase select Superstart batteries. With the power and capacity your vehicle demands, Superstart batteries are designed for lasting performance and consistent starts. Turn the key with confidence with Superstart batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If I'm not commuting anymore, where do I really want to live?
While you handle life's questions, Merrill Guided Investing helps you manage your portfolio and invest for your next move with the option to work with an advisor at a low cost and minimum. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/investing goals to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor, member SIPC. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
You run a business and you need better wireless. 3 words, no more compromise. With the T-Mobile Business Advantage, you get the largest 5G network, award-winning customer support, and insanely great value. No trade-offs. Right now, get up to 90 days of unlimited free on business plans when you switch via bill credits. Stop in to find out more. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Complete port within 60 days. Customers over 50 gigabytes per month have lower speeds during congestion. Video at 480p unlimited on our network. See T-Mobile.com for 5G devices coverage and plan details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Sure thing. We can help you replace those wipers. If yours are squeaking or streaking, it's probably time. We've got a wide selection of wipers that can stand up to any weather, including the right ones for your make and model. We've even got more ways to get them fast, like our next day delivery or free same-day store pickup. Getting the job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Lately, we're doing a lot more at home, which means we're doing a lot less driving. With pay-per-mile car insurance from Allstate, you only pay for the miles you drive. Drive less, save 50% with Allstate. You've never been in better hands. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Pricing varies based on how you buy, driving behaviors, and includes a daily rate. Not applicable in California. Based on annual premium paid by Allstate Standard Auto customers versus Allstate pay-per-mile customers who drive an average of 4,000 miles a year. Savings vary subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and its affiliates. Copyright 2020 Allstate Insurance Company.
Vehicle prices plus tax and tag. Zero down to well-qualified buyers through dealer's primary lending source.
Holy jeep!
Roses are red, violets are blue. Why buy a used car when you can buy new?
It's a fantastic February at world-famous Gary Barbera's on the Boulevard. 1,000 vehicles, one location.
Just $199 down for only $199 a month.
Gary Barbera discounts Jeeps cheap. Plus, qualified buyers get the lowdown on the no-down. Is Barbera's on the Boulevard the best?
Boy, I guess.
Hey, it's Mike Miss here. You know, Philly sports is big business, and we've got you covered every weekday with the Fanatic's Business of Sports Reports, powered by Pico for Business. For information on how your company can save with Pico's incentives, just go to pico.com/more savings.
Tune in to freewinners.net every Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. for the Las Vegas View on all things point spread related. Call Free Winners at 888-366-3733. That's 888-366-3733. freewinners.net.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
No, your radio's not broken. We sound like this on purpose.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
The moratorium begins today, right after 10 o'clock when Anthony Gargano comes your way here on The Fanatic. We will say goodbye to Carson Wentz topics on the John Kincade Show. No more. No more. Done. References to Carson Wentz, sure. Topics on Carson Wentz, it's finished. It is absolutely finished today. The ceremonial burial will go on with Carson Wentz topics. Again.
Can't wait to write my show email for Monday and just have 4 Carson Wentz topics
Carson
for you.
Wentz topics. No Carson Wentz topics. None of them at all. None at all. And Project 11's going on right out here at One Bala Plaza. Put it in. Pat Egan is outside at the tent. Pat, what's it looking like, baby?
It took me a while to get here because of my little legs. Take me a while to get all the way over. But, no, it looks good. It's been steady all day, apparently.
You like that?
My sources are telling me. So while I was here, we had somebody drop one off.
Nice.
So and then the Jeep food truck is serving up
yes.
food. So no, it's a good little spot we got going here.
Is it
going by?
Jamie says it was very cold outside.
No, I brought my hoodie, but I didn't need it because I'm not going to say the word, but I mean Jamie's.
Wow, Pat.
Was Couture part of it?
Couture?
I think it was.
Didn't get it.
I think it was. All right, Pat, we need you to get back up to work, though, and we'll all be downstairs after the show.
Yes.
So we need
a lot of
that after the
action.
show.
People tweeting and stuff, asking when we're going to be out there. Can I come hang out? Yeah. I mean, we're gonna spread our chairs out. We're gonna be sitting out there. We got the food truck.
Sure.
If you bring a basketball, there's a hoop right there. We could shoot up a little bit. Social distancing, of course, and gloves or whatever.
Still want to see you back up your claim of 80% free throw shooter.
So
I could hit 8 out of 10.
That sounds good. And it seems like there's a lot of people who want to get in on this. So come on by and see us.
I need 80 out of 100, not 8 out of 10.
What do you mean 80 out of 100?
He claims he's an 80% free throw shooter.
Well,
if 8 out of 10, you can get on a hot streak.
Is he
80
shooting
of
cold?
100 is a more true indicator.
I get to shoot a couple.
Well,
Yeah, you can warm up.
nobody's shooting 100 at one time.
No.
I think
I don't
to
have
me,
that much.
To me, a sample size would be if he's 80%
25.
foul shooter, I'd say 30.
Okay.
25, 30. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
gotta be
25 or
indoors, though.
30. Wait,
Yeah.
What?
Just indoors. I mean, I'm not going to, go outside where it's all windy and stuff and try to prove
Oh, yeah, that is the truth.
Yeah.
If it is bad conditions.
So my high school coach asked me yesterday, I'll ask you guys this. He comes over to me and he says, because we had a thing at the
What do you
school.
say, Matt Crawford?
And he said, no, my high school coach, that would be Jimmy Crawford. He comes over and he says, all right, 100 foul shots or 100 4-foot putts. What do you make more of?
4-foot
Like, this is what we do.
4-foot putts.
That was my first thought. And he's like,
I don't
no.
think so.
He said, he said, now this guy's a Big 5 Hall of Famer, almost was in the NBA. He was like, no, you would make more foul shots in 4-foot
I think
putts.
so, yeah. Because think, even if you're Ben Simmons, bad free throw shooter, you're still making 63 of 100.
How many 4-foot putts you making?
He's not a bad one at 63.
I'm probably 4-footers, 50, 55. I don't know.
I'd say 4-footers.
It's got to be the same 4-foot putt. So
I'm
you
saying
get the read.
If it's the same 4-foot putt, I'm easily making 50%. Easily.
But you've admitted you're not a good basketball player.
No, I'm not. I have horrible.
So, yeah.
Yeah, horrible.
It probably is different for every person.
Like, if you show me the same 4-foot putt and I get to try it 100 times, I'm easily making 50%.
Yeah,
because it's the same putt over and over again.
Right.
I can get into a muscle memory thing that it's fine. Basketball shooting.
All right, well,
I
say something
look
else.
like Forrest Gump.
Like with you at hockey, if there was something equatable with
Routine.
hockey.
Okay.
Like, so I played basketball, so that's why I was asking. I was thinking.
I don't know if there's anything I'm thinking is doing something that's that routine athletically. I don't know.
I still think I'd go with the 4-foot putt. 15 feet, 4 feet to
I
make.
think so too.
Yeah, it was
I think that's the
interesting.
way I'd go.
Yeah. You'd make over 80 4-foot putts.
I couldn't.
Yeah, probably. I guess if I'm saying 4-foot putt, I'd probably make it.
I know.
Nah, there's no
I know I
chance. I would challenge you on that.
I would say is the have you ever had somebody have you ever played the what do they call it? Greenies? You ever played greenies?
No.
Okay. You have to have like a golf pro or it's got to be a slow day or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's nobody backing up on you in the course, you and Bob would say, today we're playing greenies, and then the person in my cart, we'd play greenies against each other. So we'd play the hole out, but there's nobody pushing us. So you can pull this off. You pick a spot. It's Bob on hole 1. Bob picks a spot on the
off
course.
the green.
On the green. Picks a spot on the green, puts the ball down, and all 4 of us have to shoot. Try to score from put that putt in. Or if it takes you 2 or 3, the total score counts for our cart versus your cart.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's fun.
It's just fun. You can't be getting pushed.
Yeah,
You can't be getting pushed.
right,
It has to be a game that's
Yeah.
when you have a more leisurely round, but it's something that's fun, and you can just go greenies. If you see that the people behind you aren't teeing off, you can say greenies next hole. Okay, greenies next hole, and you go up and you
I
go
like that.
5-4. Our cart beats you, and every putt must be putted out.
There's a lot of fun games in golf.
That
That
is
do
fun.
like that.
Yes.
My favorite
Do you play
game.
Mounders?
No.
Mounders at a Phillies game.
No.
Pat, you have to know what Mounders is at a Phillies game, right? I would think
no idea.
Okay.
I got to watch the game.
Mounders, it's between innings. They always roll the ball up on the mound.
Right.
You pick a quadrant of the mound that the ball's going to.
Oh, okay.
Where will the ball end?
Front right, back
each
left.
time they put it into 4s.
Pretty good.
Where's the ball going to land?
Dollar bet.
And you play Mounders.
Wow, that's good.
And you get to call that.
Wait,
So when you're
enjoy
watching
sitting
a
in the
game,
sun, drinking
just
beer,
get
and
you-
being at a baseball game?
And you're betting on
That's what
everything.
you can do at baseball.
And you're betting on everything.
One of my favorite things with golf, and it improves my game, John, is you have a foursome. You take out a $20 bill, and somebody holds it. You figure out who holds it. You hold it until you 3-putt. If you 3-putt, you have to give it up to the next person. They hold it to
fun.
So it keeps going. If you don't 3-putt and you hold it, you win the money. It could be $20 a guy,
I
whatever.
like that one.
Yeah, but the first time I ever played, I swear to God, I'll never. The first time I ever played, I found myself really concentrating on my putting, and it did. It helped me out. I held it for 6 or 7 holes or whatever, but it helped my putting because it was a concentration thing.
How about Thief? Have you ever played Thief? Have you ever played in a Thief tournament?
No.
I don't know.
It's
Might
called-
have a different
might
name.
be called Theft. Might be called Thief. I've heard of different things. So it's a scramble golf tournament.
Yeah.
So Bob and Jamie are in one cart. Pat and I are in another cart. There is a cylindrical device between the two bags. So it's in the back, like a black cylindrical device.
Mm-hmm.
So you can put something in. First hole, Bob and Jamie are playing each other in the cart. Bob beats Jamie on the hole. Bob gets to go to Jamie's bag and take one club out and put it into the cylinder where he
that's
can't
pretty
use
cool.
it on the next hole. You get to the point where you're 10 holes in, 11 holes in. Now,
And you're down to
Jamie
a
wins
putter and a
hole,
sandwich.
Jamie wins hole number 2. Jamie wins hole 2. He can take his club back
Right.
Or take one of his.
take one of his. And it gets to be a very spiteful game
I bet.
where somebody will literally go, oh, no, I'd rather just take one from you and not take one of mine back.
Yeah.
And so you have people teeing off with 2 irons.
Yeah.
If they carry it in their bag. You
Yeah.
have people. So it's a fun game. But
Yeah.
again, it can't be one where people are really pushing you.
Yeah.
But it is
yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
It is
that
funny
sounds
to watch
funny.
it. There are people with end up putting with their drivers.
Yeah.
They putt with drivers
That's
and they
good.
end up putting because
I
they
mean,
can't.
what's the
fun.
first club you would take?
Well, it depends.
from somebody?
I'd have to watch your game.
Yeah, okay.
See, I would never take your driver away from
The
me.
thing is,
God,
people
Why would
always
you do that?
People always take people's first thing people try
Putter.
to do is people take people's putters.
Yeah, that's
because you can
crippling.
tee off with a 3-wood.
Sure.
You can tee off with a long iron.
Yeah.
and go with something.
Have you ever played Bingo, Bongo, Bango? That's a fun game.
I'm not on the Duke lacrosse team. What is that? What is that?
There's 3
What?
There's 3 points every hole.
Okay.
And it's $1 each. So bingo is furthest drive. You win that, boom, $1 in. Bongo first on the green, another $1, boom there. Bango in the first in the hole, another $1 there. So there's $3 available on each hole.
Now, does first on the hole mean because if you're closest to
You
the
have
hole,
to putt by regulation. So furthest away
so
goes
somebody
first.
furthest away can steal it with a great putt.
Yep.
That's not
It's
a bad
fun.
game either.
There's so
every,
much fun.
Now, wait a
Every
minute, do you
hole is
like-
3.
Do you look like you went to the strip club when you come home after playing golf, though?
It's just
You're
Venmo.
like-
It's just Venmo.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah, nobody uses
How do you
cash
keep
anymore.
score of this thing?
You just have to talk it out. You're just
gets
constantly
too
talking.
See, I think it's very but it's fun. I love match play golf
Yeah.
where you can play somebody with a better handicap than you.
Oh, I love it.
Do people carry handicaps up here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do they have official handicaps or is it made up?
No.
It depends on who you're talking
I have
to.
a USGA handicap.
I just paid for it this year
Right.
for the first time ever, but I kept mine on an app before.
So you did keep it on an app
Yeah.
before.
But only until recently.
Egan, is this like the parents are talking and the kid doesn't understand?
Yeah, I'm listening to a totally different radio show right now.
Never kept my handicap.
What would you never have done that?
You
Why
really
not
should.
on an app? You can do it on an app.
You should.
I could.
Because then it tells you.
If I join, I hope to join this summer. If I do, then obviously got to sign up.
They could be the Coonies of South Jersey.
No, I'm not joining the courses of James.
By the way, if you're doing the kind of things on the golf course that we just talked about, call 1-800-GAMBLER and make sure that you are really taking care of business here. And we want to thank our friends from Martin Law. They are the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. Kyrie Irving wants the NBA to do this.
This is the linchpin.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving yesterday made some news when he said that he wants the NBA logo to be updated to Kobe Bryant because, as his words were, Black Kings made this league, and more or less, I think it's a time for a change. Now, Jerry West has been the symbol. I don't know when that came about. I didn't look it up, but I would imagine close to 50 years.
So now it's racial. black kings made the game.
That was his quote.
So in other words, it's a race issue now for Kyrie. Good job, Kyrie.
The question is...
Good job, buddy.
Like, I know Kobe passed and it's posthumous and, that's... You can't do the next logo without making it Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, or Larry Bird. Right?
Correct.
Like, can you skip a generation?
Because those black kings made it for Kobe.
Yeah.
So where does this game begin?
Well, I think he's bringing it up because it's
Kyrie's
posthumous.
But
you can't
posthumous or posthumous or both?
Posthumous.
Posthumous.
What Kobe's trying
Clearly.
to do, what Kyrie's trying to do is make it a racial issue. So Kyrie has to make this about race because Kyrie loves attention and loves just constantly making people talk about the stuff that he's saying.
So it was 1969 for the Jerry West logo.
It should be, if it's 1969 for the Jerry West logo, if there's any black king that made the NBA, I truly believe even Magic Johnson would tell you Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah.
They would not tell you Kobe Bryant.
He took it to another level.
Kobe is a different beast. Different thing altogether.
So can you do, like, I think it's cool to change the logo maybe like once every 20 years, like tweak it. Like, I think it's a cool honor.
Okay.
But you can't do, I know he's passed and RIP, but you can't do Kobe before Michael, right?
No, you can't. And more importantly, Kobe's impact is fantastic. Michael's much bigger footprint.
Yeah.
Much bigger
global
footprint.
Is it a case, and I think I've heard this before, is it a case that his image is already taken? Jordan's. Like,
because of Nike.
Can you take the Nike flying through the air thing? Like, I don't know, are there benefit? Well,
you might be able to do like one of his dunk contest dunks and change it.
Yeah, there's
so
different images you could do, but I'm just wondering if that's what the NBA's thought is.
I just find it fascinating. I shouldn't. With Kyrie, I've seen the act. I know what it's about. It's about look at me, talk about me, talk about me. That's his whole act. And that is an act.
Strange bird.
And it's an act. No, it's an act. It's contrived, but it's his act. He wants people talking about him. He says stuff. And the fact that he thinks this has to now be an issue of race, to me, just tunes me out. I tune out on Kyrie anyway.
Yeah.
Because
Do you think the logo should be changed? Do you think it should be an ever-evolving thing?
I don't know. I mean, guess what? Here's what I would say. If the players of NBA, all living players of the NBA had a vote, all living players, past, present, said, yeah, let's think about this honor. Let's change this. The Players Association talked with the veterans and all that. I'd be cool with it.
Yeah, we're going on 50 years of the Jerry West logo, and it's iconic, and it's a great logo. But
I don't know how it came about that it was like, here's the logo and it's of Jerry West. I just can't. I know I have it in my memory bank, but I can't find it. Or was it just here's the logo and then it was like, wait, is that Jerry West? And I was like, yeah, but we just wanted an image and that was a pure one. I don't know what it was.
The fact that Kyrie Irving knows less about the NBA's history than I do, though, is disappointing. Because if he's talking about his term Black Kings, right?
That's what he said,
If he says Black Kings built the NBA, then it should be Michael Jordan.
I agree.
Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, they literally took the NBA off of tape delay.
Mm-hmm.
So they laid a great groundwork.
Yeah.
But Michael Jordan is the one who literally, if Kyrie has to make it about race, then honor the Black King of the NBA, that is, by his term, would be Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
It would have to be.
So I don't
know. Maybe they can't use his logo.
Yeah, maybe.
As Bob says.
So if it wasn't MJ, who would be worthy of it? Like, say you couldn't use MJ.
I would say it has to be LeBron James then. LeBron James is freaking ridiculous.
But that would have to come in retirement for him, right? You couldn't have him that.
No, you
that
can't
would
have
be
it
insane.
while it's going on.
So you go to what? Magic? You go to a
Kareem Skyhook?
No, Kareem, because
That's a
Kareem
specialty,
you'd lose,
like-
and you'd lose.
But he's the all-time leading scorer, right?
No, I know.
You'd
That's
lose
amazing.
everybody for 2 years.
Yeah.
Till LeBron passes.
Yeah.
When
that would be
LeBron-
a good looking logo, the Skyhook.
It would. It's very unique, though.
Yeah.
It's very unique. Whereas for
you
Jerry
think they
West,
want kind of generic NBA player?
I don't know. Pat, you have a thought?
I mean, are we just going to ignore Detlef Schrempf? He doesn't even get mentioned?
We're talking about Black Kings. according to Kyrie.
You guys mentioned all the ones that I would have taken already. I don't have a problem with Kobe. I mean, MJ is the obvious one, but you're right. We don't know about the logo.
I don't think he's worthy of it, but an Allen Iverson crossover
he's
logo
not worthy of it.
would be pretty badass.
He's not worthy of it.
So when the logo was made, then Commissioner Walter Kennedy loved it, despite not knowing it was West, who was the image that was modeled after.
Really?
And West himself was never asked on whether he was okay with the league using his likeness.
Wow.
So I think it was just a time. Now, Major League Baseball had just come up with their design by the same guy. It was a time where he looked at a picture, from what I'm reading, liked it, liked the image, and then made this thing. It wasn't a big, like now, who's it going to be? It wasn't that. This was a guy that looked at pictures and just went, oh, I like the image of this guy, and they made it.
I think Kyrie, who, again, there's always an agenda. There's always there's always an agenda with him. But if it has to be about a black king for him, it's Michael Jordan, and there should be no discussion that it's Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan took as we talked about the other day, Tiger Woods took golf and literally just blew everything out of the water, everything that people thought about golf. Michael Jordan did the same for the NBA.
Would you have to pay the person on the logo?
Level, yes. I think you'd have to. Wouldn't you?
I would think if they're using a likeness or an image of you, that's...
So is that a lie by that NBA exec to say he didn't know it was Jerry West? Like, come on, buddy.
Well, this is
because
69.
Yeah, but
I don't know if you had...
But Jerry West might have been like, well, pay me. Screw you, pay me.
He may have. I don't know.
So that why he can kind of plausible deniability. That's Jerry West?
I think being the logo
is an honor in itself.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, I wouldn't want to be... If you wanted to make me the face of Major League Baseball and be the logo, I'd be like, yeah, that's on the house.
What would
that's
you be?
awesome.
What would you be the face of? Hoagie Mouse. Jamie would be the face of Hoagie Mouse.
He'd be the choking guy.
The logo,
like you just did about an hour ago.
The logo for Hoagie Mouse would be Jamie Lynch.
Ultimate Hoagie Mouse
He'd be
League.
the ultimate. Maybe mine would be for outspoken big mouths. I could be the outspoken big mouse. I could be the logo for
Port
that.
Charles
I don't have a personality.
Port Charles fan club.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
I mean, absolutely.
Not only the president. I'm a founding member.
I could absolutely be the logo. Gentleman says here, Sherrod says that Mike didn't want them to use his image without being paid. Mike's image, though, is already used by Nike, so he's getting paid for it.
Yeah.
So they can't duplicate it.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
That's the one that wouldn't work. But
it's interesting.
It's interesting. There is one last thing I want to bring up here, and Anthony has joined us here in the Anthony Gargano in studio. There's some tasty items in the studio, too, thanks to the Jeet food truck. You talked about Brett Brown real quickly. We just got to touch this.
Yeah. So I saw something yesterday real quick that Brad Stevens apparently is on the hot seat in Boston. Wow. I never thought I'd say it. But somebody mentioned, could it be Brett Brown, who's from up there? You bring him in, who knows more about the Sixers, all that stuff. So I'm not saying I believe it. I just laughed and said, wow, as a Sixers fan, I think you'd love that, wouldn't you?
Here's this. Let's do the season.
Oh, my God. Can we get...
I knew you were going to love this one.
That's unbelievable.
Right?
Seriously, I want to do the Joker laugh.
I saw it, and I was like, this has to be a joke, right? And then it went on to list reasons of why.
Brett Brown to the Celtics? Oh, my gosh. Can we do a GoFundMe?
One of the lines was
the Cowboys.
One of the lines was, who knows how to slow down Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons more than Brett Brown? And I said, well, you got that right.
Hey, by the
on what planet does Brad Stevens get fired and Brett replaces Brad Stevens?
Correct.
What?
Oh, that's delicious. Hey, by the way, Anthony Gargano in studio with us. You know why? Anthony said, you're going to have a new lawn. And then Missinelli passed me in the hallway. He's like, you're going to have a new lawn? You got to go to Natural Lawn of America. Natural Lawn of America, the official lawn care company of spring, the safer alternative in lawn care for your kids and pets. Schedule their full service program to get free seeding every year with peace of mind. Call 800-FREE-SEED. Natural Lawn of America with greener grass, fewer weeds guaranteed. So you're telling me Nikki Foles in my backyard is going to be able to run around when we get the house built?
Without a doubt.
And this grass
Nikki be able to
great.
run around. And listen, you know me, I'm not doing anything with grass. That's why I go to Natural Lawn of America.
Now, wait a minute. No, we have to ask if this is a violation.
He's allergic to grass.
I'm calling
He likes concrete.
I'm calling out our own, Mike Missinelli on this.
Oh, yeah, he called him effeminate yesterday.
No, I did not.
What?
No,
I
did not. One of our listeners.
That's true.
One
The
of our
listener
listeners
did.
said there's
About
no.
what?
He's got one of those Roomba lawnmowers.
Well, what's that? That's the robot?
It's a robot
that
lawnmower.
mows your lawn that goes up and down
I said it's
the
pretty
yard.
awesome.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
A caller
You
said
like
it was
that?
effeminate.
Cuz, let me tell you something. I'm not going anywhere near that lawn.
Wait a minute,
All
though.
right.
You want the Roomba lawnmower?
Oh, you had
though?
allergies as a kid, bad, right?
Yeah, I hate grass unless it's on a diamond. All right, that's seriously why I do natural lawn. I don't want grass. It was up to me. I would concrete
my whole yard.
There go the marijuana endorsements.
All
There
right.
go the
No,
marijuana.
I like that.
You can do that on the
grass.
shore. Do the rocks, the pebbles.
I would do all that. Yeah, I want nothing to do with grass. All right? But I lost that battle. I wanted to put a basketball court, make like a series of basketball courts. And again, I live in the sticks, right? So I got all kinds of land that I don't want. All right? It's up to me. I live in a row house. That's what makes me happy.
This is cuz for Joe's Concrete. This is cuz for
Are you
Joe's
nuts?
Concrete. All right.
That's effeminate? Well, they call me effeminate every day of the week, huh?
And again,
I'm not
it was
going
not.
anywhere near it.
Do not misconstrue. Then I'll have somebody calling in.
Yeah, I know. My bad. I misspoke.
Did you say Mike was effeminate?
The caller
I'm
said
just
it.
saying. I don't want anything to do with my lawn.
What's on the show? That's why you let natural lawn. What's on the show
Damn straight.
today?
That's why I love natural lawn.
That's right.
By the way, can I just say one thing? Because I heard you talking about the Salt and Boca.
Oh, wow.
See, let me tell you something about the bro. The bro and I, we agree on lots.
Do you?
Yes. Now, I might jump down his throat from time to time because that's my role in his life. He needs me in his life.
You two seem like a dysfunctional marriage.
No, we love each other. No, I know.
I know you love each other.
No, but he needs me.
It might be an unhealthy relationship.
No, he needs me in his life, all right? He needs me. I got to toughen
That's
the kid
what
up.
most, the abuser always says.
Yeah, he's got to toughen you up. Yeah.
Don't leave.
No, you know you need me in your life.
What's on the show today?
We're talking about, of course, we've got Sixers, man. Are you nuts?
Play the song, Tunis.
That's right.
There you go. Don't miss it. Anthony Gargano's show to keep you rolling this afternoon.
I can talk all day to you.
It'll be, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Project 11 going on till noon.
Great idea, man. Dude, fantastic.
It's been fun and
awesome.
One Bala Plaza, come on by. And we're going to be out there till noon. And then I'm picking up a car. So I don't have to take Ubers that don't exist anymore. For Pat Egan, for the coach Eric Camille, for Jamie Lynch, for Bob Cooney, I'm John Kincade. We'll be with you Monday at 6, The John Kincade Show.
The John Kincade Show.
They're like the family from hell on acid that's on steroids.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Well, if you're planning on hiring a lawn care service, doesn't it make sense to hire a company that provides better results and is safer for your family and pets? That's why I chose Natural Lawn of America. That's my lawn care company. Natural Lawn provides homeowners with greener grass and fewer weeds using an exclusive organic-based lawn care product. Now, this isn't a cookie-cutter lawn care service. Natural Lawn tailors their applications to your lawn-specific needs. And their unique approach to lawn care has reduced chemical pesticide use by 85%, creating a safer lawn for your family and pets to enjoy. Locally owned and operated for more than 30 years right here in the Delaware Valley, I trust my lawn to Natural Lawn, and you should too. Get the results you want and the peace of mind you deserve. Take advantage of their limited time offer. Schedule Natural Lawn's full service program and you'll get free seeding every year. That's right, free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. That's 800-FREE-SEED for my lawn care company, Natural Lawn of America. Greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed.
Make your sports watching experience more exciting and bet all the action on FanDuel Sportsbook in